strangers to scandal. Opie and Anthony on satellite radio. Show's host Anthony Camilla and Greg Opie here.
Controversial team.
Comment profanity linked to Opie and Anthony.
Opie and Anthony apologizing for yet another raunchy gag. Opie and Anthony show.
Is this the last straw for the raunchy radio duo?
We gotta completely take down regular radio. We gotta fucking just destroy it.
I want it like it was, where, you know, language was realistic and raw.
Destroy it.
Sexual content is realistic, and just fucking people reacting with people is realistic.
Sit the fuck back.
I'm being a trumpeter.
I got a catchy name. Shit radio.
All right, we hit a low here.
We have contact. Oh my God, Jimmy's face is all over her pussy.
Whoa, look at how small my butthole is.
That's funny. This is shit radio.
And it fucking stinks. It stinks.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Morning.
Good morning, Mr. Breakfast. A wonderful Friday morning.
Friday?
I like that.
Fucking early.
Nick of time.
What's up with this early shit?
I know.
What the fuck? Who the fuck gets used to not right off the bat? No, please.
Yeah,
please, I beg you.
He's happy it's fun.
I beg you. The Opie and Anthony show. Morning.
Bye. Oh, nice. Got my water. I'm all set.
You're all set, man.
Christ.
You all right?
I drove at 120 miles an hour to get here.
Anthony had the best line when he walked in. He said, "There's nobody I passed on the road who doesn't remember me."
Yeah, they remember me. And I saw this Escalade driving like a maniac.
Where to begin?
Ah, nice.
Did you drive rudely?
I was so rude and without care or regard for anybody's safety whatsoever. Red light? Ha ha! I poo-poo you, red lights.
There's nothing better than a guy's "I drove like an asshole" story when he just makes it into work.
I swear to God, it was a complete asshole. I mean, crazy. And the guy in front of me in the tunnel was, like, doing a decent clip, and I was mad at him. You know, it's like, get out of my way. Oh, he can't go anywhere. There's fucking steel beams in between him and passing.
He can't really move out of, he can't move to the side whatsoever. So
no, I should be like amazed at the wonder that we're going under a river, and I'm just like, out of my way.
My grandmother would say, "Speedy Skippy," if somebody sped by her.
No, she wouldn't.
Oh, yes, she would. My grandmother
Speedy
would...
Skippy?
Yeah, hell with you.
Hey, hooray for me that, no, I'm getting somewhere, you're not.
Yeah.
Oh. She alive?
No.
What'd she die of?
She was rear-ended, actually.
By Jimmy Norton.
No, her little heart gave out.
Aww. Poor little gal.
Yes.
How old was she?
She was in her 70s. I was 19, and we were in the house together, and she had a heart attack, and I had to run downstairs and put nitroglycerin under her tongue.
No way.
But you put the explosive kind, and she exploded. Her head blew off.
It was Pop Rocks.
You had to try to save your grandma at 19 years old?
God.
Yeah, I never knew this.
Yeah, but she,
terrible.
It was okay. Then she went to the hospital, and I think she might have come home again, and then she went back and she died.
But
That was a good decision on the doctor's part. You're fine, go home.
Yeah, go ahead. Hey, here's your pogo stick. You'll be fine. Here's your pogo stick and your bag of Coke. Godspeed. Yeah, no. She might have died like a week later.
That's kind of horrific, though, man.
Poor grandma.
It was sad, but
the nitroglycerin that you had to kind of step up like that.
Yeah, it was awful. I was glad I was there, though. I mean, otherwise she would have died in the house, but she didn't.
No, hooray for you.
Hooray for me. The hell with you, Death.
You never want an older relative dying in your house. It just ruins everything.
It's crazy.
All you remember is the older person dead in your house somewhere.
Yeah, the Christmas.
Don't sit in that chair.
Yeah. Wish I had a better story. How'd she die? Fucking Liddell choked her out.
Yeah, you don't want that death chair or death bed room, something like that in your house. You gotta leave. Someone croaks in your house.
Fast forward 2 years on that bed, and I'm eating a girl's pussy who squirts.
That's right. That was the grandma?
That was the bed,
With
yeah.
the bed?
It was the bed, not the grandma.
Well,
It was, yeah.
that might have saved her life.
Well, the bed was
Look
used
at my
to
Jimmy.
having a lot of squirt on it.
It's amazing
If
how-
Grandma was sleeping in there.
We kept that bed. It's amazing how you don't. At that age, I remember me and my buddy that was the same room we got a prostitute in, a pregnant prostitute who sparked up a crack pipe. She was 8.5 months pregnant. I remember that. And
All the features.
me and my buddy Larry got this hooker, and she sparked up a crack pipe, and then she blew both of us. I'm like, you can't smoke crack down here.
Grandma.
I was sober. I'm like, you can't smoke crack down here because crack had a really weird smell.
In your mom's house?
Yeah, my parents were
weird,
upstairs.
delicious, whatever you want to call it.
Well, I wasn't smoking at that point. Me and my friend were sober and leading by example.
You got sober at the wrong time. You just missed crack.
I really did, dude.
You would have been bad.
Jimmy on crack.
I smoked coke, but I never smoked crack. You know?
Yeah,
No,
man.
I actually did, but not. I don't think I smoked out of a crack pipe. I think we smoked crack with pot. We put it in joints and smoked it. I'm glad I didn't smoke it out of a pipe, though. It was just started to.
What is it about like mattresses back then that people just decided to keep them no matter what? They could look like fucking abstract paintings, and they're still just disgusting, and people would keep them.
It's because getting a mattress is a pain in the ass. That's why you kept it forever.
Was it though back then?
Oh my God, it was always a pain in the
You
ass.
tie it to your roof. Pop is there holding it like it's going to do anything.
Exactly.
If it slides off the roof.
We've all had a mattress on our roof. It's not fun. So you say, fuck that, I'll just keep sleeping on the same shit.
Literally.
Plus you're poor.
Piss, blood.
Yeah, I think it was a money thing. My
Plus
parents were
you're
going to
poor.
just buy another one.
Yeah, those damn mattresses are expensive.
No one really said anything either when you took the sheets off and like turned the mattress over.
And all the
it was like a
stains.
family thing because you're there.
You see Pop's fucking jizz stains
It's just
all over the damn
everything.
thing when you take the sheets off.
Just
The one time
everything.
mom had her period in the middle of the night.
They decided to fuck on the period, and it's just blood on it. And you would just go, all right, we're helping Dad flip the mattress.
Urine stains. What was Dad into?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Pissing, one night coming home hammered and vomiting, shitting, and pissing.
I remember I was dating this Spanish girl. She was older than me. She was really sexy. This is when I worked at fucking Christoph Silver, and she was really sexy. And, I lived at home, so I brought her home to my parents' house, and we slept in my parents' bed. It was just creepy. Like it was a parents' bed vibe.
That
She
is
was not
ghoulish.
turned on. Yeah, she was not turned on at all.
That's bad. Yeah, that happened with the first time with that Buzz chick that took my virginity away. It was on my father and his girlfriend at the time, ended up his wife later on, but it was on their bed. And it just in the room... It was creepy to be in there having this sexual experience and not in my little, fucking day bed that they had in there. My fucking, pretty much one of those reclining chairs. That's what I slept on for years. Thanks, Dad.
Laying in the same place that your father would get a rod and have pre-cum leaking out of it and slap your mother on the ass with it. Yuck.
And make that sound.
Wake up. He'd jam it in, spit into his hand.
You should have seen Buzz's big 70s Earth Mama muff. Get some of that hair on that bed. Nice. Make Dad proud.
Let's say hi to Bill in Georgia. Bill.
Hello, Bill.
Hey, happy birthday, Jimmy.
Hi, Bill. Thanks.
You can't get rid of a good old mattress because it becomes part of the family, almost literally, with 30 pounds of your dead skin cells and flesh and whatnot in it.
Well,
Yeah, we did learn that
true.
about mattresses. It gains about 30 pounds over its lifetime. 30 fucking pounds.
That, all kinds of other crap.
Let's say hi to Bill in Georgia. Bill!
Look, hello, Bill. He liked that part. He wanted to turn it up.
All right.
You see the bed bug commercials, too, now? Like, they have a bed bug sniffing dog that comes in, and then they freeze them, and it's like, if you're part of the bed bug epidemic, it's like, what? Where the fuck are you living?
Wait, they freeze them?
Yes.
I saw a show where I bought, because bed bugs are creepy.
No shit.
One of these exterminator shows on Discovery or whatever.
Don't let him bite. Sleep tight.
They said that bed bugs, they kill them with heat. Like what they do is they seal off the room and they make it 140 degrees for 3 hours, and that kills them.
Does that not warp everything in your room?
I'm sure it does.
What if you have a nice little laminated bureau?
Will that hurt everything?
I would think it would.
How do they freeze them?
They take this little wandy thing. It looks like a power washer kind of a thing. And they spray. They get the little dog in there, and he
sniffs them out.
And he sniffs them out, and then they kind of go over it with that wand thing and put, I guess, liquid nitrogen or something, and just freeze the shit out of everything.
And then the next time you fart in the bed, it just collapses and crumbles.
like the Terminator when he was frozen.
So wait, that kills them too? Is that more of a way? Now maybe we have a bug expert. Is that a way to kill them locally though, without having to just? Because the dog will tell you where they are.
I would guess if you have like bed bugs and they're in literally your bed, it's probably best to just freeze that shit and then they vacuum them off.
What the fuck do they look like?
All the eggs and everything. So that's a bed bug. Look at how disgusting that thing is. They look crawling around.
They look like ticks.
Yeah, they look like flat ticks. And after a while, I bet they get engorged.
What can they do? Who gives a shit?
That's all right. They
sleep
crawl
with the bed bugs.
What
do they actually do?
Embed themselves in your eyelash, right where your eyelashes grow. No, I swear they do. They go in your pee-pee hole. They go in your pee-pee hole.
Bring one person in that happened to.
Do you know I used to have I think I used to have them badly. I told you I thought I had summer beetles or
summer beetles. Just came up with a nice name for what is actually a bed bug. I had summer beetles.
There were so many of them. I would see them like on the floor by my bed. I'd crawl on top of my comforter, little black ones. And I think that's what they were. They were fucking bed bugs. I didn't know what they were.
Oh, summer beetles. It's like calling a palmetto bug. It's a giant fucking cockroach.
Yeah.
Look, it's crawling on this guy's big toe.
How do you get bed bugs?
Just cut it off.
You can get them anywhere, dude. You can get them from like luggage, or you can get them.
Walking home from school when I was a kid and finding a mattress on the thrown out, and I would just use it as a trampoline. Me and my buddies. Not having any regard for what was on it.
Yeah, the mattress outside and someone's garbage out in front.
Yep. Just hop on it like you have no idea what was on it.
Yeah, but that was a good find.
That's good.
To drag back to your tree fort or your underground fort. That was a great find.
Or for rape. You have there's a bed bug registry, Danny, and apparently New York is a real red area on that map.
Yeah, New York is a very red area. By the parking garage that I use here in the city, right on the side as I make the turn, there's a huge giant billboard that's telling me about how there's bed bugs in New York, and it's goddamn disgusting. So I have to look at it every morning. I get to be reminded how disgusting and filthy the city is.
And it's because this is the melting pot. This is where people from other lands come in and stay in the hotels, and they're filthy, and they have bugs. Bugs!
Savages, huh?
Savages. Opie, savages. That's what I say.
Right. How do we get on bed bugs?
I don't know.
We just kind of meandered.
Oh, because your grandma died. Thanks, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Grandma was a giant bed bug.
She really was. She wakes me up years later.
Beetle.
Yeah. I said, I thought you died. She'd be under my sheets, biting my toes. Swell up with my blood. I'd wake up in a sweat with a rod.
You old hag.
Yeah, you lying old hag.
You bed-bugged old hag.
You know what I do to squealers? I give it to him under the tongue. Oh, nitroglycerin humor. Poor Grammy.
Listen to this guy. Brian in Michigan. Brian.
Good morning.
Good morning, Brian.
Hey, we got a cottage on a lake up north there. We were sitting around the campfire last summer talking about our children and when they were conceived, and come to find out my daughter, my brother's son, my sister's two sons, and my little brother's daughter were all conceived on this mattress that's probably about 100 years old.
You got a 100-year-old mattress in your family?
I don't know how old it is. It's old.
It's old, though.
Like,
and a bunch of people conceived on it.
You know, you lay in it, and it's like, oh, but, well, we all alluded to the fact that our children were all conceived on that mattress. So,
you know what the odd thing is? Up until I actually got a decent job, which I would call, radio. I don't remember buying a mattress. So I had gotten my mattresses. I don't even know where I got them. I got one was like a twin where the middle would just like go in about a foot deeper than the rest of the bed. And but I don't remember where I had gotten them, which is kind of creepy. Because
we all just used the mattress that was already in the house.
Inherited it when you moved out. You kind of took it, I guess.
I moved out of my family's house at 18. Came back a few times, I guess. So I had the same mattress for over 20 years. Yeah, we never got new mattresses in my house.
Damn.
And I think that's
sugar and margarine sandwiches don't really make a conducive atmosphere for new mattresses.
How about you guys a new fucking mattress?
Down on the priority list.
Let's say hi to Jim from Dutchess County. We did the best we could.
What's up?
What's up, Jim?
Anthony, I'm about to freak out a little bit. We're at the Borgata about 2 months ago. Had bed bugs in the room.
No, you didn't. I defy you to find a bed bug at the wonderful Borgata.
Freaked out, flipped the mattress up, flipped the box spring up all over the room, had security come in.
Security
little lady came in, she took
beating
the
them up.
Away,
Six little handcuffs.
Wait, what did security did they arrest? Did they arrest the alleged invaders?
Yes, he did.
Every hotel, honestly, hotel is where you're going to find them anywhere because people come in with their suitcases from Europe or wherever, or even from here, and they have them, and it's like all they can do is get rid of the mattress or treat them.
If that's the case, if that's following Anthony's logic, then
I go back and I'm freaked out. I go into the room and I freak out. I'm like, well, now I got to check the whole room.
Yeah, that was way better than what I had to say. Thanks, Jim. Following your logic with the savages, bringing shit in, you got to imagine they would be bringing more horrific things than the fucking bed bugs.
I think they are, but bed bugs are like the thing that they spread easily. They're there. You're laying in a bed. It's something you could get just from laying in a bed. Probably crabs. I wouldn't doubt they're giving us crabs too. To tell you the truth,
you ever have a bug just crawl through your hair?
Where did it come from?
Growing up, and you don't even know what kind of bug it was.
Yes.
What was it?
An American bug.
Just a good old American bug? A summer beetle?
It
was a summer beetle?
I don't know what that is.
Let's say hi to Todd in Jersey. Todd, what's going on?
Hey there, Tad.
Hey, guys. Love you. Love the show.
Of course you do.
I had a roommate that was dating some skank and got bed bugs. I moved out. That is the craziest shit I've ever seen.
Dated a guy with bed bugs? Yeah.
No, he dated some chick.
Oh, with bed bugs.
But he's waking up in the middle of the night, scratching himself, his skin's all bleeding. It's like nasty. It's disgusting.
You know what?
I'm afraid of these.
I laugh at bed bugs. When I was living in Buffalo, I was infested with fleas.
That's bad.
You want a hell on earth. Fucking live in a house that's infested with fucking fleas, and you're just too goddamn poor to take care of the situation. You do the best you can. You buy the bombs and everything. But every day there would be 5 or 6 brand new flea bites on my arms. I got scars all up and down both arms from fleas in Buffalo to this day.
I went through that with the ex-wife with the 4 fucking
I laugh
cats.
at bed bugs. I laugh at them.
You walk around with white socks.
And you see them popping right up on your white socks.
Yeah, your socks would just look speckled with fleas.
Right. I tried the best, and when I finally moved back home to Long Island, that's when I got rid of the flea problem.
Yeah.
Because I pretty much threw everything away.
Yeah,
you got my clothes. You wash them real good. I think it gets rid of the fleas, I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Boiling water.
Yeah,
something
whatever.
in a big giant pot.
And that's the only way I got rid of the fucking flea problem. I never got, whatever. I never got rid of it on my own.
Yeah, bomb the place, did everything.
I did all that shit. The ones where it's a spray so you could get into the nooks and crannies of your apartment, and sure enough, within 2 days, they were just back full force.
You'll never get rid of them doing that, Gregory.
Oh, no,
Ted?
No!
Ted.
I have a lasso. I lasso fleas.
Lasso.
That's how I heard of them. Yeah!
And you make that noise?
I certainly do. 4,000 times per household. Yeah!
That's a lot.
Yes, it is.
Is it a little lasso?
It's just a very teeny tiny lasso made of string. The fan is on. It makes it very difficult because it blows it all topsy-turvy.
How many fleas can you lasso in a day's work there?
About 7. 7.
And how many
They're
you
very
gotta get rid
tricky
of?
little
I had
buggers.
thousands of them in my
Yes, I
apartment.
probably would have charged you a lot of money.
How many days would it taken to get all the fleas out of my apartment?
I'm approximating over 4 years.
4 years?
Yes, but it's very thorough.
And where would we have to call to get this service?
Ted's Flea Stompin' Emporium. I had little flea stomping shoes. They have very pointy tips.
Oh, so you stomp the fleas
I would
as well.
kick them and karate kick them as well.
After
That's
you
how I'd get the
lasso it.
eggs. I would hold a flea hostage and demand to take me to the nest.
How well did that work?
Not particularly well. They're very tough to break under questioning, Henry. They don't fall as easily as I'd hoped.
Yeah, they don't rat. That's nice.
I heard the bug problem is getting worse. Whatever. All right, let's go to Brian in Jersey. Brian.
Hey, morning, guys.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm a carpenter. We remodeled. All right, thanks a lot, man. Well, I'm a carpenter.
Welcome.
We remodeled, the Caesars down in AC. And, you remodel all the rooms, and then you think you're going to get all new stuff, and they bring all these shitty beds back in there with, you name it, all kinds of shit, me and my partner were saying, you're better off just sleeping on the floor in those hotels, because you think you're sleeping on nice stuff in a nice hotel.
Really?
It's, the old bullshit, So I just figured I'd tell you guys that,
Well, that's just it. You got to stay there at a hotel, and you don't know who's in that bed before you.
Yeah, you sleep right on the floor, you're better off.
I doubt it.
They got new carpet anyway,
I've blown loads on the floor, on the bed, on the fucking remote,
Yeah, the
on
carpet's
the
got
couches.
to still be the worst place to sleep in a hotel room.
Is there any place in a hotel over the years you have not shot a load? The shower, the bathroom, the sinks, the toilet, the fucking, like everywhere.
Yeah, you're
everywhere. My lips got cum on them. I slipped in the warehouse. Continued success.
You're sleeping with everybody.
Yeah, you're right, man. Thank you, Brian. We got to go to a bug expert. He's an exterminator.
Oh!
Mike in Jersey. What's up, Mike?
Mike.
Hey, what's up, Tony?
Hey, man.
You got a lot to worry about, Anthony.
Why?
They're everywhere. It's people like you that get to bring them home. Don't think you will.
Shut it. I shower before I leave. I make sure I'm clean as a whistle.
But the beds aren't that clean.
I know. I don't care. I make them dirtier with, like I said,
look,
potato flakes.
I've been doing pest control 15 years. This is like the thing that's keeping us in business.
Really?
They're
Bed bugs?
everywhere.
Yeah, but what do they
Yeah.
do? They don't bite you or anything, do they?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they're parasites. They suck blood.
They suck your
They
blood.
suck blood.
Yeah, and when the problem is that people don't know they have them because they could be there for a while. You don't feel it when it bites.
You think you just got like a rash, right?
Yeah, it's like mosquitoes, man. You might get a bit, the person you're sleeping with may not.
Oh,
2
see,
days
I'm
later,
good.
2 hours later, you feel irritation.
We're looking at pictures right now of these red dots on people that have bed bug bites. I'm pretty good. I think I'm all right.
That could be an advanced stage of AIDS or bed bug bites. That's good. That's good. We're looking at a picture that could go either way.
They're only biting my cock then if these pictures are accurate.
Jesus, look at that.
Oh, that guy's got...
Well, you can't look at that. It's radio.
Yeah, but it's red dots, and they're very prominent.
It's
I
very
think you would know it.
rashy.
Yeah. Got a rash.
It's people that travel, people that go to school. It's hotels, man. You bring them home, and there you go. You got them.
Yeah.
And they're a pain in the ass to get rid of.
Do they multiply fast?
Yeah, they do. Not as fast as a lot of other things, but the thing is they're quiet. They're stealthy, man. You can have them for a long time, not know it, and usually before people realize they have them, it's been there for a while.
Wow.
Before they actually see the bugs, they don't know what it is.
Oh.
It's it's pretty crazy.
Well, everything you want to know about bed bugs right here on the program.
Well, thank you, Mike.
This guy's name's ought to be Bed Bug with 2 G's at the end. Apparently that's this guy's name.
Oh, very good news. On our hotline, he wants to talk about bed bugs. Edward Norton.
Really?
Ryan in Boston, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
I had bed bugs when I was in the Navy, and they're way worse than fleas. I've had both, actually, because I got a dog. And fleas take about a month to get rid of, and as long as you vacuum every day and get, the open surfaces, the fleas are gone. Bed bugs hide, and they lay eggs that can last up to 6 months. So all of a sudden, you've had them gone for months. You could move. I moved into another house, and all of a sudden I had bed bugs infesting the room, and you don't know, like you said, until they're everywhere.
Wow.
Well, you know something? I don't have any of these big welts on me, so I feel lucky.
You don't have to have the welts, man.
Got it?
Don't the fleas...
That's only if you're allergic to them that you get the welts.
Well, then
I
who gives
never
a
got
shit?
the welts. That's why I didn't know I had them.
Dude, flea bites are fucking vicious, though, don't
Yeah.
you think?
They are pretty vicious, but they're so easy to get rid of, though, compared to bed bugs.
Yeah,
And
but-
bed bugs, all of a sudden you wake up and you have bugs all over you that you can actually see out of nowhere.
But fleas are all over you, and that shit makes you itch.
Yeah,
That shit makes you itch.
These you are just covered, right? You wake up from a dead sleep, and you haven't had them, and all of a sudden they're just dead. All the eggs hatch at once. You got them fucking crawling everywhere like ticks all over your
That's
room.
making him sound really crazy. I don't have them.
What about
It's disgusting.
What about chiggers? You ever have any chiggers?
Oh shit! I hate the chiggers.
Yeah.
What is a chigger?
A chigger is another type of insect. But that really gets on the plants more than people. I hate it.
Yeah.
How do you? What's better? What works better to get rid of bed bugs? Heat or heat or freezing?
I would say freezing.
Yeah, I would say if they're advertising the freezing thing and the little doggy that sniffs them,
it's got to be freezing.
That's the good stuff.
But I've seen the heat with the dog sniffing too.
Yeah.
Is it a beagle that sniffs them? They smell
Yes,
everything.
it's a beagle. It's adorable.
They're very cute.
Yes.
Let's go to William in South Carolina, who's a cop.
Don't fool me. Hello, Bill.
Yeah.
Hello, guys.
What's up, William?
About 15 years ago, I answered a death investigation. An old woman had been dead for about a week in the summer. When we pulled her off her mattress had a bunch of lumps in it. It didn't look right. We cut it open. She had about $150,000 cash in her mattress.
Oh, cash.
Yeah, she had been there for a while, so she was stinky. She pissed all over the mattress. We had to process all the money.
Oh, I'm sure you did.
Why the fuck process the money? Put it in your back pocket and get out of there.
He processed 100 and some odd thousand.
I would never be able to be a cop. I would take that money in a second.
Of course. Old lady pissy money.
The family was real upset that she had died, but they tuned up real quick when they found out she had money.
You know what? If you're a good guy, you tell the family, you're not going to believe this. I just found $100,000 in her mattress.
Yeah.
You make them real happy and you walk away with 50.
Exactly.
What's wrong with you?
Be a real cop. I'm sure he did.
What's up with this honesty thing?
Come on. Probably did.
William, we lose you?
Oh, shit. He didn't want no investigation.
Well, that's, why are we talking about that?
I don't know. We can get on to
Jimmy's,
grandma.
Jimmy's
poor dead grandma. Grandma.
God rest her soul.
Yes.
May God disturb it.
Keep poking it.
Yeah, every time she begins her eternal sleep.
Send bed bugs to her cloud.
Yes.
Summer beetles.
Was she a bad eater?
I don't remember, to be honest with you.
More men die of the heart attack than the female.
Yeah, but...
Still the number one cause with females, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And males.
Why you don't hear about females dropping, though, as much?
They're the carriers. Oh, good gravy.
Well, that's fun. Radio news. Air America.
Radio.
Air America is done.
Dunsky, huh?
Is that the second or third time it's been done?
I know. What the fuck? I thought it was bankrupt years ago.
People are not interested in that shit.
No. Files for bankruptcy and immediately ends broadcasting.
Oops.
Immediately.
Nobody wants
There's going to
it.
be like reruns today, and by Monday it is completely like it never happened.
Danny tried to find it, and he got that Mel Gibson fucking...
I saw it on purpose. I just said it to Travis to be an asshole.
That's funny.
Air America movie.
So there goes Air America.
That's it. No one wants to hear from the left, I guess, as far as radio entertainment goes, because it's so compelling.
And then what they try to do is this fairness in media doctrine bullshit, which means that that each ideology gets is the exact same amount of hours on a show.
Yeah.
It's amazing to me that anybody, of course the Democrats and liberals, would think that's appropriate. That you would have to take a guy who's getting ratings off the air.
Yeah. Let the market decide, and let
of
people.
Course.
If the ratings are high, then let them talk all they want. For some reason, people do not feel compelled to listen to left-leaning radio, right-wing radio. For some reason, whether you like it or not, whether you listen to it and just hate it or love it, people tune into it.
Yep,
they really are compelled. I think there's too many factions of the left. Like the right, you could listen to Rush Limbaugh and sit there and go, no, I obviously consider myself more right-leaning than left. I am more of a libertarian than people do give me credit for. But I do lean further right, that's for sure. So I'll listen to shows like Hannity and everything and enjoy it. But I'll listen with an open mind and go, yeah, some of that's bullshit. This is okay. I don't know where that came from. But the left has so many factions of the left that they can't listen to one host and go, yes, I could really latch on to what this guy understands and believes in.
I also find them irritating because people always wonder, why do you bag on liberals when a lot of my social policies are very liberal? It's things like when Sean Penn or any of these other artists won't talk to Fox News. It's like, you fucking cornball. Yeah. Is that your, wow, you're really rebellious. You refuse to talk to the news organization while you're plugging I don't like CNN's prominent ideology. I would talk to them. I would talk to any network. What
Jump
babies.
on. Give them your point of view.
Yeah.
That's it.
Or if they have something to say and they swat it at you, swat something back at them. Don't be such a jizz bucket. I just hate that fucking, I'm not going to talk to you if I don't like what you have to say.
That's what they do.
Childish.
Well, it's done. It's
off the air.
It's done. Does Mars have control of the online feed?
Yes, but he does it with his feet.
Our online feed has been all fucked up the last 2 days.
Are you kidding?
And our channel's supposedly the only one, according to a bunch of listeners.
It's all right. That online thing, a fad.
Yeah, I think so.
It's a fad like the hula hoop.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Let's go to Mr. Motherfucker. Mr. Motherfucker.
What?
Oh, hey guys. What I noticed with Air America, though, is that anyone that's talented that can do radio on the left never goes to Air America, or they leave Air America immediately. Like Rachel Maddow left to do MSNBC. Ed Schultz, he does his show on regular radio.
And Al Franken went to become a douchebag.
He always was.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, now he's a douchebag in,
no, I think,
where is he, Minnesota? Where they elect fantastic people to office.
I think Mr. Motherfucker's making a pretty good point, though.
Yeah?
Yeah. A lot of the talent, they just don't want to be associated with Air America.
With a name like Mr. Motherfucker, how could he be wrong?
Well, thank you, Mr. Motherfucker.
I like Minnesota because they elect weird, like Ventura and Franken.
Yes.
I do, though. I like the fact that they really are a weird place.
They're dummies.
They are, but they really have had enough of the fucking regular politicians. You got to say that for them. Even though they're ultra-left, they have had enough of regular politicians.
Al Franken could not be more left.
Yeah, no.
Could not be more left.
I still like him, though.
And
Do you really like Al Franken?
I always liked Al Franken. I think he's funny.
I don't think he's funny.
Funny how?
I think he's sarcastic in a nasty fucking way.
Always made me laugh.
Don't like him.
His writing or his
stand-up, I've always liked him. And he's always nice to me, too. So if someone's nice to me, I'm more inclined to like them.
I don't know if I've ever seen his stand-up.
Yeah, I have a tape from many, many years ago of him and Stewart bringing me on stage at Caroline's. And I was a nobody back then, and he was just nice.
Oh, that's why.
But yeah, I'm saying, if someone's nice to you, Larry, what's kind of Seinfeld's guy? Larry
David.
Larry David
said one time, it's something about it's hard for me not to find something in a guy I like if they pay me a compliment. It was something
really?
to that effect. I'm like, yeah, that's human nature. If someone's nice to you, it's hard to not like him.
That's why you love Leno, and that's why you're sticking up for Leno.
Only because he was nice to me.
Only because he was nice.
But then again, Letterman was nice to me.
That's the only reason
too.
you're on his cock.
Quite frankly, listen to an Edward Norton phoner than listen to Al Franken's stand-up.
You didn't like Edward Norton's phoner?
I didn't say that. I just said I'd rather listen to it.
It was a little slow, but...
You're so polite.
No, because he likes
Jimmy. You gotta call like it is, man. That was rough.
Because he likes Jimmy.
We will never take a phone call from him again.
I just keep thinking about that.
Way.
I keep thinking about
actually, we have
laughing.
to. We have to take Edward Norton phone calls now.
Of course we will, every single time.
I like him a lot.
One of the only radio shows he does.
I want to hear him on our airwaves.
I want to have him come in.
That would be good.
We've been trying to get that done for weeks, months, years.
Yes,
whatever.
Years.
All right.
Yay.
Well, we take our first break.
Ooh.
We have a little of the Tonight Show Wars.
Oh, still going on?
Well, Dave and Jay now are,
gloves off, huh?
Gloves off. It's
gloves
all about
off.
those two now. Because I guess Conan's last show's today.
Yep.
So he's out of the picture for real, And now it's all about Jay and Dave just fucking
duking it out,
going to shots.
Boy, and this battle goes back a ways. Still some bad blood in this battle.
Yeah,
of the late night talk shows. If you remember, a movie was made.
How weird is that to have a battle going on for many, many, many years?
It was 17 years ago, is it? That fucking battle?
Yeah, man.
The big battle where the movie was made and.
What's ours up to? 10 or 11?
Could be longer than that. To tell you the truth.
Ours?
Yeah.
With
yeah. I think that goes like since probably the mid 90s. Probably 15 years.
I tweeted what I had to say about that fucking thing. Fucking asshole.
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
Trying to have power over us. Shut up.
Use everything as a bargaining chip.
They sat me down and said,
best of luck.
Do you want us to fire those two? Shut up.
Best of luck.
Godspeed. I was looking for the Leno and Letterman stuff. It's in the paper today. Some brutal shots.
Yeah,
do you have it in front of you?
I do, yes. TV Friday.
TV Friday.
In the Post.
Is that Richard Huff's column?
No. This is Huff's Daily News. This is Michael Starr and Michael Shane wrote this. And they're just taking shots at each other. And they both have really good writing staffs. I mean, Leno, I know Leno's writers are great, and I know some of Letterman's writers are fucking great writers. It's going to be fun to watch everybody attacking each other.
Letterman's all in. He ain't going to let this go anytime soon.
Well,
he's all in now.
People think that the public will eventually get sick of it, and they will. Once they're head-to-head, it'll be interesting for a couple weeks, then no one will give a shit anymore. People don't fucking care.
I'm worried about Jay.
Really? Oh, I'm not.
You think he's going to be right back where he was?
Oh, as far as rating? I'm sure people will tune into both to watch them attack each other. No, I'm not.
No. You think he's going to be right where he was, though?
I don't know. I think it might take a little while.
He's taking a beating in the last 6-7 months.
But I think when you see him back in that familiar territory where he's doing that monologue, having the guests, he's got the set, he's got that, I think people are going to go right in like he was never gone.
All right.
Yeah, we'll see. He's doing the White House Correspondents' Dinner. He got invited to do that. That's a huge gig. Yeah.
And he's going on Oprah next week.
Yeah.
Him and Oprah are very good friends.
Uh-oh.
And now he's going to sit down to get that nice guy image back.
I think Leno will be fine.
That was stolen from him.
I think he'll be fine.
What are the big shots in the paper right now?
Well, the ones that we did last, Letterman said, last night on the Jay Leno 10 p.m. NBC Variety Show, Jay Leno said that this NBC Tonight Show mess is not his fault. And I said, I know it's not his fault, but isn't it funny that he always turns up at the scene of the crime? And Leno said, boy, remember the more innocent days of late-night TV when the only thing people cared about was what intern the host was nailing? What happened to those days?
Oh, shit.
These are big shots.
Now they're just brutal. Yeah, they're brutalizing.
These are overhand rights.
Leno, this is the one we played last week. Leno, Letterman's been hammering me every night. You know the best way to get Letterman to ignore you? Marry him. And then Letterman said, 5 years ago when NBC said to Jay, you know that Conan's going to take over your job in 5 years? That's when you say, okay, fine, no hard feelings. You call ABC, you call Fox, you try to get my job, you leave. You don't go, okay, I'll be in the lobby if you need me.
Oh, shit.
That's great.
Watching just two grown men with great gigs pounding each other, it's hysterical.
Do you understand, though, how much I like this? Because in the end, Leno and Letterman are stand-ups. Yeah. And you're watching two stand-ups.
Yep.
And again, in the best way they can in that forum. They can't do it like a club. Slug it out.
We've heard right here in our forum, stand-ups sit here and beat the shit out of each other and still, have respect or whatever you comics call it. I doubt it's called respect. But still, friendly, whatever. Yeah. But they beat the shit out of each other, and it's good to see them actually doing that, what stand-ups do.
Well, people are expecting it from Letterman, because he's always been kind of cranky, and people know Dave does that. People who know comedy understand that Jay's a comic. He's not, people think he's this fucking mom-and-pop guy who was raised on a farm by Christ and Mary.
Yeah.
He's a stand-up. He was a national headliner. It's like, what do you think, he's not going to fucking smash Dave back? I mean, just like, but people kind of expect it more from Letterman, because he's got that crankier, he'll shit on you quickly image.
It really is great to see him going for that big fucking hit on shit that they're both sensitive about.
Adam in Texas, this is like Coke versus Pepsi, this Letterman
true.
thing. And then someone from Minnesota wants to stick up for the state. Trucker D, what's up, Trucker D?
Morning, boys.
Hello. Good morning, Trucker
Hi,
D.
sir.
Happy birthday, Jimmy.
Thank you, Trucker D.
We didn't really elect that douchebag. He, bought the election, sold the election. Coleman tried to sue him, but you know how that goes.
Oh, Al Franken? Yeah, that was one of those things where if it was the other way around, they would have really been going crazy. It took forever for them to figure out and count votes and absentee ballots, but Franken got in, and whatever. We'll see how he does. So far, not too impressed.
Yeah, I'm not impressed, and, then too, that was fun while it lasted.
All right, sir. Let me go to Scott in Cincinnati. Scott.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, man.
Pretty good. Two of the most popular people on TV are on the left, Stewart and Colbert. It seems like making fun of the right's a lot more popular than trying to get serious about it.
Well, that's a good point. That's what it is. Jon Stewart, I find him funny, but he does get very preachy. Even in his comedy, you could see through it and go like, all right, he's trying to make a political point. Colbert, on the other hand, is doing a hysterical parody of those right-wing, Fox-type shows, and it's done so perfectly and so on the mark that you can't help but laugh and see that he's completely on the left. When he's taking the side of the right, he's goofing on it so much, and it's so obvious, but it's funny as fuck, so but I think it's great.
The point is, these lefties do have an audience of people who are watching or listening to them. The problem is they just can't figure it out as a whole network like this Air America tried to do.
And you need somebody as talented as, like, even Jon Stewart or Stephen Colbert to be able to put that message across.
It sounds like Jon Stewart or Stephen Colbert would never do Air America. Maybe, were they ever guests? Were they ever guests on Air America?
I don't know.
No,
and Opie, I'd like to apologize for calling you a fucking asshole a few years ago.
Oh, I don't care.
Oh, was it out live or was it on the air?
You were trashing the girl from the Oscars that you didn't have any material a few years ago.
We were just talking about you.
Wait. Now you piqued my curiosity. Who are we trashing?
It was the girl that was called in and did a phoner for the Oscars.
Yep.
And she didn't have any material. All she did was go to the party or something, and you really got on her about it.
And you called me an asshole over that?
Yeah, well, you had to have been there, man.
He was. He was. He's Opie. He was there.
Dude, we destroyed that girl because she called up. She was supposed to be our exclusive Oscar cover. She had absolutely nothing, so we almost made her cry.
Yeah.
Exactly.
She was so bummed out and depressed. Oh, okay. No, I
have a good one.
I take pride in what I did that day, my friend. But thank you for the
absolutely.
Thank you for the apology, I guess. All right, Scott.
No problem. Have a good one, man.
Scott in Cincinnati. We'll go to break with Conan and what he had to say about this whole thing. But now he now he fades out. I think he got like $46 million. Some of that money going toward his staff.
Yeah, sure. I feel sorry for him. He'll be in the poorhouse.
Here's Conan from last night.
The internet, they pick up things, they run with it, and the general terms of the contract are now all over the internet. But there are some provisions in the contract you may not know about, and I want to tell you about them right now. I am prohibited from coming within 500 yards of 1130. I must return the Etch-a-Sketch my contract was written on. I'm not allowed to make fun of NBC programming. I have to let the programming speak for itself. The cop who escorts me off the lot after my last show must have the rank of lieutenant or higher. Max Weinberg must surrender his key to the women's locker room at the NBC gym. I have to watch at least one NBC show every weeknight in order to double ratings. Effective today, NBC will stop paying for Andy Richter's medical marijuana and medical Jack Daniels. I must stop production on my documentary expose of NBC, Inside the Cock, which... That's a good...
Oh, I know why. Travis is going to trick me up today. Or trip me up. STP's new album is done and will be released in May. That's why the STP is we come back to the show. In other music news, Steve Perry, the big 6'1" today.
Yes!
Steve Perry is 61 years old. Holy shit.
Isn't that amazing?
And with that, Aerosmith says they're holding auditions for a new singer. That band is a mess. That band is a mess. Movies. Actually, another fucking music note. Peter Gabriel, remember him?
Yeah.
Red Rain. Red Rain.
Never liked any of his stuff.
Never liked his solo stuff.
Well, maybe that one.
Salisbury Hill.
Big time.
Yeah, really?
Well, maybe.
What
that
about
was kind of catchy?
What about Beako?
No.
Any Beako fans?
I don't think you're going to find many. His was too
Travis, give me a little
fucking-
Beako. I think it's called Beako. As this starts up, no one's going to like this. I was just joking. Peter Gabriel says he's going to not reunite with Genesis at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction. So
no.
Of course, he started with the Genesis thing before Phil Collins stepped to the microphone.
What is this
drivel?
You've never heard this before?
Too fucking... How long is it?
7 minutes.
Yeah, thank you. That's another
This
Peter
is one of
Gabriel
those
staple.
This is an epic song for Peter Gabriel. Enjoy it.
Epic. This is one of his quick ones. The guy didn't know how to edit his goddamn music. Right. Is this next?
Oh, stinks.
Wait. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh, Lord. What a ripoff. Oh, yeah, see, with that. Nah. Oh, he did this first, right? Oh, shit, sorry.
Yeah.
Did he?
As usual.
Who gives a
How the
shit?
fuck do I still know the words to this?
Oh, my God, you probably heard it 1,000 times.
Nah, this is not
Really?
a radio hit.
No, is this a deep cut?
Biko! Oh, Biko!
What's Biko?
I don't fucking know. I guess some leader that did wrong or did right or... I don't fucking know the story. Listen to the words. Oh, we don't have to go through this.
Man.
The Tooth Fairy. The Dwayne Johnson vehicle for Disney. Used to be known as The Rock, but fucking, I guess Vince McMahon wanted his name back. So now he goes as Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson is playing a fairy.
Well, the fucking trailer's been out there for months. The commercials have been out there for months. I thought this movie was already out there and gone, but it finally opens today. Finally.
Wow.
Think about that. We've been seeing that dumb Billy Crystal, what's that?
And he's got his little wings.
Yeah. Well, Tooth Fairy is out today. 10% on Rotten Tomatoes.
10%.
10%. 10%.
Wow.
10%. Steve
That
Biko.
ain't good.
Who is Steve Biko?
Biko? Oh, no.
And this is why Peter Gabriel had to fucking sing about him. Something bad happened in 1977 with this guy, right?
Apartheid activist in South Africa in the 60s and 70s, a student leader, later founded the Black Consciousness Movement.
Oh, I thought he founded Black Rock Coalition.
Oh, no, that's B-Girl.
And what happened to him? Did he die?
He's dead.
It's never good when they have one date and then and then another date.
He died in police custody and became some kind of martyr.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe he should have done what he was told.
Eat.
Oh, he starved himself?
He went on a hunger strike. He did die in police custody, and he suffered a major head injury while in police custody and was chained to a window grill for a day on September 11th, 1977. Coincidence? Police loaded him in the back of a Land Rover, naked, and began the 1,500-kilometer drive to Pretoria to take him to a prison with hospital facilities. However, he was nearly dead due to the previous injuries. He died shortly after, blah, 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 blah. And I guess that's what they were writing about.
All right, we've been back on the air for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
There was something said that is completely false. Does anyone want to try to figure it out?
Oh, really?
Travis can't play.
Travis
No
knows?
one in that room can play.
Okay.
STP's new album.
Did I say it?
I said it.
Oh.
You were checking shit. STP, I said, album is done and will be released in May. That was correct.
Okay.
Oh, that's correct.
Something was said or done that is so false, I can't even tell you.
Wow.
I am getting major douche chills.
You threw out false information?
I threw out something and it went over everyone's head. And most of instant feedback. Only one guy picked up on it. And I would give you credit, but it just has phone numbers and
the
stuff.
The fact that you implied Peter Gabriel stole from Phil Collins?
Well, no, that was
that was me.
And it was sort of corrected and not in it. Just sounded a little like in the air tonight.
Yeah, a little bit. Just having fun there, though.
Anyone? It's a biggie.
Who said it?
Blatantly wrong.
Opie said he said it.
I said it. I was just giving some facts.
When you make Joe Perry, they said they're looking for a new singer.
Steve Perry is 61.
Steve Perry, 61.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
He is 61.
Okay.
But then
you mentioned him in Aerosmith when he was in Journey.
Thank you.
Aerosmith.
And I said, speaking of Steve Perry, Aerosmith is holding auditions for a new singer.
Oh, thinking Joe Perry.
No, actually, I was thinking
Steven Tyler?
But Steve Perry, I guess, because Steven Tyler, Joe Perry.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
It always is confusing, though.
I fucked up. It's Steve Perry from Journey. Is 61. But I said Steve Perry thinking I was talking about Steven Tyler.
Steven Tyler, Joe Perry. It all gets very confusing with those guys.
Hey, it went over, you
want to hear it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All right, let's listen.
In other music news, Steve Perry, the big 6'1" today.
Yes.
Steve Perry is 61 years old. Holy shit.
Isn't that amazing?
And with that, Aerosmith says they're holding auditions for a new singer.
Very good.
Fucking smooth, though, bro.
Yeah, very smooth.
I got that one past everybody.
Very smooth.
Fucking smooth, man. We could continue with the music thing, though, because Prince. Remember this Prince guy?
Prince, a couple of hits back in the 80s.
Turns out this Prince guy is a Vikings fan, I guess. Let's not forget about the big football games.
He's from Minnesota.
He's another nut that's
And
living up in Minnesota.
Are we looking at two huge upsets this weekend with a Vikings-Jets Super Bowl? Are we looking at that?
Perhaps
that would be two huge upsets this weekend.
Was there a big party in Times Square last night for the Jets?
A little bit. A little rally.
A little rally. How'd that go?
Yeah.
How'd that go? A lot of people show up?
I don't know.
I think Eastside Dave went down there. I guess we'll listen to Ron and Fez.
He went down there with a Giants hat on.
Yeah.
So
he's a
Ron and
Giants
Fez
fan.
will have a update on what happened.
That boy has nothing good to say about the Jets.
Who?
My God, Eastside Dave.
Eastside Dave.
He hates the Jets
because he's a Giants fan.
Yeah, and he says that the Jets are a Long Island team, whereas the Giants are the real New York team.
I have no problem with that statement. I like to think that the Jets are still a Long Island team.
Being from Long Island, but that's the minority. I think a lot of New Yorkers want to embrace the Jets now, and of course...
I don't find a lot of Jets fans when I'm walking around Manhattan. It's a lot of Giants fans.
Well, that's true.
I think a lot of Jets fans come from Jersey, definitely Long Island. Manhattan, not so much.
You're from the Eastside Dave school of thought on this one,
It's
then.
sort of true.
Yeah.
Kind of the same thing with the Yankees. You don't, you see, I mean, with the Mets, sorry. You don't see a lot of Mets fans walking around Manhattan. You just don't. Islander fans, you never see fucking New York Islander fans walking around Manhattan.
Well, that was my sorry. And Jersey, you get a lot of Yankee fans even from Jersey, but Met fans, never.
No, never.
Never.
So he's sort of right.
And Jersey's just as trashy as Long Island.
And honestly, I've seen a lot of people wearing Jet stuff in Manhattan. I'm like,
Starting
where
brand
the
new?
I don't wear a lot of sports, logos in general.
Yeah.
And I haven't worn a Jets thing all year. But these people all of a sudden are wearing Jets hats, and you can tell they're like fucking brand spanking new.
Crispy, like fluorescent green almost.
Right.
They're so new.
They're getting excited.
Yeah, but I'm sure some of these real football fans in this town will straighten them out. Where were you? Doing other shit. Fucking my wife and working.
That's so true. They can't fucking fair weather fan.
Yeah, dude, I was there when it was 10 degrees out.
No.
Well, aren't you a dickhead?
You're the asshole.
I was busy.
The best is, where were you when they were 2-14?
Watching a team that was winning. Stupid asshole. Why should I be depressed around the Super Bowl every year? Do you understand? For Jet fans, Super Bowl Sunday has been a cuckold experience since the early 70s.
Yes.
Or late 60s,
Yes.
Remember the fucking last time they were?
Late 60s.
Look, I'm a hardcore hockey fan. I love the Islanders, but when they're a shitty team year after year, guess what? You don't follow them as much, and you don't go to the games as much.
My favorite teams are the Cowboys and the Jets. Always has been.
What do you think? Two big upsets this weekend? How cool would it be, Brett Favre and then the Jets?
Wow.
That would be a nice little payback. Shove his dick into the fucking dirt. Super Bowl Sunday.
Was that a prediction?
I would love to see
Holy shit.
No, because then they're going to say sports curse. Because
that's over.
That's two huge, ridiculous upsets that have to happen.
That'd just be nice.
The Saints and the Colts, you think both teams could lose this weekend? For real?
They can. I mean, come on.
The Saints are ridiculous.
Look at that.
And playing at home.
Last year, Pats lost.
True.
So it could happen.
Well, I know the Jets will beat the Colts, so now I got to just wait to see if the Vikings could get the...
They're like Joe Namath.
Dude, the
saying the Jets are going to win?
Jets will beat the Colts this weekend.
Wow.
This Rex Ryan is insane.
You got a score?
No, I don't have
Give
a
me
score.
some numbers.
If it gets ugly, Rex Ryan's going to run on the field and just take a bite out of Peyton Manning. Hopefully his biceps, so he can't throw as well.
I'd like some numbers out of you, though. I'd like a score.
A score?
Yeah, give us a score so we could...
The only way the Jets beat the Colts, it's got to be a low-scoring game.
You think low-scoring game?
Which, the Colts' offense is ridiculous, but the fucking Jets have a nice defense.
Yeah.
If they allow them to start scoring points, it's over, Johnny.
Yeah.
And it'll be a blowout. But if the Jets could fucking keep that D going, it'll be a low-scoring win for the Jets.
I'm going to say 8-16.
8-16.
16 to 8.
There's no rhythm to that.
Just some weird plays going on.
I'll go. Man, they got to hold them to like 10 points.
Really?
Or 2 touchdowns tops.
So take the under, you're saying?
Well, what is the over?
I don't know. What is it?
What is the over-under, sports fans?
Help her out here.
Well, but it's a weird game to bet as far as that goes, because it'll either be a fucking just
blowout
one way with the Colts just,
dominating.
It's 39.
39 is the over-under.
39 is the over-under? Take the under, for fuck's sake.
39 points isn't a lot of points when you start doing some numbers.
I'm saying take the under. I
That's
think we're
not
going to see
a lot of points.
I take the over. 23-17 is the over. Anything more than that is an over.
Yeah.
I'm taking the under.
23-17 is not a high-scoring game.
No, I don't think it will be.
Wow, what do you do?
I'm taking the under right now.
3-0, I say, Jets.
What are
3-0.
2-0. Safety.
What are the bettors doing? Are they fucking going for the over? On 39 points?
Yeah, what's the big
what's the
line?
over-under on the Saints?
53.
See what I'm saying?
Well, apparently they're expecting
See what I'm saying?
Lower scoring game, I guess.
Well, Drew
The
Brees.
Saints have averaged like 40 points a game this year.
Drew Brees has had just a ridiculous year, and fuck, I mean...
So why don't you take the over on that game and just make money?
Over on what, the Saints game?
Yeah.
50 what?
53.
50.
I would take the over.
I'm taking the over.
You would take
on
the
that
over?
game.
Yeah, I would take the over.
I'm taking the under on the Jets game. I'm taking the over on the Saints.
Write all this down, Travis.
Come on.
For Monday.
Come on.
You're taking
Let's
the
go.
over on the Saints?
Let's go. Over on the Saints game, under on the Jets game right now.
53.
Give it to me. Get me a bookie.
You're wrong on both counts. Saints is going to be a disappointingly low-scoring game.
I would go under on the Saints game for real.
Yep. Everyone's expecting
for
over.
fucking real.
No.
I say that the final score is of the Saints game.
And I don't think
this 27-17. 27-44.
And I don't think the Saints will run up the score if they got in the bag.
My prediction's
That's the problem
in.
too. You're going
over Saints, under on the Jets.
Yeah, you know what?
That's it. I'm decided.
I got to be honest. Mike from Baltimore nailed what I think the Jets game is going to be too.
Yeah?
I'm thinking like 17-13, somewhere around there. Very good, Mike. Me and you are on the same page today. Well, that's what the Jets have to do to win this game.
Oh, I said something
if they
completely
win, they win a low-scoring game.
Maybe 2 years ago. Sorry, shut up.
Who do you want in the Super Bowl?
The Jets.
And the Vikings?
And the Vikings.
I think a lot of New Yorkers want Jets-Vikings, obviously.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Obviously. No one wants to fuck with the Saints. Ugh.
Yeah.
They're finally getting back for that Katrina thing.
Yeah, I know, man.
Anyway, speaking of the Super Bowl, Prince has a...
big game, Opie. Call it the big game so we don't get in
the
trouble.
Super Bowl. The big fucking Super Bowl.
Exactly.
All right, that's what we'll call it this year. We're not saying the Super Bowl. We're saying the big fucking Super Bowl.
No, I just want to say Super Bowl and Opie and Anthony are the official show of the Super Bowl.
You got that right.
Go ahead. Cease and desist. It's already been heard. It's like objecting to something in court.
Yeah, we said it first.
Yeah.
How could you tell us we're not? We already said it.
That's right. Are we the official radio show of the Super Bowl?
Oh, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Yay!
We certainly are.
I didn't know that. Yay!
What was it? Yay for me?
Hooray for me, the hell with you, huh?
Yes, exactly. That's what I say now.
We ought to drive down there so we can be speedy skippies.
What? People that know the Jets more than me, like Charlie here in Staten Island, has something. Charlie.
Yeah, in the regular season, the Jets held the Saints. I think they only scored one offensive touchdown. The other touchdown they scored on a kick return or a fumble or something like that. So they can hold that team. They have the defense to do that. And I'd rather see them play them than play Favre.
You're basing it on one game. Are you basing that whole decision on who you should pay? That's what football is so fucking weird. In baseball, you could have a fucking team wipe another team's ass one day, like fucking 19-0, and then the next day they're playing and the other team beats them.
Congratulations to Anthony with the worst improv football score in the history of improv football scores.
That was baseball.
Oh, okay.
I was saying baseball, you could win 19-0.
Oh, did you say baseball?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And then the next day, the other team can win So it's like, well, they beat him. They beat him 19-0. It's like football, you get one shot at him. Sorry, I didn't think 19-0 would have been an awful football.
Oh, my God, it would have been. That would be like something like a girlfriend would go, but the score could be 11-2.
That's what I have in the pool. I hope I win.
Mike in Boston just said something completely wrong. The Pats didn't lose the playoffs last year. We didn't even make it.
Oh, no, I know, but it was like, it was one of those things
it seems like last year that the
yeah.
Pats lost the Super Bowl after
know.
that incredible season. But no, that's actually 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Hey, Joe in Long Island. I curse you, Joe, but go ahead.
Hi.
Go ahead,
I have a
Joe.
prediction. I have a prediction for the game Sunday.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Monday, a bunch of Haitian kids running around with Jets AFC Championship shirts.
Oh,
I
Jesus.
curse you. I curse you, Joe.
Oh, the Haitian children will be getting...
I give you a Haitian curse, Joe.
The losing team championship shirts.
Why do we want to wear this one? Them not even go to the big game.
Caribbean Jim.
We tried to say Super Bowl, but they was suing us.
Yep, they'll be walking around with those things.
Well,
whoever the team is.
This leads us to this fine song that Prince came up with. He's got a Vikings fight song.
What?
No, he doesn't.
Yes,
Prince is lowering himself to the point of making a football song.
When did he have a hit? When was the last time he had a hit?
He wrote Manic Monday for the Bengals.
Did he?
Of course he did.
Sunday's his fundy.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
Come
it's
on,
genius.
Let's go make some noise. Hoo hoo hoo. I hated that one. He said in his best bedroom voice, "Come on, honey, let's go make some noise." Hoo hoo hoo. Let's go make some noise.
Yeah, Prince wrote this. You could tell. It's almost little red Corvette. Sing.
High on crack, toting a machine gun. No.
He gave up on the lyrics on this song, though.
This morning for me.
Kind of falls apart.
Why was he kissing Valentino?
Yeah, why would Prince kiss
Exactly.
Stupid.
The original lyrics are probably was, "I ate Vanity's ass by a Minnesota stream. Won't get paid. If I pull my delicious cock out of these velvet trousers, I'm guaranteed to get laid. Every day is my cum day." All right. Sundays are rump day. All right. That's when he would fuck her up the butts. We got it, Jim.
in her bum day. Yes.
Fucking.
Got it. All right. Got to get shit on my dick today.
Favorite Prince song? Anyone?
Never a big Prince fan.
Me neither. Sign of the Times I like. I like Sign of the Times.
I always thought of him as, and at the time, not now in hindsight, but at the time, I thought of him as a Michael Jackson ripoff.
Really?
Because when he became popular was when, like, Thriller was out and shit, and Michael Jackson was, like, huge.
Yeah.
And I thought of him as, like, what's he trying to pull here?
I think Prince was a deeper Michael Jackson.
I agree. He's a pretty brilliant guy.
I'll give him that. I think it's too deep where it's like he's just making shit up and people think it's profound, but it's just shit he's throwing out. What is this purple bullshit? The sky was all purple. There was fucking shit. What is that?
You can't argue that Purple Rain is not a good song.
I don't even get it. I don't care.
Purple Rain is a great Give us a little Purple Rain, Travis.
What does it mean? Listen to the words, man.
We'll dissect the fucking song and we'll figure it out.
I'll dissect the song, all right.
Give me a little Purple Rain.
Give me a pith and a scalpel.
Don't ever get married. Fucking Clarence Williams III played his father.
Whatever, the movie's the movie. The song makes no sense. But did you find the live version?
No, this is it.
This is it.
No, I'm kidding. No. That would have been funny.
There's a cover of Purple Rain. Done by fucking Kathy Bates.
Turn this up.
He caused someone's sorrow. He didn't mean to.
Yeah?
Yeah. He gave a girl the morning after pill, and she had a spontaneous miscarriage. He feels guilty. He tried telling some jokes, didn't work out.
What? Purple Rain.
What's Purple Rain?
Who cares?
He just thinks it's
laughing in it. What does that mean?
He likes,
Shut up, he's not a genius.
He wants rain gumdrops.
rain.
Is that what it is? To him, that's probably beautiful, this raining purple stuff on a happy person.
He likes the color purple and threw it in everything.
Either that or he wants to blacken her eyes until she cries purple tears. That could be it.
Oh, stop.
I like this.
These are fucking black sleeves. Shut up. In the purple la la la. Shut up.
Leave sleeves alone.
Sleeves, kiss my ass.
Sleeves is deep. I like that.
La
sleeves.
la la. Purple la la.
You see his video of him and his son?
Could care less.
Sledding.
I love Anthony.
Sledding on a very innocent winter day.
Stop.
Come on, this is good, man. You don't like this? Prince is fucking good.
No. It's a dirge. It's a dirge. And I don't get what the purple part is.
When Doves Cry is a great song.
What's that? Only when Poe did it.
Sign of the Times, a great song.
Purple Rain. Danny. Touched up a semi-nude picture of Prince.
Nude.
He wrote Nothing Compares to You. Diamonds and Pearls. Yes, that's his song.
I think
Diamonds
he
and
wrote
Pearls.
better songs that other people did than this purple shit. The purple, little red Corvette, raspberry beret. What the fuck with the colors? Stop
They're
it.
original, though.
No.
Raspberry beret's a little fruity.
I like that.
Raspberry beret.
Hey, I saw a girl. She had a raspberry-colored beret.
Did she?
Either that or she fucking, I was having a... That's when he was thinking we saw JFK footage. He had a raspberry beret. But not when he left the house.
Raspberry beret.
And Little Red Corvette is what the limo turned into. Oswald made a Little Red Corvette. Raspberry beret.
Could never make that shot.
He'll never make it to 1969. Oh, it was in 1999.
Michael from New York City goes, "Oh, you're not
Purple brain."
Purple rain.
Michael says, "Oh, you're not seeing purple as in the Vikings." Maybe this whole song was about the Vikings.
Everything was
Maybe
about
he's
the
a
Vikings.
lifelong Vikings fan, and that's what the whole damn purple thing's
Were
about.
they purple back then, too?
Hell, fuck it. They've always been fucking purple.
No, it's a great times.
You know what? It's a great
Even
song.
when Fran Tarkenton was playing?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah?
And Andy P. from Atlanta, Darling Nikki, is the best Prince song ever.
Darling Nikki? I don't know if that's my favorite Prince
Darling
song.
Nikki is a great song, and the Foo Fighters covered that.
Oh, yeah?
Yes,
Okay.
they did.
All right.
Darling Nikki's all right.
I like what
The
other
Zyke.
people do is shit.
Sinead did a good job with Nothing Compares.
Nothing Compares.
I like her version better than his.
With her big, stupid hearing aid monitors and her shaved head.
His is a fucking duet.
Yeah, that was a strong song, though. That Nothing Compares to You.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
on.
And the video was just her
Oh, my
face.
God, come on.
I think I jacked off to that once.
She had a really...
The kid. She was
She had,
pretty.
she had an angelic face.
She's very pretty. She was a douche.
Oh, yeah, she was.
But, and then you saw her with like some hair. She was really hot.
I watched her video recently on SNL when she ripped up the Pope's picture, which, you know, back then.
That was pretty. That was a big move back then.
Now no one
But
gives a
she
shit.
sang Bob Marley's War in a cappella, which was fucking great. I mean, she did it was an amazing fucking rendition of Marley's song.
Good voice, pretty girl, fucking dummy.
Yeah, fair enough.
Where'd she go?
Purple rain.
Where is she now?
She's she's officially considered a one-hit wonder.
What?
When they do the one-hit wonder shows.
Is she?
Yep, they pop her on as a one-hit wonder.
Wow.
I'll name another song she did.
There was one more I thought had popularity, but not like
She
that.
did something like Somebody Doesn't Wear Clothes. What was it? The King Doesn't Wear... What the fuck is that song? Look, man, I didn't think we were going to talk about this shit today. I would have did some Googling last night.
How about you put on one of the fucking
That's
songs?
what she looks like now?
No, that's not her. Stop.
She looks like a
Dyke!
She looks like a truck driver now.
Oh my God. Time. Tick tock. Stop it.
Holy...
No, God, who does she fucking... She looks like Henry Rollins.
She really does look like a man. She grew her hair in just a little bit. It's graying on the sides. And she just does it.
That time is really a bitch.
God.
No one escapes that time shit.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I am
Does she look
building
like
a time machine.
What is going... Is she pregnant there or just...
No, she's enjoying her life.
Enjoying her life. Her belly looks like her head used to.
She's enjoying her life. What do you want from her?
Oh, God, that's discouraging.
What is Prince's? He wrote a song for the Vikings.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Do we have it?
Oh, that's right.
I guess.
I have to hear it.
Nah, fuck it.
Come on, I have to hear it.
How about Let's
No, now
Go
we gotta hear
Crazy?
Let's go crazy.
It's all right.
Let's go. Look how fucking
crazy.
good she looked there.
I would
Skinny.
Yeah, she looked all right.
Nah, she
Irish
looked
body,
all
her
right.
pussy must have
that's-
stunk.
You think?
All hairy.
Hairy
After
Irish pussy?
Yeah, just after a whole day of activism. Nobody's pussy smells good after a day of activism.
It really sweats up a gash.
Yeah, your
when you're-
self-righteous
have a
anger.
cause.
Yeah, your legs are always crossing and uncrossing in socially conscious meetings. Hairy pussy tangled over each other. She had to piss with the matted hair. Her vag must have been in a horror show.
Is there anything worse than a thinned out hairy pussy?
No, it
Let's
looks
be
like
honest
Dan
with each
Haggerty's
other.
mouth.
If it's gonna be it's gonna be hairy, you got to be and make sure you can't see the forest floor.
You know, really?
Oh yeah,
It's got to go below the fucking soil
my
line.
God, yeah.
You don't want anything.
When it's all thinned
popping
out and
up.
long, that is the worst.
Oh, that's her now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Terrible.
All right.
She looks like me.
Oh, my God.
A little bit.
She looks a little like Jimmy Norton in that picture. I
Titties
must
and
say.
sad.
No, her face.
Just because some people with OCD care. It's Emperor's new clothes. I was trying to come up with.
Oh.
All right, here's Prince's song for the Vikings. It's called Purple and Gold. Are you ready?
Purple and gold. Purple and gold.
He just throws that out there.
Raise every voice and let it be known in the name of the purple and gold. We come in the name of the purple and gold. All of the odds are in our favor. No pretensions to bold. We are the truth, in the truth can be told. Long reign the purple and gold.
So it's not as bad as like the other ones where they name the players.
That's horrendous.
Yeah.
But it's not
the
as
worst
bad.
fight song ever.
No, How You Doing is worse.
No, How You Doing's better.
How you doing? No, you know what it did?
This
It
is
was though?
horrible.
It was a girl kind of
Yeah.
singing with that high voice, or him, who the fuck knows. And it's like a dun 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 dun. dun.
It sounds like a college
work.
fight song.
Yeah, yeah.
Long
it
rain.
stinks.
It's
like
not
anyone could do that. I wouldn't think that was Prince.
right.
So Prince should put his own fucking little sound to it.
It doesn't make me angry though. Like, how you doing? And naming the players. That really bugs me.
What do you mean, like this?
Hey, Joey Baseball.
Hey, Joey
How you
Baseball.
doing, man? Hey, nothing,
so
nothing.
bad.
Ready the Yankees doing?
Oh, forget about it.
Forget about it.
What a year it's
doing?
been. My boy Chalut's called. He wants
Hey,
to
how come the
Chalut's.
Italian Americans didn't get mad at this
Yeah,
song?
wait a minute. This is what we're
Chalut's.
gonna sing right now?
Because Italians have a sense of humor.
No, they get mad at the Jersey Shore.
This is douche chill sitting.
Hey, is Ted in the room? Turn this down. Is Ted in the
Hey,
room?
Mickey Mantle, how's that liver? He could be.
Well, somebody on my Twitter, Raspberry Beret, a little known fact, was a ripoff of a song called Marmalade Hat.
Ah, see?
You might remember that song Marmalade Hat.
I did not know that.
That came before Prince's Raspberry Beret.
Yeah. I thought it was a tribute to that black guy that knocked the hat off of that woman in the elevator. It was white, but it was raspberry afterwards.
She had a Frank Vincent hairdo. The bitch got knocked out for mouthing off. She had spinny walker wheels.
Hey, someone's breaking down Purple Rain for us.
Okay.
Somebody that listened to the words, man. Eric in Boston, what do you got on this Purple Rain?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey.
Good evening.
Man.
So I can't really read it to you. It's on Prince.org, so I have to try to explain it. It's apparently he uses the rain as a metaphor for people running away from problems in their life. Basically, he's saying you shouldn't run away from problems in your life. You should face them, and he he uses the rain as a metaphor in terms of the rain's not a big deal, but people usually run away from it.
Does
Just
it?
try to create the rain.
Doesn't a metaphor have to have something in common with the real thing? Rain.
He said, "I want to see you standing in the purple rain."
Yeah.
What's he saying? I want to see you standing with your problems.
And why purple?
Again, this is on, if you want to look it up, it's on prince.org. Maybe I'm not explaining
Oh,
it.
he wrote it. All right, maybe that's what it means.
I think he's a lifelong Vikings fan, and he wants the players to just pee on him.
Okay. Oh.
And, by the way, the Pope's a pretty good song, too. I don't know if you've heard that
No, it's
one.
not.
It's not bad.
I think I know that one. Does it go like this? Oh, the Pope wears a pointy white hat. Doodly-doo.
Oh, I like that.
He says things about God that are nice. Doodly-doo.
Doodly-doo.
Fucking
Oh, the Pope speaks Latin. Doodly-doo. The Pope lives in Rome. Yes, he does. Oh, the Pope likes God a whole big bunch. And the Pope doesn't use dirty language. Doodly-doo.
Doodly-doo.
All right, take that.
Oh, the Pope leans his head out the window and boos at synagogues. Oh, the Pope has good penmanship. Doodly-doo. No, because he has to.
Oh.
We got
The Pope says TH after a lot of words to sound holy.
He's in the Hitler Youth.
Was he?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, that's right.
Toodly-doo.
Toodly-doo. Oh, the Pope enjoys the view from the balcony. Toodly-doo. The Pope's car has a piece of plastic on it. Toodly-doo.
You guys gotta make something.
Oh, the Pope doesn't have a Twitter account. Toodly-doo.
You know that?
Yes.
You know a little too much about the Pope, you weirdo.
I know everything about the Pope.
What about the kid touching thing in the Pope? What do you got on that?
Oh, the Pope apologized for the church. Toodly-doo. A lot of survivors of incest and a lot of survivors of sexual abuse were kind of happy about his apology. Hoodly-doo. Oh, the Pope said when he apologized, his fingers were crossed. Hoodly-doo. They actually liked that he apologized. He acknowledged it.
I fucking love that.
Yeah.
That is all right.
They're all technically truthful things about the Pope.
Yes,
oh, the Pope likes a Bible in the hotel room drawer. Boodly-doo.
They're doing a story, how clean is your hotel room? Dirty secrets on GMA.
Whatever.
I want to hear that.
Yeah, me too. I'm in hotels all the time. My nickname is Hotel Teddy.
They just showed a light, that fluorescent light on the TV screen, and it looked like fucking a lot of jizz.
Let's break this down. Jimmy, how many hotel rooms a year?
4,271, not counting Courtyard by Marriott. Not a good amount. I'm away so much.
Have you ever had a problem?
The only thing I don't like is in the Westins, the sheets are very stiff and fucking, and they put too much,
cum?
No, that's the pillows. They put too much fucking starch in them.
Yeah.
So they itch my little sensitive boy skin.
Aww.
I have like burn victim sensitivity skin.
You need soft t-shirts.
But this is what I'm getting at. The media sucks a dick because, I mean, not one problem, Jimmy, and you travel all the time. So
Very
it's not
few.
a real fucking issue.
Yeah, very few.
They're doing a whole fucking shindig on
It's
it.
the culture of fear.
Toodly-doo.
Oh, the Pope likes room service. Toodly-doo. He enjoys chicken noodle soup and a turkey burger. Hoodly-doo.
Hoodly-doo. Hoodly-doo. They're saying it's an instant hit, Jimmy.
Yes, it is.
Oh, this is an instant hit.
No, the Pope doesn't watch HBO. Hoodly-doo. Because of the dirty language and sexual content. Hoodly-doo. Oh, the Pope was overheard motherfucking AT&T service. Toodly-doo. He said this iPhone's a piece of shit and threw it off the balcony. Hoodly-doo.
You're going to have to do this.
I remember that.
You're going to have to do this on stage.
No.
Yes, you're going to have to do this.
The Pope doesn't care about text messaging. Hoodly-doo. Because he has people that do it for him. Hoodly-doo. The Pope never saw monster rain. Foodly-doo. And the Pope is not a big fan of the wire box set. Foodly-doo. No, the Pope really digs Mel Gibson's movies. Hoodly-doo. Especially the ones involving Jesus, etc. Hoodly-doo.
Let me say hi to Steve in Connecticut. Steve.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
I'm gay. In Connecticut, CT. Cocktease.
Yes.
Hi, Steve.
The Pope is secretly envious of Uncle Toodly-doo.
Oh, the Pope finds Steve C's lifestyle abhorrent. Toodly-doo.
Abhorrent. Jesus. I think that might be the first time that word was used on our show.
Oh, the Pope wants Satan to smite Steve C. Hoodly-doo. Hoodly-doo.
Fucking great. I fucking love it.
Hoodly-doo. Or doodly-doo.
Yeah, whatever. Let me say hi to Travis in New Hampshire. Travis. Oh, Travis.
Hey, good morning, boys.
Hey.
Hey, how possible is it to listen to this in auto-tune?
I don't know if we're going to have to punch this up in auto-tune. I think we got to hit just as is.
Oh, believe me, someone will write music for it. It'll be done.
Yes.
Jimmy will be on there. Toodly-doo.
You're rolling with the Pope.
The Pope thinks Van Halen was overrated. Hoodly-doo. And that lyrically they were childish and shitty. Hoodly-doo. The Pope thinks David Lee Roth's radio show was kind of funny. Hoodly-doo. I know all about the Pope.
Certainly do.
Yeah. Larry King checking in.
Larry King.
Oh, the Pope thinks Larry King is an irrelevant ass. Toodly-doo.
Right. Larry.
Pope, how important is the Hoodly-doo?
Oh, boy.
All right, hold on a minute.
Oh, the Pope dropped the C-bomb when he had to fly coach. Hoodly-doo.
People want in now. We're going to give them a chance. Nate in...
Good evening.
In New York City, Nate.
Oh, the Pope likes to wear sensible shoes. Toodly-doo.
Does. Seems
She
to
does.
know about the
Always
Pope.
comfortable.
Yes.
Of course.
The Pope likes Nike shocks. Hoodly-doo. No, the Pope has good arches. Toodly-doo.
I
Can't say half of these.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well.
Some bad ones coming in.
Well, yeah,
Hey,
you know how our listeners...
Finishing up our discussion on Prince, which came out of nowhere today.
Oh, yeah.
Let's not forget about that great song he did called... it was for a Batman movie. What was it? Bat Dance? What was it?
Oh, no.
What the fuck was
Is that
the name of
bad?
it? The Bat... It was horrendous. If Travis could find it for a quickie. What the fuck was it called? The
Bat Dance.
The
it was
Bat
Bat
Dance.
Dance. Okay.
Oh, play us some of that, please.
This is Prince, too.
Oh, I got a live one here.
Cesar Romero, right? That's the Joker.
That sounds Nicholson.
No.
That was Jim Carrey.
Oh.
That's the Riddler.
Oh, okay, because they updated.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I'm dancing.
You're very good.
Does it get the fuck up?
I don't think it's funk.
Go with a smile.
Oh, boy, the video looks great. Oh, they're doing the bat dance in the video.
Keep busting.
Wow, this is incredibly bad.
Prince dressed up as the Joker in the video. Yikes.
I like
I don't
Heath
even remember
Ledger's
this.
Joker much better.
Yes. Heath Ledger dead 2 years today, I believe, right? God bless. That's Steve.
Let's get this off the fucking radio. Let's go back to the phone.
It's just dumb.
Rob in Connecticut. Rob in
Connecticut. Well, stop it.
I've never heard that before.
Good. I'm glad I said it for the very first time. Oh, the Pope likes sarcastic callers. Hoodly-doo.
Oh, the Pope thinks the Nazis are sappy dressers. Hoodly-doo.
Oh,
wow.
very good. Yeah,
Look
keep
at
the
you.
bit going. Let's go to Barry in Ohio. Barry.
Oh, the Pope puts down the logo over the Vatican. Hoodly-doo.
Yes. Oh, the Pope only does woman-bashing production. Toodly-doo. Yes.
That's the dope. Oh, the dope used to weigh a lot less.
Hoodly-doo.
Hoodly-doo. All right. I guess we go to break then.
Why don't we take a yummy break?
Before we do, I want to plug a
Num-nums?
fundraiser for a cop.
Fundraiser?
Yes, I promised I'd plug this.
Oh, for the police?
The 5th year. It's the James McNaughton Foundation and the Wounded Warrior Project. He was the first NYPD officer killed in Iraq. It's tomorrow afternoon for you guys on Long Island. Saturday, January 23rd. It's Mulcahy's Pub and Music Hall. It's in Wonton, New York.
Oh, Mulcahy's, yeah.
5-year anniversary. Last year, over $30,000 were raised.
Fuck, that's cool.
I wish I had more details on the show. It's too early to get them, but it's the Wounded Warrior Project. Really helps military personnel who are severely injured during wartime conflicts.
They do a great job.
Yeah, they really do, man. They take care of these
time
people.
in Mulcahy's.
And,
no, I'm just saying for the people that go down there.
Oh,
it'd be
yeah,
it'd be
of
a good
course.
time. They put together a nice little thing every year.
And he was killed by a sniper and James McNaughton. So this will be the 5th year they're doing the benefits. So really support that tomorrow at Mulcahy's, the James McNaughton Foundation and Wounded Warrior Project. I just call Mulcahy's for details out there in Wonton, Long Island.
Right on. Okay. What do we got today? We got Bob Kelly coming in.
Bobby.
We got
Batman.
We have Punk Ass and Skyscraper from Tap Out in studio at 8:30.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And our old friend, who we hate, Steven Singer, in studio just to bore the fuck out of all of us. But he'll be stopping by
to talk about his goddamn roses.
Good for him.
They're wonderful, but Jesus, all right, we get it. Get your sweetie the gold-dipped rose.
Where's Bobby?
He's probably down the hall by now. I don't know. And if Steven Singer doesn't bring that piece of ass with him, turn around.
Holy Jesus.
He's on the New Jersey Turnpike. He's listening to us right now. If you don't have that piece of ass sitting next to you in that seat, then turn around, Steven. We don't want you today.
The blonde. She was
Remember
nice.
that blonde?
Yeah.
Remember that blonde Jimmy?
I do.
Mm-hmm. Well, yummy.
You,
I would, yeah.
Toodly-doo.
Toodly-doo. Oh, Jim liked that girl's rump. Toodly-doo. Oh, the Pope side with Jay in the late night wars. Toodly-doo.
Did he?
Yes. Oh, the Pope thinks Conan's hairdo is too weird. Foodly-doo. Yes.
Let's go to Steve in Connecticut. Steve.
Oh, the Pope can't even get as many Mondays off as Steve Carlisi.
Oh, the Pope reported Steve for incompetence to human resources. Toodly-doo. Jesus.
Who takes more time off, Howard or Steve C?
Steve C.
That's got to be a close one. They're just jokes, Steve. Relax.
Yes. Oh.
Let's say hi to Kevin. Kevin.
Oh, the Pope actually does have a Twitter account. I looked it up.
Toodly-doo.
Toodly-doo.
It's Toodly-doo.
You missed the punchline of the bit, Kevin.
The Pope doesn't update his own Twitter account. Toodly-doo. Because he hated the autocorrect feature on the iPhone.
Let's go to Daryl in Virginia. Daryl?
Oh, the Pope uses anal beads for a rosary.
Jesus. Why, sir? Don't you see the way the bit's going?
Exactly.
Don't you get it, silly?
And he didn't even Toodly-doo.
Yeah. Do you know how easy those would be? That's the beauty of this bit. It's all nice stuff about the Pope.
Of course it is.
Dumbbell.
Well, we got a nice one coming in. Footer.
Hey, trainer or not, he rocks a big fat flop, toodly-doo.
See, that's a nice one. That's what we want. Nice ones.
Pleasantries, boys.
Pleasantries. Oh, okay. Chad in Minneapolis. Fuck your Vikings.
Yeah, the Vikings rule. All right, I got one for you. The Pope. Oh, the Pope likes statistics on a Friday. That's all I got.
Oh, what?
The Pope is a good guy and goes to church a lot and stuff. Toodle-doos.
All right, we'll do it.
Let someone to jump on board, be funny like everybody else. Be jealous.
Be jealous.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Why don't we go to break and then get Bob Kelly in here because
I want num-nums and peepees.
Standing outside.
Wow. Oh, okay. I was wondering, what the hell is
Why
that?
is Bobby raping Sam?
He loves... And by the way...
The question is, why aren't we?
Yeah. By the way, I listened to some of the replay. Voss was enchanted with that intern from yesterday.
The girly one?
Enchanted with his femininity.
Voss is a godless queer.
He really is.
I kind of said the same thing in my house.
Just a mo.
There was something going on with Voss.
He's just a mo.
He is a mo.
Something going on with Voss and the feminine-looking intern, right?
He really was into him, like in a sexual way. I think Rich has a little, I think he could go, both ways. Boys and men. All right, I had it. I'm bored with it, all right?
Let's take a break and
Yes!
do some eating. We'll be back. Toodaloo. Let's do this. Opie and Anthony, Bob Kelly in studio. Where you going to be tonight, Bobby?
I'm going to be at Is this mic on? I don't think it's on.
It's on. I can hear you. I can hear you, Bobby Kelly.
It's
That's your mic. That's Jimmy's mic. You're going to be at Bananas.
Bananas. I'm going to be at Bananas.
Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey tonight.
Yes. One show, 9 o'clock. Two shows tomorrow.
Bananas.
Sort of shaped like a banana.
Bananas, where they have a live banana on stage.
That's great.
What's a live banana?
It's what you're eating right now.
They actually they go out and get actual bananas. They can't just paint the bananas around the
They have one
place?
painted banana, then they have a gorilla on the stage, and then they have a bushel of bananas. And the song is awful. We have no bananas.
Oh, yeah.
We have no bananas today.
They don't play the We Have No Bananas
Yes, they
song.
do. Yes, they do.
Stop it.
They do. We have no bananas. It's horrendous.
Enough about the bananas.
Why do they do that?
Because I think the copyright on Harry Chapin's great song, 30,000 Pounds of Bananas, there was a big battle in court. That's
Really?
a great song.
Is it?
It actually is, yeah. We have no bananas.
Harry Chapin had a song about bananas?
It was a true story about a guy going into Scranton, Pennsylvania, a truck driver whose truck flipped or whatever, and he was killed and he was hauling bananas.
Really?
It's a good song.
To Patrice's house?
30,000
He knows I love him.
of bananas.
Does he tell a story? Is it a story song?
He was a great storyteller.
Is there anything worse than a story song?
I love
Every
them.
one of his songs is
I hate story songs.
No,
So
I love
picked
them.
her up in my taxi. And I
You either read a story or sing a song.
You know
don't-
like Johnny
you don't-
Cash?
She said, "How are you, Harry?"
I said, how are you, Sue? She said, I'm converted like Sammy Davis, and now I'm a one-eyed Jew. A boo.
What is this, the banana song? 30.
Oh, it's a good one.
How long is this song?
11 minutes, 14 seconds, not counting the banana
So
songs.
we fueled up at the depot. He put in diesel. It cost $1 a gallon.
Yeah, and then he put his dick through a hole in the restroom stall. He said, how are you, Harry? I said,
He said, "How are you, Harry?" And I gave him a face full of goo.
Yeah. I said, how are you, Steve? He said, how are you, Harry? Yes. 30,000 pounds of stomach contents.
Maybe we should just squeeze Steve and get all that cum out of him like toothpaste.
Yay. Find my friend.
What's going on?
Great.
What is he doing?
He's talking about the truck driver driving to Scranton, PA, and his brakes give out on a fucking hill.
This is
Curb and Road.
It's great. You're crazy.
Story songs.
I love them.
Thumb through the newspaper and fucking, hey, I'm Harry Chapin. This is what he does. All right. Flight diverted after Jewish right fright. Judean prayers were answered with mass hysteria. Cares.
He's one of the greatest songwriters ever, Harry Chapin.
No, he's not.
He absolutely is.
I hate Harry Chapin.
It's kind of catchy. He rules.
This is catchy?
This song stinks.
No, it's kind of catchy. It's great.
And to answer your
You're
question,
crazy.
yes, I like Johnny Cash. And yeah, he did tell a story. But at least he kept it in sing-song fashion.
Cash's stories kicked ass, though.
Yeah, there was
fucking
singing
Folsom
involved.
Prison Blues and
Boy Named Sue.
Boy Named Sue.
Well, he didn't write that. Manny's
Who wrote
friend
that?
did.
One
This guy
piece at
Shell.
a time.
No shit. Yeah.
Didn't cost me a dime.
How about
the one where he went to all those places?
Yeah,
I've been everywhere.
I've been to Sasquatch, Hasbrook, Poughkeepsie.
I've been to every rest stop on the turnpike.
I've sucked dick, Jersey, Connecticut, Alaska. Oh, I've licked penises in Tulsa, Tallahassee, Florida, Dallas.
Be careful, there's going to be a Facebook posting soon.
I sucked one dick at a time, and it didn't cost me a
Oh,
dime.
boy, here comes the Facebook posting.
Uh-oh, what's the matter?
Oh, someone sticks up for Steve and literally Facebook posts about what we say.
Who?
Be careful, there'll be a Facebook posting.
Who? Sweeping to...
You know the
words? The steepest grade, yeah.
Oh, you guys want to hear Lynch's Taxi song? That's pretty good.
Oh, yes.
Passing
That
bus
is a good
at
one.
90 miles an hour.
Oh, this is me driving to work.
God, make it a dream. It's the shit.
How many times you have to listen to a song to remember it like that?
How ironic, too, this song, huh? For what happened to Harry Chapin.
Yeah.
He had
He's
his
singing
own...
a song about a truck driver who flips with bananas in the back.
He had his own
At least he's not...
spillage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Brains
Fucking,
all over the Long Island Expressway.
One melon.
A better place to be. You 7 pounds of brains. You don't like fucking A Better Place to Be about the old night watchman who picks up a chick? He's phenomenal. He's the best songwriter ever.
God.
Chapin
Harry,
was
best songwriter ever?
one of them, yeah. He really was.
I didn't know you were into Harry Chapin as
Dude,
much.
because he wrote about average, regular people. He was fucking...
Are you a
just
Cats
brilliant.
in the Cradle guy?
You have to be, dude. Come
Silver
on.
spoon.
I'm not going to argue.
Little boy blue and the man on the moon.
Yes.
When you're
Little
coming home, son, no, Dad, you're a dick.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, my
And
God.
the little boy blew the producer through the wall.
Look at the blonde Jets cheerleader in front there.
Oh,
Holy
nice.
shit.
Oh, fuck.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, hottest chick I've ever seen.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, imagine. I hope
The
she's
Jets have a
farting the whole
blonde
time.
cheerleader that's ridiculous on TV right now.
That girl is fantastically attractive.
Let's get him in here.
That
To do what?
blonde
What would we
Jets
say to her?
cheerleader. What's her name? Where is she? Give me pictures.
She's all right.
What do you mean?
Are
she's
you
all
kidding?
right?
The whole time she's dropping stinky milk farts as she's doing that.
I would be
Waving them.
I would be up there
Me too.
like a dog.
What do you mean she's just all right?
She's pretty, but cheerleaders are always hot. It's what they do.
The black girl's a little off sync.
Well, you know, I'm sure all the white girls actually were out of sync.
Yeah, she's right on the
She's
money.
fine. They're all out.
Hey, Bobby, you going to watch any of these football games this weekend?
I'm going to watch the Jets. I
Oh,
hope they beat
Christ.
the Colts.
Look, the Killjoy's got to come. Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to apologize.
You want the Jets over the Colts?
Yeah.
And what about the Vikings Saints?
I want the Vikings.
Yeah, right? I think everyone wants that, except
Yeah.
for fucking people in New Orleans.
Yeah, except for people who's going marching in.
Like the Saints. Oh, all right. She's all right.
she's
I might
not
have
as
gotten
good?
a little overzealous.
She's not as good when she stops
Well, when
moving?
she's smiling and stuff, she looked good and moving around. She ain't that bad.
That one's
She's all right.
She's good.
They would do a lot of stuff for Coke, though, these bros.
Oh, wouldn't it be great?
They're awful leggings. They're fucking pale white leggings. This stinks.
I know. Why do they got to do that?
Because it's fucking 20 below out.
Well, they're inside.
Yeah, but that's their outfit for
How about
outside.
so get a fucking clear one. Don't get a fucking opaque one.
Some clear stuff. Huh?
Yeah. How about a fucking
Oh,
clear
boy.
plastic pussy cover? That'd be fun. Jets. She queefs. Jets.
Is there anything worse than pom-poms, though? Just ridiculous.
They've made them a lot smaller now.
Anal warts. Breast cancer.
Oh, yeah.
Liquid shits.
She got a little chub to her.
Yeah. Yeah.
A little chub to
With
her.
all that moving around, you would think she wouldn't be chubby.
Yeah.
She'd be great to fuck doggy style. Watch her gut hanging down.
Oh, fantastic, right?
She'd look like me, getting a finger in my ass.
Poke it. Stick your finger in her belly button.
I bet you that's not even their stockings. They probably pick them out of a bin of stockings in the morning. There's all pussy and ass stink in them. They don't wash them.
They don't wash them.
No, for good
Look,
luck.
they're doing a big jet down. They call it the Jets flight crew.
I
They don't
know.
really show the cheerleaders on TV anymore.
Unless they're Cowboys.
Really odd. Yeah, because the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders are famous.
Remember that movie with Bucky Dent in 1979?
Fantastically
The Cowboy
bad.
cheerleaders.
It
Who
was
else
the
was in
Dallas
that?
Cowboy
Don't know.
cheerleaders movie.
There was somebody else that was big in that movie. Who the fuck?
Do we have any, please look on YouTube for any of the Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders
The
movies.
Jets cheerleaders turned us down?
What's radio? Yeah, of course, they're visual.
Fuck.
Fucking bitches.
What? They're visual.
The
I must say
bitches that'll
visual.
get yous.
That was a funny rap
Bitches that'll
song.
get yous.
Wasn't it? We got tap guys coming in a few minutes here, too. The tap out.
They're gonna tap
out guys. Punk ass and Skyscraper.
I thought there was a tap guy.
Oh, yes. You mean Gregory Hines?
Anthony, what was that movie all about? Because we've been talking about that movie, and you finally saw it, so let's talk about it a little bit.
Oh, which one? The
Hurt Locker?
Hurt Locker.
It's a good movie, man.
You
That was
saw
a good
Hurt
movie.
Locker?
Ah, what a fucking movie.
I don't understand what it's about.
It's some
I
guy.
read the synopsis a few times. I don't really get it.
He's in the demolitions. He goes out and blows up these IEDs,
and
yeah,
whatnot.
and on the side of the road, big shells and car bombs, suicide bombers and stuff. And he is just completely into it.
Yeah.
And becomes pretty much obsessed with it, and that is his life. And that's it's fantastic. Yes, sir.
What are you looking at?
It is great.
I just got distracted.
Did you?
Why? What happened?
It happens in here.
I just saw the Comedy Central stand-up showdown. Bob Kelly, 43 votes. Tammy Pescatelli, 19 votes.
No, wait. It's up. It's up.
Which is
It's up to 219.
There has to be somebody fucking ripping it.
Dude, if you look at
It's
the top,
impossible.
listen to me. The top 10 every day, they have like 90,000 votes. Some fucking skinny guy with a goatee that you've never even heard of.
Dude, you are,
It's the worst.
We're going to beat the shit out of you, but you're way funnier than Tammy Pescatelli. Of
course you
Dude, look at the top 10.
But it's
Look at the top 10.
But it's funny that she's got 19,000 votes and you got 43.
Dude, look at the...
What are you doing wrong?
Dude, everything. Everything. I have 219 votes or some shit like that. And I twitted it. And when I twit, things happen.
Twit?
Yeah, well.
Yeah, it's called twit.
Is it really?
Yeah,
No.
I don't like saying tweet. I say Twitter. When
I say
Twittered
twit.
something.
Yeah.
Tweet.
Yeah, I'm fucking bombing.
Wow, that's bad.
Yeah,
but that's
it's
to me,
bad.
those contests suck.
Who's number one?
They're
But you know what
fucking
you get?
worthless.
Do you know what you get if you come in first?
What?
AIDS, nothing. A fucking hat with a big A and a thumb next to it. Thumbs up.
Well, I want to congratulate Bob Kelly on the victory then.
But
Okay.
Danny, who's the top 10? This is why I would never acknowledge this stupid contest.
Tammy's
Okay.
in first?
Oh, good.
Okay, here we go. Tammy's in first. Bo Burham, whatever his fuck his name is.
Who's he?
He's actually big in colleges. But
yeah. I don't know.
Lisa Landry, you know her from her HBO Hour special.
Oh, no.
Exactly. Kyle Cease.
Nope.
Exactly. Mark Maron.
At least Mark is a fucking established comic.
Chad Daniels. You know Chad
You
Daniels
just
from
had a stroke, the fiddle player, right?
no.
Oh.
No, the other guy. The other Chad
I guess
Daniels.
you didn't know it, but I'm a blur. Oh, that went down to Georgia. He was looking for a blur. he was in the bag and he was wearing
Fucking Norton's on fire.
Terrible. You are
Oh, that went down to Georgia. He was looking for a brain to bleed. I had one. A brain to breathe. Granted, he don't bite no child.
Tommy John-a-Ging?
I don't know
Oh,
any
he's
of these
good.
people.
You know Tommy?
Doug Benson?
Dude, he had his own show on that
Tommy.
channel.
Can Big
Yeah,
Jay
sure.
Okerson, who's number 9, cut his fucking awful hairdo? I love Jay. He's a funny comic.
Yeah.
That hairdo is enraging.
A mullet-like.
No, it kind of poofs out at the sides like he's a fucking Breck girl from 1977.
He does. He just stinks.
Lewis Black is up there.
Lewis is there.
He looks like he sold feed in 1860. Fucking asshole.
Jeselnik's very funny. Number 10.
Jeselnik's funny. I mean,
Very
but
funny
come
guy.
on, nobody knows who he is. Lewis Black, of course.
Yeah.
Josh Blue.
He needed the money.
Oh!
Right.
Josh Blue, who every time you get an autograph,
Yes.
it's different. He got
Yes, he did. I reciprocated.
Pete Lee. You know Pete Lee.
No.
Greg Warren. You know, Greg Warren's a big guy. He's got 50,000 people
Do we
voted
have
for
to
him.
name all these people before we get to you?
Chris Paul. No, no, we'd be here for 3
see
days.
Lynchy's up
I'm not
there.
even in the top
Lynch.
100.
You're not even. What?
Yep.
so
Chris
happy.
Porter. You know Chris Porter, the guy,
How are these
crazy
getting?
Chris Porter.
How are all these guys getting such?
Dude, look up. How many votes
So many
does Tammy
votes.
have?
I don't know.
It's just a nonsensical
19,000.
fuck.
Yeah, what is that?
Any comments that actually
172,000 votes.
Why are
Has
comments?
nothing to do with funny.
No, who's
It's a stand-up showdown that has nothing to do with how funny you are. It's a popularity guy. Like anybody could get up there and go, yeah, vote for me. If they have an outlet to get votes, it doesn't mean you're funny. It means you have a good outlet to get votes.
There has to be a scam because literally the first day of the thing, these people had like 75,000 votes.
Of course.
There's no way you can do that.
So Bobby, we got
Using
we
the
got,
Whopper.
We got power behind the show. Why don't we try to get you into the top 100?
Dude, I want to win because that will make Comedy Central pissed.
Go ahead.
They would fucking be so mad if I won.
All right, here it is.
What number is Bobby in?
Oh,
There's Robert
I
Kelly.
have 313 votes now.
313 votes.
Woo! But yeah,
You better have thousands.
I
The
have
next
313.
guy. All right. Wait, is that in order? No, because the other guy's got.
Can you get your cock off my knee? Sorry. What a goddamn weird
Sorry,
feeling.
I'm looking at the fucking thing.
Yeah, you don't have to look on my knee. You're not a
humped
puppet.
his leg.
I just put my cock in his
Dude, nothing. Nothing.
Why would anyone
go back to the name page.
You don't need to win
Yeah,
this
that.
thing anyway.
It's a way to get
Bobby.
website hit.
Oh, Danny just voted for me. I have
Just voted.
I have 314 votes. Thank you, Danny.
It's going to have
Appreciate
to be verified first.
They have to verify all
I
votes.
don't know what they do. I don't know what they do.
What do they want? Email address?
175,000.
Date of birth?
All right, now you fucking. It has to be like some bot that you use, right?
Sure, of course.
Someone should. I'm not saying that somebody should do that. You shouldn't cheat in anything you do in life.
Shut it.
You shouldn't.
You guys
but
like
if somebody
Except
has something like
relationships
that,
and taxes.
You guys like Tammy's comedy?
I like Tammy. She's all right.
I like Tammy too,
She's
but
cool.
you know,
Yeah,
I don't
she's
think
cool.
she's funnier than Bob. I mean, Tammy comedy's fine.
Nice person.
I have no idea
Burnham.
what she hit a little play, Danny. What is she doing? I have no idea what she does on stage.
Oh, let's listen.
Let's listen.
I haven't seen her perform in 6
Listen
years.
in. A little taste.
I bet you it has some kind of Italian thing happening.
Oh, completely.
Really? You think?
Wow.
This is probably getting slammed now with everybody voting for Bobby Kelly.
It's being buffered.
That's why you're not getting the video.
Buffers.
Yeah, we're going to get you up to 1,000.
Lots of buffers.
Crazy to me. I don't know what it is. There's just like this whole generation, especially girls are trying to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. You know that? Like men don't try to be perfect for us. They don't. What do you guys? We're lucky if they shower. And trying to be perfect will get you in trouble. Because I had a neighbor who got the silicone Titonis, and one got hard.
Titonis?
Just one, like a rock. Then you can't swim. You just keep flipping over. I think that's why they canceled Baywatch, right? Because those broads are scaring people. Is that a shark? No, that's Uniboob. Leave
Yeah,
her
you guys are
alone.
right. She's great.
She's really good.
That's terrific.
Hang on 1 second. Come here. Put that in your mouth. Oh God.
I knew he'd fucking love him.
I think I'm switching over.
And when they get them done
Voss
nowadays,
loves
have you
him.
noticed all of a
You
sudden,
gotta
like,
compete
they
with
give
Voss
these
for that kid.
excuses to show
Fight
them up.
Voss.
It's a wardrobe malfunction.
Oh,
Get
boy, here
out
it
of
goes.
here. What the hell is wrong with me if I believe that?
Right.
Wardrobe malfunction. I've been getting dressed for a couple of decades by myself now. Never once did I sit down for dinner with my family and my Titoni. Just,
To Tony.
hey. Oh, I'm sorry, Grandma. It's a wardrobe malfunction. Get off.
Ah, that's funny.
You better pray my grandma never has a wardrobe malfunction. For 3 days.
She just thought that
I
up.
swear to God.
So
She
she
has
was
huge
laughing.
Titonis, 48 double E long. All right?
Oh, God.
Awful.
Yeah.
And they're like weapons to her, okay? She makes them work. She's the Jackie Chan of the Titoni nunchucks. Like, if you're acting up in the
Titonis.
corner, she won't chase you. She'll just booby boomerang. You just
Booby boomerang.
you laugh,
Oh,
you hit the
she's
face
so
with
much
the
better
nipple,
than
you'll
Bobby
straighten
Kelly.
your fat ass up. It's not...
Yeah.
Her accent is kind of cool too. I want to see her sit in the back of the limo with Charles Grodin, and I'm going to have a nice hat meal, and I'm going to find your wife, and I'm going to kill her too. Hey, Jack, how does it feel that some copper's fucking your wife in the Titonis?
You still think she's all right? That was horrible.
Tony's
I know
is
you guys are in the
funny
business,
though, man. Come on,
Well,
right?
Comedy Central doesn't like certain language,
That's
so
a little rough. Come
so
on.
to say Tony's.
That's a little rough.
She's Italian. She's using Titonis.
She's a tough Italian broad from Chicago, right?
Yeah.
I can
the
see
Tony,
it.
Tony, Bobonis.
Oh, that's funny.
314 votes.
And she's got 200,000.
She's got.
You know what,
I'm-
dude? What do I care? I got a pair of Titonis. So what, dude? I eat eggs. You know what, dude? 314 votes. At least those are real, dude. You know what?
Those are real fans. Those are real fans.
You know what, dude? At least they're real people. I don't need a bot, dude.
It's great.
He's drinking his coffee. I'm just trying to point out that Bobby's drinking his coffee. Go see him. It's all about his coffee.
You know what, dude? Everyone's so smarmy. You want to vote for her, dude? Go ahead, dude. I got my friend. What do you? I live a good life.
Boom. Yeah.
You know what, dude? Recently I was in Haiti. I tripped and fell. Something happened.
But he's not fat.
Yeah, he's getting skinny again.
I hate that Bob's not fat
How many times have you been fat in your life? You were telling us.
I'm on my fifth fat.
Fifth fat.
I got 7. I got 2
Wow.
more
You
fat.
got 7 fats in your
I
lifetime.
got fat. No, I got 2 potential fats left. One probably, maybe if I.
Should we just shove the banana down Bob's
I was
throat? He
feeding
took it all.
Bob's neck. I grabbed Bob's head and I guided it onto the banana, and his my neck muscle just relaxed.
Yeah.
That's such an instinct.
You should have seen my asshole muscle. It opened up like a dolphin hole.
Jesus. That went all the way in, Bobby. What the fuck?
That didn't go all the way in.
That went all the way in.
Believe me, I could do all the way.
Hey, Lottie.
I know Bobby likes bananas. Hey, Lottie.
You cannot. By the way, one time we talked on the show about sucking around dicks, and you can't.
Let's bring the twink in, because Bobby kind of likes him.
You can't suck your own dick. It's impossible.
For you it
Some
is.
people can.
Bobby,
You can't.
I
you
make delicious
can.
cock.
Dude, I fucking
Bobby.
pulled my rib muscle.
Bobby, this kid's for you.
Look at it. Look at his smile, his energy. I just want him to come along with me and fucking fight black magic.
It's fucking Ziggy from season 2 of The Wire. That's a great reference, by the way.
That is a very good reference. I'm in with the Ziggy
Hey,
reference.
Kenny, I wanted this on toast.
Can we have him, like, Sam stand next to him just to see, like, who's a better twink?
Looks a little like Data from Star Trek Next Generation.
Get him on mic. Let's get a mic on this
Brett
kid.
Spiner, yeah.
Hey, kid.
Take your
Get
hands
that
out of
mic.
your pocket. It's not sexy. Have some confidence.
Bobby, talk to him. He's our new intern. Voss took a liking to him
How much
yesterday.
do you weigh, sir?
I know.
Like 120.
120.
$1.20.
But how tall are you?
5'6".
All right, get over
Or no,
him.
5'9".
Yeah, like 5'9".
5'6", 5'9", whatever. Same
He always wears the wool hat.
That's the question we all want to know. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Bobby.
What?
Get into
Ass
this.
suck a cock?
No.
Look at me.
Kit Kat Club.
You ever suck a cock?
To this date, no.
Look at me.
To this day, no.
Have you ever touched another man's cock?
No, never.
Ever? Now, have you ever? Now,
Maybe-
let me ask you this question.
Maybe
Stop.
what?
Hang on, no, hold that. Have you ever cummed right and then think of fucking a dude or it's getting you?
No, I took a test to, like, gauge the level.
What's that?
gayness?
Will you hold the cock
That's
in your mouth
right.
for 30 seconds? Yeah.
I looked up some gay porno back in high school.
Oh, yeah?
I looked at it for an entire day
How'd that
Sit
work
on my
out
lap
for you?
to
Tell me
see
the
if
story.
I could, like, get an erection from it.
Why would you do that?
Just because everyone thought
You were
know,
gay.
Yeah.
Really?
Really?
Why? Were you kind of effeminate in school?
Apparently you
could
didn't know
say
either.
so.
Little twinkish?
Yeah.
People make fun of you in
People
school?
had their suspicions.
Take a sip of that coffee. I want to see what you hand.
What did they think when
Take
you
a
had
sip.
that fight with the teacher in the Breakfast Club?
Does your pinky go up? Oh, no. Oh, there you go.
No pinky.
But I watched it for an entire day and nothing.
Entire day.
So
Jesus.
You watched gay porn
whole
for
day?
all day,
What
though.
the fuck?
I mean, fuck.
But you had to watch it all day to make sure
I
you were
come
happy.
17 times, but I didn't even feel it.
Mars is having a problem here. Mars is rolling his eyes. What's up, Mars?
Mars.
You're a little freaked out by this kid, aren't you?
No, I watching gay porn all day.
Well, I had to know.
Yeah, you could have known in the first second.
Excellent contribution, Mars.
Yeah, once again. Well, Bobby, let's
you know
slow
what it
this
is?
down a
You're-
little bit. What kind
yeah.
of porn was it? Maybe.
Good point, oh.
Okay, what
Good
kind of
point.
porn was it?
Gay
Homo?
bears?
Gay bears?
Gay bears.
So you like bears?
Hey, wait! Hold on! I'll be right there! Please!
So, gay bears.
Yeah, it started with gay bears.
It started with gay
Started
bears.
with gay
So you went
bears.
through the gamut. You went down to sloppy bottoms, some twinks. Did you go to twinks like you?
Twinks, yeah.
Twinks like you.
Looked at it. But,
Yeah.
nothing.
All right.
No?
What's your favorite type of cock? If you had to pick one.
Mine?
Yeah.
You're
if you
clipped
had
or unclipped fan?
Yeah, yeah. You like it cut?
I guess I'm circumcised.
You like the helmet out? You like that
Yeah. the helmet.
pop sound that comes out?
Yeah.
Now, what kind of penis is it? You like a big one, a medium one, a perfect one, a small one?
It's medium.
Yeah, medium. So you like a medium-sized penis?
Well, like,
Regular.
I only watch, like, lesbian porn.
Listen, do you like a regular? Answer the question, sir.
How do you?
A regular.
You like a
Probably
regular? You like a big vein down the middle that goes off like a fucking, like a map? Or do you
the
like
big,
regular?
veiny black ones, like, make me kind of nauseous.
Really? So you're racist?
Well.
No, I'm not racist.
So you don't like ashy cock?
Jesus.
You don't like putting the cock in your mouth and it changes colors?
You just pulled up
that one.
some guy
What about
with
that one?
gigantic cock.
Fuck, if I had that,
You couldn't have fun with that.
What?
No girl's gonna take that shit.
I
Stop
wouldn't
it.
give it to anybody except myself.
Yeah, that's true. No,
That's not a real dick?
It was photoshopped. Two older gentlemen just having fun with each other.
You know why gay sex is awful? Because they're just so rough. They're doing it the exact way that you should suck a cock. Like a machine, like a robot. This is what you do to get the best feeling out of sucking a cock, and it's just there's no
Don't do
kissing
that
it.
ever again,
Sorry,
Bobby.
and look you
Don't-
in the eye.
Yeah, don't look at me and ever do
Bobby,
that
ask
again.
him about his girlfriend. He's going to get married.
He doesn't have a you don't have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
We learned that
Cattery.
yesterday.
I got a ring.
Really? Where'd you get that
Why
ring?
is he
She got it for me.
Why is he? She's next to me. I
gets very
intimidate the
frightened.
twinks.
You're shaking.
Gets very
That's why I might
Why are you
switch over.
shaking there,
Sam's
sir?
not intimidated by me anymore. It's not attractive.
Why are you shaking? You
Let me
nervous?
see your ring.
Your old hat, Sam.
I don't like it.
How'd you? No, you don't have to take it off. It comes off pretty easy, huh? Fucking throw that out a window once you go down to the fucking meatpacking district. Not even. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Did you? Who gave you that? Did you give it to her?
She gave it to me.
She gave it exactly. Hang on.
Racist,
Stop.
Danny.
Stop. She gave it to you.
Yeah, she gave it to me. She wants me to wear it.
Of course she does. So you don't suck cock.
Well, yeah, she's worried about me and other girls. a
Other
lot.
girls.
Other girls?
She's, art school girls,
Are you in art school?
I don't go to an art. I go to liberal arts, but there
You're
are a
like
lot of,
fucking emo guy. So chicks, if they're into emo guys,
He's like a sweet boy.
that's
this
it.
I get a lot
This
of
is
art
very
art school girls. You
Yeah,
know?
say
Yeah.
they look and go. Oh,
there's a
he's
market
nice.
for it.
A lot of friends are girls, right? You got a lot of girls that are friends, just friends,
Yeah.
right?
Sam, what do you got on
They're
this
like
kid?
painters.
You got a big piece? What do you got? What are you packing?
What am I packing?
Yeah, what do you got? A big piece, small
Modest.
piece? Modest? Do you ever
I
come
don't-
on your own chest and eat it?
Once.
You did.
I guess in high school.
You did. What did it
Well,
taste like?
Not good.
Like what? Like an apple that's been in a pool for a month?
No, like bleach.
Tasted like, so you did do it.
Oh, it smelled like bleach.
Oh, you smelt it too.
Well, I got it to go in my mouth.
What'd you do? The old try to blow yourself and then just wind up jerking off on your face thing?
Or that,
or did you come on your belly and then scoop it up out of your belly button on your index finger and then
I get
suck
it from
off?
Cattery, and she.
What? From what?
My girlfriend, my fiance, Cattery.
So that's how you get off? You have to come on her face and lick it up?
No, she French kisses me after.
So you come in her mouth and then she kisses you and puts it back in your mouth.
Yeah.
Is that what a snowball is?
Yeah.
What is that about?
That's her choice, though.
that
That's
makes me,
her-
I'd throw up.
I did that one time. It was like, it was not my thing.
Yeah, because the cum turns into like a cotton candy substance once it hit air.
Yeah, that's not my thing.
Well, it's like chunky.
You notice that he threw air in at the end of that sentence
Yeah,
very fast?
instead of directly into mouth.
No, when it goes in your mouth, it stays gooey.
Danny is really illustrating this conversation with various photos that he's popping up on the website. That is a good one. Two men kissing with just a giant string of jizz between the two of them.
What's your name?
Bob.
Were you into that? With her French kissing you afterwards? That's
No, that's her. I always
Bobby, you lost Bobby. It's a man licking cum out of another man's asshole. That's
pretty
over the
prominent.
top.
Yeah, Bobby is a good actor. I just realized that.
Bobby throws up when he sees something disgusting or gets really jealous.
He's a good actor.
That's not even anything that gross. Just a guy licking. I mean, that's not my scene, but who's not
my
worthy?
scene, man.
That's pretty normal to like.
Yeah.
Because I go to a really gay school.
clubs?
You go to a really gay school.
And you see that all the time?
Marymount, Manhattan. It's very...
Fairy Marymount?
They
call it Fairy Marymount.
That's the big joke there.
Yeah?
It's like 90% of the guys.
And do you get hit on a lot?
No.
Why?
I try to...
You seem to be the,
Have you ever
try to fly under the radar.
Prize.
Have you ever been molested?
No.
Come on, think back.
This guy could be the closest to being gay without being gay. If he's not gay.
If he's not,
It's like a new reality show we should have.
Really? 90% gay
Hey,
school.
Bobby, look at that.
The guy is snowballed with his
I will not look at
girlfriend.
it. I know it's some type of inner asshole thing.
All right, he put a picture up.
Can I just say, Norton?
It's disgusting, but it's better than the last one.
I got the greatest phone call ever from Bobby in L.A. I sent him a photo of...
Mind you, I just ordered room service. I was starving. Just ordered room service. Just ate my room service.
It was he took a picture of Tarantino. He's like, "Where's my Tarantino picture?" I'm like, "All right, I'll send it to you."
I love it.
And I think I actually have the photos. I'll show Anthony. Bobby won't look at them, but I think I have the pictures that I sent to Bob.
Just look at that.
Bobby, look to your right.
I can't. I seen it.
Come on, just to look.
I don't like the inside of an asshole.
That's one of them. It's like a speculum opening up a guy's asshole. And there was another one I sent, and Bobby called me. He goes, "You motherfucker!" And he was like, "Ah!" And he was throwing up his cereal. Like, I just ate cereal. Oh, that is nasty.
That's fucked up.
Bobby, Bobby,
Dude,
look.
there's sweaty hair around it.
Bobby, look, we're trying to figure out
That looks like,
how to vote for you here.
muscles. Listen.
On Comedy Central. We're trying to figure out how to vote for you.
I don't even know what the fuck
Do
that
we
is.
push that red button to vote for you?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, nice prolapsed rectum.
I want to get back to this twink. I might switch
right there.
over from Sam to
Sam's
him.
old now.
Sam's got the fucking...
Sam's a man now.
He's got the neck, the
look how
guy
manly
neck,
Sam looks.
shaving
This
shit.
guy.
You put
Sam,
these two
come over
together,
here.
Sam is just like a
Sam,
man
yes. Look at this. Look at he's got like a...
That's
look
how
at
Sam
that.
used to be.
No, Sam, don't even stop
Sam,
that. I don't like
stop
that.
trying to be
Stop
sexy.
trying to be sexy.
Sam, what do you know on this kid?
Stop it. Stop it.
What do we got on this kid?
Well, I mean, the intern started buzzing from day one that they thought he was gay.
Right.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I believe him. I don't think Kenny wanted everybody to know his new nickname, though.
What?
Carrie Bradshaw. Kenny thought he was reminiscent of somebody from Sex and the City. He said his nickname should be Sex and the City, so he wanted everybody to know that his nickname is Carrie Bradshaw.
What does that mean?
This is the main character from Sex and the City.
I understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sam's got like a little bag under his left eye that's showing up.
Oh,
He's not taking care of
damn.
himself.
I wake up early every morning.
You have the same look every day. He's like different every day. He's like
yesterday he had the leather jacket on.
yeah, he's like the
shit.
Devil Wears Prada.
He had a different wool hat on.
Yeah, now he's wearing a scarf shirt.
He had a pom-pom yesterday.
Pull the hat off. Let's see what kind of head of hair you got.
Oh,
under
you know
there.
he's got
Well,
gray
I
hair.
straighten my hair.
No one cares.
You
Let's
straighten it?
Let's see it.
Yeah.
Take it
Come
off.
on, you messy Marvin.
Let's just see it. It's all right. Look at that.
Straightens his hair.
It's curly.
What?
Just let it go. Just let it go. Let it go. Flip it. Flip it. Flip it. Flip your hair. Flip it. Put your hands down. Put them down to your side. Flip your hair. Give me anger. Give me
Danny's
anger.
getting really
Give me anger. I want
turned
anger.
off.
No, he's anger. Give me angry.
Like, how angry?
We're doing a photo shoot right now for Twink Magazine.
Dude, you look less gay when you take the hat off.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Why? He does.
Flip your hair back.
Because it's a girl's hat.
Give me some anger. I want some seriousness. Right there. Yeah. Give me that crinkled brow. Yeah. Now give me happy. Now give me sad.
Pouty.
Yeah, pouty.
Pouty.
Pouty. Look at me pouty.
Oh, did he put his bottom lip
Lick your
out?
lip.
That's
Lick your
over.
lips. Lick. No.
Bobby is so into this kid. Unbelievable.
Are you into this kid?
Yeah, Sam. Now you give me anger. See?
Oh, God.
Sam's
It looks like he's from the Little Rascals.
Sam is a professional wrestling.
Sam, I don't know how to emote if it's not wrestling.
Sam's lost it, Bobby.
Sam is
you got to move on.
Give
to
me
this new
pouty,
kid.
Sam. Try pouty. No, you look like a fucking cartoon.
God, you can't even do it.
Flippy hair, Sam. Can't even do that. It's just a big fro. It does nothing.
It doesn't.
It is. It stinks.
Doesn't
This
melt.
kid's got like fucking,
Look
straight
at
hair.
that. Soft eyes.
Yeah, he's got like softer
He
features.
looks like Judd Nelson.
You're just a man now.
Bobby, kiss him on the lips.
You kiss me, you can kiss him.
Yeah, but know what?
You kiss Sam.
How about a pet?
Would you mind if
This is the thing.
Bobby kissed you on the lips?
This
It's
is the
not
thing.
gay. He's a big comic, and we're trying to get votes
Here's
for him
the
today.
thing, though. Here's the thing, though. Is I
Would
don't
you kiss him on the lips?
I don't want to rush
Close
it with
mouth.
him. I rushed it with Sam because
You've kissed Sam.
I want to take it slow with this guy. This might be something more than.
Can you kiss the new
No,
kid?
I don't want to rush it.
So
Listen, come here.
Kiss the
Baby,
new
I'm
kid.
not-
Bobby's all turned on.
We're gonna do whatever you want.
Let me see your cock right now there, Bobby.
Nah, dude,
You're all turned on?
even if I was turned on, it would do nothing for you.
I'm not saying for me. I want
Well,
to
you
see
would
if it's actually
you
there.
wouldn't be able to see,
Bobby,
even if I
really?
was fully aroused.
Really?
Bobby,
Dude, I got it's.
we had something going on here. You want the kid to do whatever he wants? If you want to kiss Bobby, Bobby will.
just on the cheek. Just
How about
kiss him
the
on the
neck,
cheek.
right
On the neck or the cheek?
How about this? We,
Bobby
know,
has good
Sam.
skin.
You want Sam to kiss you first?
I
and then-
can't do it. No.
You know, it's my birthday, and Sam really got my heart one time when he sang "Happy Birthday" to me.
That's true.
Shirtless. And let's see. Do you think you can do that? You think you can be sexy and sing me "Happy Birthday"?
Take off my shirt?
Yeah,
Kind of like
take your
Marilyn
shirt off.
Monroe.
Yeah, take the shirt off.
I
Oh,
did
you
it.
know what? Just pull it up a little bit. Just a little more. A little more. Little more. Little more.
Bobby.
Right there. Up there.
Jesus Christ.
He's got good abs. Jesus. The machinist.
Jesus.
All right, now tie it up. Roll it up. Roll it up. Yeah. Just do it.
Just take the shirt off then.
Just
Just
do
take
it.
it off.
Yeah, there you go. Just take the whole thing
Why
off.
are we doing this?
Bobby.
Bobby.
I wish I
Hang
was.
on. Let's just hang on one second.
Bobby's like,
Bobby's like, let's not rush
and
this.
Jimmy just goes, I wish I wasn't fat.
That's
all he's thinking.
Don't you wish
Yeah.
you could just be like him? Yeah, I just hate being like my gut. Just wear underwear and the fucking elastic doesn't fold over. Look at him.
All right,
Look
Bobby,
at
what
you.
are we looking at now?
Look at
You got a very low cut neckline.
Let
on
me
your,
know this
oh
is
my God.
this is Bobby's bit. So Bobby, take it away.
That's yeah.
Take it away, Bobby.
You look like a fucking dance instructor. You do dance?
Is that a girl shirt?
No,
A
it's
girl?
It's American Apparel, right?
American Apparel.
Yeah.
How the fuck did you
Because
know
I
that?
can't shop there. I'm too fat. That's why. I went in there one time, and their double X is a small on any other fucking
How did
person.
you know where that
because
came
they have
from?
the large gay V-neck that I tried to buy, but they don't have my size.
Don't they have that everywhere? Can't you go anywhere?
Not
and go,
that V-neck. Look how low that is.
I wouldn't notice. God, you fucking
that
gay.
V-neck is not manly.
You could blow a guy in a car, and he can come on your chest, and you don't have to fucking change your shirt.
He knows it all.
No, it's not. That's so while a guy is stuck in your dick, you can reach down and massage his nipples without stretching out his collar.
Yeah, stretch that collar out.
All right, listen, I want you to watch this video, and I want you to reproduce this for me, but sexier. Can you do
That's the
that?
creepy gay kid.
Yeah, well, we might have a new creepy gay kid.
You know what? I'm going to take a leak.
Wait, right? Wait a minute.
Out of here.
Take it right now.
Where are you going?
I'll be back. I got to take a leak.
Do you have a rod?
Why do you have to leak again?
Opie's sitting on his rod. I'm glad we have two fucking tap out guys coming in too. That's good. We're not gonna look like a bunch of fucking.
Speaking of
fruits.
tapping out, I'm going to take a leak.
Where you going,
I
Ope?
got to really take a leak.
You're gonna miss this.
How could you miss this?
You can tell me about it when I get back.
Nah, you're gonna
Or we
miss
can
this.
take a break.
Where's your flip cam? Get it out. This is a big hit.
This shit.
I got the video camera.
All right, let's go.
Oh, there you go.
All right, watch the video.
All right.
Watch it.
Go ahead, man. Make a little half shirt for
See, I want you to do that. So, do it right now.
All right, here we go. Sam singing to
Sam has
Bob
a
Kelly
pot
for his
belly.
birthday. He's
Fat
No,
man.
it looks just fine.
No, you got pot belly in that.
Compared to this Twinkie does.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Kelly. Happy birthday to you. I love you, Bob Kelly.
All right.
That was 1 year
What do you-
ago today.
What do you think?
Was it a year
Is
ago
it your birthday today?
Oh,
What it, no.
thanks. Yeah, wow.
Don't cock block.
Today's your birthday?
No, yes, it is. Yeah, yeah. So, all right, whip up the shirt. Let's go. Tie it up. Tie it tighter. Don't look at Sam. Don't look at Sam.
You just got to bring the bottom in through the top and pull.
Okay.
There you go. Pull.
And then just pull down like that. Oh, he's going for a knot.
Go ahead. No, you don't have to fucking make
This
it permanent,
whole thing
homo.
is a knot.
Yeah. As in N-O-T.
Oh, literal spelling, Jim.
Oh, he's showing a nipple there.
What are you doing? You videotaping?
I want to. Yeah,
He wants to show you his
no one
nipple.
else.
Oh, he's got one. All right, go ahead. All right, now sing it. Go ahead. Take the mic off.
Sing it.
Go.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
President? I'm Kelly.
Bob Kelly. Happy birthday to you.
Now in that same voice, can you say the loons, Norman? You know
Wow.
what? I think I like Sam better. Yeah, Sam is
I'm back to
Sam. You know what, dude? No. I'm back to Sam. Sam,
He has too much sexuality about him when he's doing it. You like my innocence and naivete.
Shut it.
I just like your
Good.
gay
Now
voice
that we've
better. His gay
fouled
voice.
an intern.
All right, good job though. All right.
You're completely heterosexual.
Completely. I mean,
I can't even fathom that.
Suck my finger. I want to see you.
Oh, Jesus.
Just real quick.
Just real quick, suck my finger.
Just real quick. It'll be funny.
there's nothing like, like STDs or anything.
Oh, he is gay.
Oh,
I'm not going to do it in these times.
It's not. This day and age.
I'm not sucking just a random finger.
Wow. I don't know. I would have had you pegged as a, a little supporter of gay marriage or something like that. But apparently, you're all a man.
You know what I think it is, though? I think I'm too butch for him. I think you got to get a gay guy in here, like a real legit gay guy, to turn him out. Like, he needs to be. I think he needs. Like, Sam likes my butchness. This guy,
he?
I think this guy needs like a hey.
I don't actually.
What did I miss? Anything
Sam,
good?
shut your face.
All right. Confused?
It's all over.
Ever?
I'm back to Sam.
Ever have any kind of experience growing up with another friend, just even once innocent thing that happened?
My friend Ron mooned me when I was a kid. That's all I can remember.
That's it? He just showed you his ass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it.
Cool.
That's it? Okay.
What did I miss? Anything good?
You missed the singing of Happy Birthday and the gyration. The
exposing of the nipples.
Yes, the rubbing of the belly and crotch area, as you sang to Mr. Kelly.
Do you have to have sex with your girlfriend? Does she have to be on her stomach and you have to have your eyes shut really tight every time? When you come, you can have her on top of you and you can come?
Every which way.
Really?
Yeah.
Every which way.
You don't mush your ass cheeks together to make it look like a guy ass?
No.
And then fuck real hard? You don't do that? And just squint your eyes tight?
Taking such a horribly homosexual turn.
Yeah.
Well, the tap out guys are outside the studio.
Oh, good. I'm glad they're hearing this.
Yeah, they're just thrilled at what they're hearing. So we'll take a break, get them in next.
Yeah,
let's do that.
All right, Bob Kelly's going to be at Bananas tonight and tomorrow. South where? Route 17 South, Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll continue.
Thanks. So.
All right, we got the tap out guys coming in studio. Punk Ass and Skyscraper from Tap Out T Clothing. Tap out clothing.
Goddamn.
Hey, man, he has the same hair as Sam.
Yeah, a little bit.
Look at that,
Little
man.
bit.
You guys got the same hair.
He must be shy.
It's his brother from another mother.
What's up, guys?
Dude, what's up, guys?
See, you guys, they told us we were bringing strippers in. That's why you guys gave us the couch, huh?
We wish.
Yeah, we wish.
A man this fucking room up.
Instead, we're talking to Twinks.
Yeah, Twinkie.
Did you hear the last break?
Nah.
Oh, okay. Good.
We turned everything down out there.
This guy's trying to shove this thing in my fucking throat.
That's more masculine than what was happening before you came in.
There we go.
It was fucking horrifying.
Why are you guys in town,
Just-
first of all?
We're in town for the International Motorcycle Show.
Right.
We had
fuck
somebody
on.
build us a couple street bikes, and gonna come fucking check it out.
Come fucking check it out.
Just fucking check it out. I like it. Check it out.
What do you think about they said that Lesnar is going to be ready to fight again in I guess sometime over the summer. I mean, do you think he'll be ready or no?
You know what we were just talking about? I think yeah. He's such a big guy, and then Punk Ass said, his very first fight was against Frank Mir, and he was whooping his ass for a minute and just got caught. So I think he's going to come back in, and his first fight will be the winner between Mir and Carwin, I think.
But what happened to him? I mean, it was literally a miracle. I mean, he healed himself.
Maybe that shit was fake. Maybe it was real.
Some hype? You think it was some hype?
Yeah,
you never know, huh?
Hold on. Let's slow down with this. Yeah, because we did this whole thing yesterday. I mean, hole in his stomach, even though I think he meant to say a hole in his colon. And he's saying he fucking healed himself instead of the doctor taking out his colon.
He said he healed him fucking self?
Yeah, that's what he said with Dana White on ESPN.
And we said yesterday something doesn't make sense here.
That ain't right.
Well, they said that there's like a 1% chance that you can heal, you could heal, your body will heal itself, and you could need some holistic medicine and shit like that, and it actually worked. But, the doctor in Canada was just going to fucking put a colostomy bag on him, and that was it. It was a wrap. He was going to walk around with a bag.
Nice health care up there.
Good old Canada.
They were talking early on that he may never fight again. So
right, it went from not fighting ever again to I healed myself and I'll be fighting.
But could you fight with a colostomy bag? Could they?
No, what if that shit popped when you're in there?
They tap out.
There it is. Yeah,
be a mess.
That's a good way to win. You take a little needle in there and pop the bag and get shit on the other guy and just make him quit.
What do you guys think happened?
I'm calling BS.
You are, right?
Really?
Maybe. You never know. Yeah, I think so. Shit. I think it was some other shit going on, and they made up some. What the fuck is diverticulitis, anyways? What the fuck is that? Anybody ever heard of that?
Yeah, it's a weird thing that happens when you eat, like when a seed or something gets caught or a nut in your colon and it causes an infection. And I think the pus build. It is.
I thought it was the New Kids on the Block thing. They're talking about you swallow too much of that fucking semen and jizz and shit.
You just said that. And I'm not protecting you from Brock when he comes running.
Yeah,
through.
dude, what the fuck is wrong with you, man?
I need you guys. This big man over here. He's like fucking Lurch. He walks around. He don't say nothing. I thought he was a fucking CIA earlier. I thought he was gonna kill me.
Jokes around. He had nothing to laugh about.
Nah, he's a robot. Jordan from Scranton, PA says Brock Lesnar doesn't strike me as the holistic medicine type of guy. So
yeah,
something is. I'm with you, man.
Needle medicine.
Maybe he fucking mounted his wife and she cured him.
Jesus Christ, man!
Wow.
Yeah, it's not.
So I'm assuming you're not a fan of Brock Lesnar.
No, you know what? Hey,
we love Brock.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I'm just
You guys, don't, he
busting
doesn't.
his
But he
balls.
doesn't. You guys don't.
I hope he's not listening.
Nothing. He doesn't wear any tap out anything.
No, he's got his own
sponsor
thing.
him?
So.
Death Clutch.
Death Clutch. Are you making fun of Death Clutch?
See, now you're fucking with him. Now you're gonna get us kicked. All right.
It is funny though that you guys started out the whole clothing MMA line. You guys were there at the beginning of it, but now everybody's trying to come up with a badass Death Clutch and grappling angle.
Death Clutch.
Eye poke.
Yeah.
Everybody has these fucked up names.
Everybody
now.
wants to come up with some clothing line. And
that's okay.
Seems to have been pretty profitable, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Making a few bucks.
Worked for us, I guess.
A few bucks. You guys like $200 million this year or something like that?
You did your math.
Yeah,
there you go. Did your research.
I didn't do math. I just did YouTube. But, I'm really dumb. I can't do math.
How many years has Tap Out been in existence?
We started in 97.
Wow.
96, 97.
Okay, so you got in kind of at the beginning.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely.
Yeah, you guys, but you still go, I mean, you're UFC. You go to the big events, but you still go to those little fucking, like in a ballroom.
Yeah.
You still go to shows where there's sunlight. There's like sun hitting the fucking octagon.
We've been in some crazy shows, man.
We've
They
been
used
in
to be
some
totally illegal in California. So when we were going to shows, they were underground.
Wow.
The typical, you walk in, we remember going to this one in Compton, U-Haul dealership.
Oh,
you had to give a secret name and $20, and they let you in the back door and opened up, and there was a big old cage in there.
We've been in the fights where the biker gangs stabbing people and fights breaking out and getting people stabbed in the crowd and
wow,
nice.
That was
Ghetto
shit
school.
back then. Yeah.
And they don't have rules in some of those fights too. I mean, some of those illegal underground fights, you can still headbutt and do some weird shit, right?
I don't think it's legal, but the refs kind of turn a blind eye to it.
Well, that's why it's glad it's cleaned up now. I mean, it's not really like that anymore. Now, even the underground, the smaller ones still have good refs and medical.
Yeah, but people don't realize that there's this big
changed.
underground. I mean, you see the UFC, but a lot of these guys are fighting in shit venues. There's 8 people and a fat lady.
Yeah,
and these guys
they're making $10.
$10, and they're getting the shit kicked out of them.
We used to go to this fight where they had
those are the guys that love it.
You just have to pay $75 to fight.
Right.
You had to pay the athletic commission or whatever it was to give you the fucking physicals.
Shit.
You had to pay to fight.
Yeah, $75.
Now, here our googly-eyed governor is going to be passing cage fighting here.
Oh, is he really?
That's That's what I heard when we got in town. That's what everybody was saying.
He was
It's
saying
about time.
because it's all financial. It
Oh,
has
yeah.
nothing to do with anything.
No.
New York's broke.
Yeah.
This guy's got to come up with something. He's taxing soda. He's taxing everything, and then he figures, we'll allow this fighting, and then tax the fuck out of it.
Yeah, I hope they figured that shit out because it's all in New Jersey right now. So.
Yeah.
I'll bet well, it's the only state that you can't do it in, right? Is New York. Boston is finally went
I think
through.
there's like 6.
There's a couple others.
There's a couple
State
more.
of Boston.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Yeah, the rest of Massachusetts can do it.
Yeah, I think there's a few states nobody wants to throw UFC in.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What the fuck states are they? Pussies.
Fuck them.
Nebraska.
Fags.
Is it Alaska? Can you do it in Alaska?
Lots of fights actually in Alaska right
Fucking women are fighting up there.
Yeah.
Flatback women are just.
It's actually pretty big.
Fucking shoulder monsters from Bugs Bunny are coming in. So you guys had a TV show too, man.
Yeah.
Is it going on a second season right now?
We had 2 seasons come out. They were,
and then
the first 2 were on Versus Network, same as WEC.
Yeah.
And then DirecTV dropped them. So all that was coming, so we backed out.
Hey,
we have to break in for 1 second. We have we have a phone call.
Yes, we do.
Which I think it is
We're gonna get
only
back
fair.
to the tap out guys.
We
but,
were. It's a comedian.
Yeah, it's
Tammy Pescatelli.
Tammy Pescatelli, are you on the line?
I am, you guys, and I'm a huge fan, and I thought that bit sucks too. Don't kid yourself.
Oh no! What, the gay bit?
No. The whole thing about it's Jim, Bob. You guys know, man. It's like it's 2005, and they play.
Wait, you're admitting that the bit we played sucked?
I hate it.
I love Tammy Pescatelli.
You know what? Hold on. I nothing but respect to Tammy now.
Yeah, vote for Tammy.
Honestly,
Let her win.
Tammy, that bit is a little rough. They should have gave you like a better bit.
Well, let me tell you something. Here's the thing. I am not in by any stretch of the imagination with Comedy Central. They have their boys. That's so cool. I just happen to be a chick who literally said, hey, vote for me. And I got a bunch of dweebs paying Wizards of Warcraft voting for me 700,000 times. You know what I mean? You just can't ask people. I never said I was funnier than anybody, but, I'm happy that it works. But what do you get from
We
it?
were fucking vicious.
We were really bad.
Actually, I don't think we weren't that bad.
Oh, it was horrible.
Nah,
We were vicious.
I made fun of your accent just because you reminded me of fucking, who's the guy from Midnight Run?
Right.
Robert De Niro?
If that would be Robert De Niro,
No,
I think I would take it.
No, not De Niro. It was,
fucking-
the ex-cop.
I'll fucking stab you with this pencil.
Yeah, he's sitting, have a cream soda, relax.
You know what's funny? I love that at least you guys don't even admit that I'm a chick. You know what I mean? If the worst thing that I was talking about is being Italian, then who cares? You know, at least I'm a female comic and no one even thinks of that. I don't do any of that male bashing.
How old was that? How old was the clip?
2005. I mean, they don't give you a break over there at Comedy Central unless you live over there.
It is a really weird thing, these contests they have. I don't understand how they make the decisions on what clip to show, because it's not the artist picking the clip.
No, it's some guy in a room. It's the web guy. And
fuck it, Tammy's got balls though.
Yeah.
God bless you,
I
Tammy.
don't care. It is what it is.
Now I think we're going to become friends. Now you got to come in here and hang with us.
I've always been like a huge fan, and because you just stay true. Jimmy, your bits on Jay are hilarious, by the way.
Thank you. Some of them have been really good, and some I would rather have fixed. But hopefully.
I love how these comics are going to say that they're on Team Conan, and then they're not going to work till he works.
Yeah, it's really weird how everybody is just taking sides, and it's like, fucking, why are you going to shit on Leno? He's going back to the Tonight Show. I don't understand why any comic would do that. Even if you hate Jay, why would you shit on him? Doesn't make sense.
Because that's what comics do. I don't really care. I just go do my bit. I never thought I was the funniest comic in the world. I hope that people who show up laugh, and then you go home and you take your check and you realize what a loser you are because you're in a hotel and no one gives a shit where you are.
Yeah. It's so weird. And Tammy's hot, too. I mean, she's a sexy chick.
Yeah.
It's so weird to hear her say, I'm alone in a hotel room. Why?
Yeah, you could be with anyone
Can I be
when you're on the road.
Let me open for you.
Now I'm married. Do you know that now I'm married? I have a baby, and I am. It's just like. It's just not what I thought it was going to be.
Took the Bonnie McFarlane route.
I guess, you know what I mean? Like, who knew that? I'm still on the road, though, because I did it for spite. They told me, you can't be pregnant on stage. I'm like, well, apparently you've never been to a bad strip club, because I can.
Well, come in. When are you going to be in New York?
I'm there all the time, but I'll come visit you guys, because my mother-in-law lives there, and she's crazy, so it would be great to get away from her.
Tammy, where are you this weekend?
This This weekend, I'm at I just left. I just left Stevens Institute of Technology, and I'm taking the weekend off. Next week, I'm in Seattle.
All right. Very good.
Crazy.
All right. Hey, Tammy.
Guys, thanks for listen. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I don't mind. I hate that whole special. I don't even want to win because I don't want it to play. So I wish they would give me something else. So good luck to you, and I'm sorry to interrupt, Tammy.
Vote for Tammy.
Hey, that's okay. I'm looking at this guy's got a picture of you up here, and you're doing all right.
Yeah, Tammy's all right.
Tammy is
Holy
right.
shit.
Thanks, Tammy.
It takes balls for her to call
Well,
like
that's just
that.
the true comic.
God
It's,
bless her.
it's like, as a comic, you look at a bit that's on the net, and you're like, fuck, why did they pick that bit?
Well, because you guys even said she's funny, and then we're looking at this clip going, and you know, and she fucking, all right, she called in.
Gotta give it to her.
Gotta give it to
definitely
her.
always
Tap
gotta
out,
give that
guys.
call.
Sorry, punk ass and skyscraper. That just finished up something that we did earlier. So
Yeah, she. Sometimes you're fucking goofing on something, and the person hears.
I'm still worried about Brock busting through the door about it.
we just have Tammy on our ass. Not
Opie's
Brock.
worried about Tammy Pescatelli. These guys got to deal with fucking Lesnar.
That shit ain't funny, guys.
Hey, I want to know more about
that.
Sick Brock.
I wanna know
beat
more
the
about-
shit out of anybody.
Yeah.
All of us in this
Yeah.
room together.
I want to
yeah.
know more about the beginning of Tap Out, because now everyone knows it's making like hundreds of millions of dollars a year, but it started as a nothing company. Could you walk us through that without making it boring? Like the quick story of how it went
it's
from
just,
nothing to where it's
we were
at today.
following the sport. We were big fans of the sport. And the sport didn't have any clothing attached to it, and all the other sports do, Adidas and soccer and Nike and basketball or football, and so we just wanted to make a shirt that represented that. And we came up with a shirt, and we were having fun. It was just really about having fun. We were traveling all over trying to sell our goods out of our trunk of our car.
What, to the fans and
to all the
fighters
fans at the
themselves?
fights.
Yep.
We were going to all the small shows in California, Indiana, Hawaii, wherever they were throwing shows that we were flying out there.
Getting kicked out of a lot of shows.
Yeah.
We
Oh,
show
sure.
up and somebody they'd promise us, you come in, say your clothes at the next show. We'd show up and they'd go, oh, we got
Get
these
the
other
fuck
people,
out.
get out of here. We show up again. Oh, next time you can come. So finally there was a point where we started buying, we go to the city and rent property, in front of a fucking Jack in the Box and set up a tent and put some banners up that you had to pass to get to the show, and we sell our clothes. Getting arrested. Punk ass got arrested at a fight because it was, underground illegal fight, and cops showed up. We grab our shit, start running, and fuck it.
I wasn't leaving all the shit. That's
Yeah,
what I
no.
said. I said, I ain't leaving all this stuff. It cost us too much. We couldn't afford to, so I just hung out and said, hey, this is my shit.
Yeah.
And don't steal it.
And how did it explode? Obviously, you're doing the slow build, but what was the event where it just went
Ultimate
bam?
Fighter. The first Ultimate Fighter.
First season
always
one
had
finale.
growth. Yeah, we always had growth, but when that first Ultimate Fighter hit, it literally shut down our website. We were so crazy.
Because you had the tap out on the mat.
Yeah, we had tap out on
Rich
the mat.
Franklin
we were
was wearing a
sponsors of the
shirt.
show.
Diego Sanchez was wearing a shirt.
They actually threw our website up at one point on the screen on TV for the viewers at home, and about then our website crashed, and then our web guy got it back up. I was on the phone till like 2 o'clock in the morning. We were at one point getting about 6,000 orders an hour. So.
And then the bank, it was such an influx from what we were making to then. The bank was withholding all our money. And Punk Ass, I remember Punk Ass was throwing chairs through doors because they wouldn't give us the money for months. You know what I mean?
Out in the street.
Oh, they thought maybe you were.
They thought some fishy shit was going on. So
fishy.
Yeah.
Were you guys fighters?
We all trained, but we trained with some of those guys, all the guys that fight in the UFC, or at least the older guys.
But you were a fighter before you started this clothing line.
We were fighting. We weren't like at the level these UFC guys are.
But it was you and Mask, and then how did you come in, Skyscraper?
I came in. Charles had bought a place or rented a room from a friend of mine in Huntington Beach, and I just right after they started, and I was kind of that fucking kid that was always hanging around, just fucking
need
started
somebody
rolling
to
with
fucking carry the shit.
Yeah, and then pretty much. Yeah, I was just, and I had watched UFC since UFC 1, and nobody knew what tap out meant around besides me and my brother.
He's the only guy that would show up.
And Punk Ass was working a couple jobs at the time, so Charles was going to these jiu-jitsu tournaments and fights by himself a lot. So I just started going with them, selling the stuff with them.
They had I remember going over to their house. It was like a bitch fest over there. Every time there'd be it was all these guys that lived in this one house. And so everybody would, you know, it was like a magnet house. Everybody would go over
This is Charles. This is Charles at the house. It was a party house, you know, it was always bitches, and Charles would be in his room in the back of the house, and at about 2 o'clock, he'd open his door, and he'd grab a bitch and pull him in his room, and then that's all you'd see him. He's like a fucking
Venus fly snatch.
That's how he did it. That's exactly, I swear to God, that's what he would do.
Classic.
He didn't party or drink or nothing, so he'd hang out in his room, and he'd be working or whatever, and then about 2 o'clock, he'd peek his head out, he'd go start rapping with a chick, pull her back in the room.
Nice. She came out with a black eye and
She'd come out walking like fucking legs 6 feet apart.
She had stitches that he put in.
Yeah.
What type of shirt am I wearing? I have a UFC shirt.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's not you guys, though.
No, it's a UFC shirt.
We're big sponsors of the UFC. We're the main sponsor for the Ultimate Fighter. We sponsor the WEC, which is also owned by the UFC people. And
you sponsor Mike Straka's show.
Mike Straka's show.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that guy a lot.
Yeah, Mike's got a good show.
And so you got Liddell. You got a lot of fighters that wear your stuff.
Yeah.
How much does that help the live events and just people see these guys walking around it? They have to want to buy it.
Yeah, and now we're doing with the fighters, you know, Liddell, Nate Marquardt, a lot of these guys, we do signature shirts where they get their own shirt with their name on it.
Yeah, it's kind of their own business.
What's the top selling one? I think I know, but Dan Henderson?
Hendo,
yeah. It really blew up.
Because you put the American flag on.
After he knocked out Bisping?
Yeah, that shirt actually, he got some big checks for it.
I bought it.
Yeah, it's a good shirt.
I did. It was
what shirt is that? I haven't
seen it. The one, the Hendo shirt.
The
American flag going down.
American flag.
Is that after he fucking? That was one of the greatest knockouts I've ever seen.
It got, you know, at the MMA award show this couple months ago, it won knockout of the year.
When he's fucking laying on the ground and he's like, one more for you, fuck.
But the second one was the shit because he actually left his whole body left the ground.
Yeah, there you go. There it is.
Yeah, that's actually a great
shirt. You know,
hey,
we've done a bunch of signings with Hendo, and people will bring, 4-foot fucking pictures of him in the air, getting ready to throw that last blow on him.
But nothing is touching the ground.
He's literally like 2 feet off the ground.
That's awesome. The second punch after he was knocked out, he literally jumped up in the air, swung his fist, he was like Superman, and just punched him right in the fucking chin.
Could you Google that, Danny? Henderson knocking out Bisping?
And he was already unconscious when that second punch was coming.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was a great shot.
Oh, he was knocked out with that. What a punch.
That was I've told the story before. That was the headline fight was Mir and Lesnar.
UFC 100.
And afterwards,
90-something.
We're backstage, actually with Reed Harris, and Frank Mir walks by, and you never know what to say to a beaten fighter. It's awkward.
First of all, Brock walks by. I mean, this is literally right after the fight. We ran backstage to, see them. And Brock walks, we all of us, me and Norton just bow our heads because he's such a fucking alpha male. Fucking Cesar Milan. We just rolled on our stomachs. We actually curled our wrists over.
We actually opened our assholes like orangutans and presented. and then,
yeah, you don't want to look that guy in the eye.
No, what did you say to Frank Mir?
And then Frank Mir was coming down. I'm a big fan. I love Frank Mir. I really big fan of him. And I really wanted him to beat Brock really bad. Because I love that he fucking tapped him out. That's why you love the sport.
Yeah, I think I lost money on that fight too.
Yeah. Well, that's why you love it. Because back in the day, Hoist Gracie, some little fucking 175-pound guy is beating the shit out of a guy with a mohawk and Jesus tattoo on his stomach.
270 pounds, and he's
Yeah, that's why you. And I, and he lost, and his face was all fucked. He's walking down. I was very nervous.
Yeah.
And I went, "Good job, Frank. Good job,
That's
Frank."
That's the wrong thing to say. What do you say?
There you go. There it is. Look at the video. Bam!
That was
shit. Look at it. Look at it.
Up in
Airborne.
Bam! That's an elbow. That's an elbow. That's not even a punch. I think that was
That's unbelievable.
He was out.
Hey, you guys
He's lucky he was out for that in the second one.
Yeah.
And you guys are sponsoring Herschel Walker as he tries to get this fight thing, huh?
Is he really trying that?
You know what? Here, I'll tell you this real quick. Bob Cook, who's the coach of Josh Koscheck, John Fitch, a lot of those guys. I seen him at a WEC a while back, and I knew Herschel was training with him, so I pulled him aside. I said, "Bro, what?" Because I'm like, Herschel's a great fucking guy. He's a nice guy, and I'm like going, "Oh, he's gonna get his ass kicked." Yeah, he's an athlete and all that, but this is different. We've seen football players come in and get hurt, and so I pulled him aside and I said, "What do you think about him?" He goes, "Bro, the best athlete I've ever had in my gym was Mike Van Arsdale. He's a coach at Greg Jackson's out there in New Mexico."
He said Herschel Walker.
He said Herschel Walker at 47 is the best athlete I've ever seen.
Come on,
ever?
I swear,
bro. Honest to God, that's what he said.
Maybe not the most skilled fighter yet.
He said I put an All-American. Yeah, he said I put an All-American college wrestler against him. Couldn't take him down. He said I put a K1 kickboxer against him. Herschel rocked him and dropped him.
Yeah.
He said he likes to get hit. He don't shy away from it, and he's just a
Come on,
fucking athlete.
who looks like that at 47?
He's a heavyweight, right?
So what's his experience?
Yeah, I think he's fighting a heavyweight. Yeah.
What's his experience going into this
Olympic
fight?
bobsledding and
No, I know that.
I
A
think-
little of everything, though.
Well, he's been doing martial arts for like 30 years.
He
but,
has
you know,
been, okay.
Taekwondo and
Oh,
guys
is he
like
a
that.
martial arts?
Yeah, he's a black belt in Taekwondo.
Yeah, he said he'd
and-
go to practice and he'd get done and he'd go over and fight in a Taekwondo tournament.
Yeah,
or something
he'd
down
go
the street.
football practice over to
Full
Taekwondo.
contact.
Oh, okay.
We never read about any of this
Yeah,
shit
I didn't
over
know
the
that.
years. Yeah.
I just knew he was a little crazy after that fucking stuff came out. That's when you want a fucking 30-year black belt hearing voices.
Yeah, that's good. He's got a split personality, right?
Every certain
Something's going on
Shaq
there.
wants to fight now too. He said,
Yeah.
as soon as I get retired, I'm going to go fight.
He's
Herschel
gonna
can do
tap
it, so
people
can
out
I.
with his fucking huge
With his
hog
just
resting on their
size,
throats.
yeah.
I heard Shaq has like 7. You know how awful a 7-inch dick looks on a guy of that size? Horrible.
How the fuck do you know he has a 7-inch
I don't
dick?
remember where I heard it. Someone just said it's an average dick, like a regular dick, like 7 or 8. Yeah, and then
Great.
Okay, so Herschel, when's his first fight?
In a couple weeks, out in
Coming up
Florida,
soon,
a week or two or something like that.
Yeah.
You guys don't just work with UFC. You work with everybody. I mean, you have Frank Shamrock. You have a bunch of guys. Strike Force.
Well, we have fighters everywhere, but we sponsor the UFC. As far as sponsoring the show itself, is the only show we sponsor. The UFC and WEC.
Now, why do you think? Now we talked about, it, but why do you think Fedor did not sign with UFC? Do you think that was a money thing, or I wondered on some level, and I like Fedor, but if his people were afraid of Lesnar, that Brock would beat him and just destroy that unbeatable image.
I think Brock would beat him.
Really?
I mean, yeah, I think so. I think Brock is this monster that he's so athletic and there's something to that, and he's so big and powerful. I mean, Fedor's not a big dude, really.
He's just trying not to get killed by Brock anymore. He's trying to.
I think he would. Hey,
you saw Fedor
No,
fight that.
he's right. He's
I've
right.
always
He's
said
right.
Brock would beat everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
But Fedor fought that fucking 7'9" Korean dude.
Yeah,
And the guy was
Hong Man
on,
Choi,
the guy
yeah.
was on top of him, and he still tapped him up.
Yeah, but you see the way he held Mir down? I mean, Mir didn't even... I mean, Mir is a very skilled fighter who's been fighting for a long time.
One of the best jiu-jitsu guys there is.
It was like he was holding his 10-year-old kid down.
Yeah.
That was an uncomfortable beating to watch, because that's how I would get beat up. my one arm would be stuck behind me, and my fucking fat face would just be begging for a fist.
Just be a nice, easy target.
Dude, it was really weird to see a man.
That's a great way to look at
that
it.
helpless.
Yeah, and it's true, because I kept thinking, Mir, fucking get your arm out and just roll into him or something. But he didn't do anything. Yeah, nothing.
He couldn't do shit.
Yeah, but don't you think that was kind of... I kind of fucking hated that. Because, I mean, yeah, he is... I mean, he comes in at, 265, but immediately goes up to 285, 290 within a half hour.
Yeah.
And then, and then he goes in... I mean, he's lying on top of the fucking guy. What are you going to do?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That fucking...
No, after his first fight with Mir, I said, hey, this guy, give him a couple jiu-jitsu classes and he's going to kill everybody.
Can he take a punch, though? Because Couture really fought him very tough. And, Randy's an older guy. I mean, can he really take a shot like someone Fedor would throw at him?
I hope Shane Carwin, I want to see Shane Carwin fight him, because Shane Carwin's a big fucking
Shane
guy.
has bigger hands than fucking
Brock.
Brock.
And he's 6'4", he's not, he's bigger than Mir and those guys, so I'd like to see that fight.
And he's a wrestler, too.
Yeah,
he's a motherfucker.
When does Carwin fight Mir?
Is it 109? Is that 109? Fuck, I don't know. There's so many UFCs now, it's hard to know who's
I think
fighting.
it's in March.
Let me see.
Is it March? Yeah, the Frank Mir, Shane Carwin, that's in March.
Yeah, that should be. I mean,
Lesnar
there's a
fights
good
the
fight.
winner of that
I mean,
in the
that's
summertime.
That's the fight I really like to see.
Carwin and Mir?
Yeah, Carwin and Mir.
It's going to be a good fight.
Yeah, that's a good fight.
That's the best part about the UFC.
Oh, it's
I
in
like
Jersey.
both of those guys.
UFC 111 in Jersey.
Oh, where is it? It's in
at
Newark,
the
right?
Continental or...
Yeah, and who else is fighting? BJ's...
Prudential.
No, BJ's
fighting Frankie Edgar...
yeah, he's fighting, but not here.
Yeah.
No. Who's St. Pierre's fighting on that card?
that card is St. Pierre and Hardy.
Yeah, that's going to be a great fight.
He's in the best physical condition I've ever seen a human being in. It's annoying. Yeah. I just watching him jump up, bounce up and down before his fight. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, I just read something about his coach was saying that he's in better shape he's ever seen him in.
Yeah, he's really...
Which is fucking saddening, because
the thing
he's
is
a freak
we
anyways.
went to the weigh-ins, and you see these guys on TV, you're like, wow, they're in shape. But when you see these motherfuckers live, they look like humans without skin. It's just muscle.
Yeah. Well, they're the best athletes in the world. That's what we believe, anyways. I mean, you compare them to some of the. I mean, basketball players. They're definitely in shape, running across back and forth all day long. But I think they're the best athletes in the world.
Yeah. Why the white guy domination in this sport? Seems a little odd.
No, it is. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe because it comes from original martial arts, and you kind of see that's dominated by.
Yeah, that's true.
By
all right. Just wondering, I'd bring race into it. Just bring race.
That's slowly changing now.
Yeah, John Jones.
Yeah, John Jones is a motherfucker.
Yeah. Brett Rogers, he looked like he was doing pretty well until that fucking one punch.
Yeah. One punch. It's always till that one punch.
Especially with Fedor.
Bisping was doing okay till that one punch.
That guy fought Fedor, and the only fights he had before, they were all outside fights with like carnivals going on in the background. And then he's fucking fighting. You see little girls with cotton candy watching the fight, and then you see him fighting Fedor. It's like, come on, fuck it. He's a tough guy, but there's no way he was going to fucking win.
What about Kimbo? See, Kimbo's.
You guys represent.
Yeah, we got Kimbo. Yeah, we do a line with Kimbo. Yeah.
How's he doing lately? I know he was on the show and all, but
and then he beat Houston Alexander on the Ultimate Fighter finale.
Yeah. That annoyed the shit out of me. What the fuck was Houston doing?
I don't know what his game plan was, but it wasn't.
When is he fighting next, Kimbo?
He's fighting. He's supposed to be fighting Matt Mitrione coming up in a couple months, like 2 months or something like that.
Yeah. And Rampage is back, I hear.
Yeah.
Rampage Jackson is back.
We sponsor him too.
Yeah.
Rampage. Well, he went and did the A-Team movie, and now he's back fighting.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he did come back. Good.
UFC 114, I think they're saying is where he's fighting.
I think he went back to finish up his contract.
Didn't he? What was the sentence he just got too? They wrapped up his legal trouble. I think what was it? Florida? No.
California.
Oh, California.
Yeah, right by me, yeah.
What was the fine? He's got like probation or something like that, like 3 years probation.
Is that what he got? I don't know.
Yeah, it was nothing.
Community service.
You have to tell all the neighbors.
Stand out on the corner with a sign.
Point to his van. That's mine. If you see this going quickly, move.
Well, we were at that fight too when he lost that fight, and then he lost his mind like 2 days
I didn't think
later.
I didn't think he should have lost that fight. I thought that was a bad decision.
Which one was that? Who did he fight?
Forrest.
Okay. Yeah.
And I said that I've been saying that a lot, except when Forrest was here. I was like, man,
you won that fight. You won that fight.
Yeah, it was a good call for them.
Forrest is
a little.
He's a scary dude.
A little, dude. I saw him 2 weeks later in an event. I could have been fucking Mom's Mabley. He had no recognition of me whatsoever.
What has he got? One ball or something? What the fuck was he telling us?
Does he?
Yeah, is that it?
He has one nut.
Really? I think he has one nut. That he lost weightlifting.
Did you guys? You guys know the Underground is MMA.tv or some shit like that, where it's a forum where people talk. And after Anderson abused him, they put a clip of the movie Forrest Gump where Forrest is running from that truck, and he runs across the football field. Well, they put Anderson Silva's head on the dude in the back of the truck, and they put Forrest Griffin's head on Forrest Gump, and so it was chasing him because he ran out of the ring and ran in the back. Oh, it was fucking
I was
hilarious.
at that show.
That was great.
That was Philadelphia, right?
Yeah, I was at the Philly show. He was so bummed, man.
Oh, man.
We haven't heard from him since, really. Forrest, right?
He hasn't done much.
Yeah, he ran out of the arena, Bobby. He
got
knocked
I saw it, yeah.
Knocked out, popped up, and he was gone.
But he didn't even get knocked out. I mean, that was it was almost like a jab.
Yeah.
He knocked him out.
It was one of those, get off me. Hey, get off me.
And he was taunting him and shit, putting his hands down. And
I was embarrassed. I felt embarrassed for him.
I'd fucking run out of the ring, too.
Yeah.
He was bummed out, man.
Who was putting his hands down, Silva?
Yeah, he was just like fucking... He was doing some Ali shit, which he never really does. He's pretty. He did some like a flick. He just flicked his hand out and knocked him. Forrest was coming at him to throw a punch and knocked him the fuck out.
It was pretty fucking embarrassing.
And then I hate when you see the fighter, they're out of it, but they're still in it, and they're actually trying to grab somebody, or they grab the ref. The ref
that's the best. Yeah, they take the ref down.
They're trying to take the ref down. Just fucking the ref's like, get off me, asshole! It's over. Right. Your fucking toes
and
are
curled.
Then
they but credit to those guys because they want to keep fighting. They don't give a shit who it is. They're just off of natural instinct trying to keep fighting. So yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, you guys represent Hardy too. He's fighting St. Pierre, right?
Yeah.
And who do you think's going to win that one?
That's a tough fight, man. I don't see anybody beating St. Pierre. Who's going to beat St. Pierre?
But you sponsor the guy who's fighting. What the fuck?
He's got a puncher's chance. You know.
I mean, he just. Damn, I wouldn't want to fight St. Pierre.
Nah.
Yeah, St. Pierre's a badass.
What was like the first really cool thing you bought when you got rich?
Yeah.
A Lamborghini. Lamborghini.
No shit, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you bought a Lambo?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, fucking why not?
Yeah.
You know what? It was kind of, we we would get done with a show, we'd go drive by the Lamborghini dealership and look through the window, and
Ferrari dealership and shit,
just
looking
kind
in
of
the
like
window.
one day. Now I could sell it, but it was just kind of.
Now you're just like, fuck this thing.
Yeah, I never
The
tried
insurance
it.
is
I don't
stupid.
think I've driven it for like two months.
They're
or so.
great in the snow.
Just
they're not. Hey, they're 4-wheel drive, right? Fuck it.
They're from California.
Yeah.
Except for this
that's
week,
true.
it's fucking storms out there all over the place.
A lot of rain.
What's the first thing you did?
Yeah, what'd you do? What's yours?
Bought a bunch of girl hookers.
Yeah,
in Mexico.
Went to fucking Mexico
We were in
and
Mexico.
did
We had
like
4 or 5
17 hookers
girls.
a night.
Did you pick up a Rollie? What do you got there?
Yeah, my gold one right here.
Got your Rollie.
Bought a bunch of watches, and I do the old car thing. I build old cars.
He's
so.
got like 15 cars.
Yeah.
You ever go to Rio?
No, I've never been there yet.
Jimmy's got some nice Rio stories.
We'd come back, our dicks would fall
Jimmy,
off.
you got some Rio stories?
Yeah, we've been there, and
please.
don't bring the watch. You know what? Watch, no
I won't
jewelry,
bring a watch at all.
no
Yeah.
fucking
Watch.
flash of wealth.
Put it up your ass like fucking.
Yeah, but then again, I mean, look at them and
Pulp
look at
Fiction.
us. I'm sure they can walk around Rio and fucking be all right.
Dude, when you're barefoot and there's horses running through your front yard, you don't care how big somebody is. You try
That's true.
That fucking broke. That's a third world. They have no roofs.
And that's where half the fucking MMA guys come from, fucking the favelas.
Yeah.
From the slums?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, right on.
Should we bring the twink back in?
Beat the shit out of each other.
By the way, isn't Gracie going to be at the event today?
Yep, Hollis Gracie, or Hollis, Holes. We were
Hoist?
fucking.
Hollis?
No, it's Hollis.
Hollis?
We
I thought they
were
misspelled it.
butchering his name. No,
Yeah,
it's
we're butchering it.
he's the son of Hollis Gracie, who he's the brother of Hoist and Horion and all those guys. I don't know. He's the biggest.
But why not just Bob Gracie?
Right? Why not?
Enough with your
Roy,
Roy.
Roy,
But it's not even with
Rob.
an H, it's with a J.
I know.
Or an
It makes
R.
no sense.
An R.
I know.
So he'll be there, but he's his first fight in UFC's coming up. It's first Gracie since Hoist, or other than Hoist, But he's the biggest Gracie there is. He's like 6'5", 270 or something like that.
Really?
He's a
Big
fucking
dude.
Put him in a
monster.
lab?
Isn't it great?
Yeah, he's huge.
Guys, we're little guys.
Who's fighting Matt Hughes coming up?
Trig.
No.
Oh, Matt Hughes. Henzo.
Henzo's fighting.
Gracie in Abu Dhabi.
That's going to be a good
Yeah.
fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Abu Dhabi, those
In
fucking
Abu
guys.
Dhabi, yeah.
Yeah, Henzo's kind of what got us started in it. Watching him back in the day. He used to fight in Brazil, and I think he's one of the best Gracies.
Well, those guys used to go to the beach and just say, fuck, just fucking let's go, and just fight a guy on the beach.
Oh yeah.
How realistic is the Karate Kid?
Always this guy.
Does paint the fence work?
Yeah, get your ass fucking handed to you. You're like this in the fucking ring and you can just smash it, good joy.
What if it worked one time, though? Just fucking whap, whap, whap.
In real life, Mr. Sato would have fucked Miyagi's mouth in front of all the other villagers.
Hey, sensei.
I hate when the good guys win.
Yeah. Fucking Al from Happy Days.
Sweep the leg, asshole.
That wasn't Al.
Yeah, it was Al.
No,
he was
it
on Happy
wasn't.
Days.
Yes, he
No.
was.
Oh, he wasn't Al. You're right.
Al was Al.
The fat guy with the big nose.
Yeah, that one
Coletti.
looked great.
What was it?
Al trying to teach him fucking karate.
It was
Idiot.
Arnold.
All right, what you want to do is this.
He was Arnold. Al
was
Del
Arnold.
Vecchio was fucking.
And then turn into Al.
That'd be mix the meatballs. So what, you guys shows coming back on? Is your show on Versus coming back on?
Not on
we're
Versus.
working not on Versus. It'll be on the.
Now you're going to do the show,
Yeah,
but
we're-
it's going to be different because,
Yeah.
Right.
We
yeah.
just filmed the pilot. We're still working on what network it's going to.
that must have been hard when he passed away, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he's the founder of the company. And,
Yeah, it was.
And our best friend, not even on a business side, just on a personal side, we're day in, day out for the past 12, 15 years
Yeah, we've been
together.
in this
so-
studio before,
Yeah.
doing one of the MMA shows over at Sirius, and we went over there to look for a signature on there, but they had switched out the things already. But it was just it's hard sometimes.
And I know he got in a car accident, but what was it? Somebody else's fault?
Drunk
or-
driver.
The drunk driver.
He was
yeah,
in his
it
Ferrari and some drunk driver fucking clipped him. They were probably doing 100, 110. The guy was in like some old 70s Porsche. Supposedly he was trying to, catch up so we can let the bitch in the passenger seat see the Ferrari. And he hit a curb and then
He
kind of
was
hit
drunk,
him.
and the whole street was kind of turning, so he hit the curb and bounced off of it and hit Charles's car.
And then Charles hit a pole.
So, how about the guy? Is the other guy dead too? Or?
No, he
No,
fucking he tried to
he's
drive
in court
away.
right now.
He spun out up a curb, down the curb,
It's
and then
his, like,
luckily
third
there was a
drunk
cop
driving
going the
offense.
other way who saw it. He was off duty or something and came around, and as he came back up, the guy was driving off, but he had flat tires, and then he parked and got out and started running, and the cop got him.
Yeah.
And it was a third DUI.
Yeah.
Fucking loser.
So did you guys want to fucking take him out?
What do you think, Bobby?
You know,
Jesus.
I just hope he goes to
It's
jail
like-
and some big
yeah.
fucking
guy ramrods
greasy
him.
ass fucking motherfucker
Ramrods
tears his ass up over and over.
Yeah, that would be good for him.
He's still not in jail?
Sentence
He's
served.
been in jail.
Yeah.
But
I
not for
haven't-
this yet?
Nah, I don't know.
They're holding him.
Yeah.
So he's been in jail until his till the court case is over.
Right,
So today is your event. What time are you guys going to be there? Where's the event? Is it Javits?
Yeah,
Javits
Javits.
Okay,
Yeah,
from
we go
what
in there
time
at
to what
11.
time?
5 to 7?
Yeah, Roy Nelson will be there. Hollis Gracie or Hollis Gracie.
Hollis Gracie, whatever.
Whatever your
Gracie, Mr. Gracie.
I'm worried about him too.
Yeah.
Pushing his name.
They really are
They have all kinds of fools after.
the Chris Rock of comedy of like MMA. They all have
Shut up.
90 fucking.
Look at Bobby.
Telling you to shut up every so often.
All right, nice talking to you.
You go fuck yourself.
I was about to attack you. Fucking child. That's what my stepdad used to say. Shut up for no reason.
up.
I was like,
It brought you back, Bobby?
yeah, he looks just like Billy Mansion did too with that fucking
me to really do it?
1978
Put my
mustache.
dick in your mouth?
Well, he didn't rape me. He beat me. All right, want to take a break? 'Cause I got to piss.
Yeah, we should take a break.
absolutely.
Hey, it was nice meeting these
All right,
guys.
guys.
Absolutely.
Hey, guys,
Punk
thanks
Ass
for
and
having us.
Skyscraper from Tap Out Clothing.
And today at the Javits Center with the motorcycle convention.
Yeah, go to tapout.com, check it out.
Absolutely, we'll do that.
All right, thanks a lot, guys.
Right on, guys. Thank you.
Bob Kelly in studio playing Bananas, Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey, tonight and tomorrow. The Tap Out guys were real cool. But during that interview, I want to get into it a little bit. Anthony told Bobby to shut up. Bobby turned around
Great, man.
with a look like he was going to kill Anthony.
I apologize.
Because
Anthony.
the shut up comment went right back to Bobby being a childhood, being picked. What am I trying to say? I was going to say being abused as a child, but I'm not really sure what the fuck happened with you and the stepdad.
Yeah, no,
it was a stepdad thing that.
he used,
it was a trigger for you, right?
Yeah, Billy M. That's all I'll say.
Oh, that's right. Good old Billy.
Shut up. Billy M. Oh, see? No, I'm all right now, but I think there's two things. The slapped in the back of the head.
Like the old...
Yeah,
Yeah.
what he used to do is, this is when I was in, first, second, third, fourth, sixth grade. He used to, and he's 6'4", big
Put them all.
motherfucker. And he was such a manly man. He had the fucking car with the T-tops. And and he would I remember the first month my mom was married to this guy. He was fucking a godsend. He had money. He had the T-tops with the rims, the Monte Carlo.
So you're the Monte, huh?
Dude, he brought me into the house, and I had my own
Jersey
room with a toy box full of toys.
Yeah.
I had a beanbag with my own TV.
Nice.
And I remember waking up one day, I was on the beanbag watching TV. It got dark out, and I woke up all tired, and I went out to the kitchen, and
Look how vivid this memory is.
opened the door, and I see my sister with a phone cord wrapped around her neck crying. My mother buckled over, holding her stomach because she just got punched in the stomach.
Holy shit.
Everybody they all come and grab me. And then I see the phone. He grabbed the phone and threw it at my sister's head. They all grabbed me going to my room, and I'm holding the door, little Bobby, kindergarten, holding the door as he's kicking it. And then his foot comes through the door. And then he kicks it through, and I go smashing against the wall, and I pretended, this is the first time I ever, faked some shit. I pretended I was hurt more than I was, because
Yeah.
I pretended
You
I
just
was,
don't
I played
want him-
dead.
Yeah,
I did possum.
You pretty much played dead.
I
yeah.
pretended I was, knocked out. I hit the wall and kind of slid down it, and was and he came in, and you can fucking shut the fuck up. Oh my, and then it was 5 years of that.
Now, what happened? I thought, what happened between this paradise of toys and everything?
Dude.
And
Yeah,
then,
what was the reason he went off that time?
Dude,
what dumb little stupid? Who gives a shit reason?
Dude, he came in. My mother.
rage, huh?
It was me, my mom.
You really saw your sister's.
Oh yeah,
wrapped around a
cord around.
But you understand, I'm coming from my grandmother's house.
I'm raging right now.
13. Yeah,
I'm fucking raging right now.
13.
I know. What did
Hard
sister
on.
do to fucking to deserve that? Poor Billy's trying to relax and have a beer, and she's playing games with the phone cord.
Yeah, come on. Don't put it around your neck.
But I was
Make a call.
with my five uncles, my 2 aunts, 13 of us in a one bedroom. I was the happiest ever. I had 5 uncles. They were all older brothers.
Oh, boy.
They, I was their little mascot. I was Spiff. That's when I was little Spiffy. Grandfather, grandmother. It was a nice, the Waltons. It was great.
Yeah.
And then this guy started showing up. I remember. And then they got married. And I remember he showed up a few times, then they were fucking married, and then it was paradise. I mean...
How long did the paradise last?
A month.
A month?
A month, and then I walked in.
Toys and the
Then it was
T-tops. Taking a ride. Did he take you for a ride in the car with the T-tops down?
I used to help him wash it.
And talk to what he was like, hey,
I used to wash the rims, and I was proud.
Job, Bobby. Good job,
exactly,
Bobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bobby, good job. And he tussle your little hair.
Yeah.
Then phone cord around the neck, mom buckled over from a blow to the guts.
That's a hell of a visual. But then it would go back to nice, probably, right?
Oh, this is the best thing he used to do. He used to take me and be nice to me.
It's like Radio Flyer, that dumb movie.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the King?
The fucking King.
He lived with the King.
He would take me out and be nice to me and talk about them and get me on his side. Like, that's when Atari first came out, and, you know, my mom was finally going to divorce this guy.
Did you sell out your sister and mom for an Atari,
Dude,
sick
I
fuck?
fucking sold them out. You don't understand how fast. Finally, divorced 5 years of this, he bought Atari for me and my sister. We're playing Atari, you know, the one where the dragon comes and you have a key and you're just the dot that goes around the maze,
Fantastic.
adventure or some shit. My mother comes in, and we actually went to her and go, Ma, can you not divorce Billy?
Yeah,
please?
just stop. Just take the hits. Take a punch, you fuck.
Oh, my God.
I mean, we're used to it by now. The cartilage, come on. You can take a smack. I mean, I am kind of dumb.
Got a mother
and
with
my sister is kind of
ears.
fat.
Oh, my God.
Shit.
I mean, we are dumb and fat.
That dumb game? Does
Oh, it
that
was
bring
the
you back?
Best game ever.
Danny found the game, the Atari game. What was it called, Danny?
Adventure or some shit.
Was it Adventure?
Adventure, yeah, something like that. Where the dragon would come, but it still scares me. That dragon would just come out of like the walls
and kick you through the door.
You know what that dragon
animal
represents,
yes.
don't you? What does the dragon look like? Huh?
Stepfather's cock.
No, I never did that. Thank God. But I heard my mother told me he had a small dick. He was 6'4".
That's why he was so pissed.
He was 6'4", and she still said he had a really small dick. She goes, it was disappointing.
Angry.
Yeah, your mother liked it big.
Uncle Paul, what are you doing?
Nothing. Billy would tell me that she wasn't happy with it.
Yeah.
So I says, see if you can get Robert to put it in his mouth. That kid's got lips like velvet. 2 pieces of wet liver.
I would have rather took molestation over fucking getting punched in the face.
The beatings and everything.
I came home late one day.
He probably took both.
He threw me down a flight of fucking stairs because I was 5 minutes late.
How old were you?
I was in second grade. I remember I fell on my bike. That's why I was late. I went over the handlebars. I hit a curb, fell on the bike, smashed my teeth, and was coming home crying. And he was like, "You're fucking late," and just threw me down the stairs.
Like, I wanted to smash your teeth. You ruined my day.
And you're just a 7-year-old, right?
Oh, poor.
But it all ended when one day I grabbed a knife.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, I snapped.
Oh,
it.
was
Went
that
through
the
knife.
one?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I didn't know that was the guy. Okay, that ended it.
Yeah.
What did he do? He backed right down.
Well, he didn't.
Was it movie kind of thing?
Yeah,
like
well, he stuck. He
pussied
goes,
out?
"Go ahead," and he didn't think I was going to do it, and I just came right down to. He pulled his hand back, and then I had a hatchet. I had a hatchet in the backyard.
Hatchet.
Yeah, so that's the stupid shit.
Poor
Is fucking kills me, dude.
Yeah, so then when I called him stupid, he just looked at
His
me like he
eyes
wanted
just
to
went,
kill me.
Hey, you said shut up.
Yeah,
Shut up.
He had a fucking nom flashback.
Dude, I turned around.
Your eyes were like pinwheels.
Dude, I saw.
You were just...
It was like Bobby Boucher. I was like, nobody. Mama said. Mama said.
I say that all the time to Jimmy.
I know, dude. I'm so sorry. I love you, Andy.
I would never.
I want to know more about happy times, bad times. It was just a fucking roller coaster, right?
Oh, it was so fucking bad.
And then what? After this horrific scene, then everything would go back to normal, and you go to Mickey D's or something. Or?
Oh, he would take me out. He'd fight with my mom and my sister, do some horrendous shit. You know what used to bug me about him too? He used to take showers, and he parted his hair. He had that old school guy haircut, parted to the side, short.
Yeah.
Same fucking haircut for 5 years. Okay, same head. Same, he used to use the Barbasol.
Oh, the whole thing.
And he'd get a face cloth and dry his hair. Like he'd just rub it dry. I fucking hate face cloths. I hate them. I hate them.
Every one of these little details is just murder to you. Did you and your sister talk about, like, when he first did it? Did you go in a room and just go, What the fuck happened?
That's what happened with me and my sister. That's what
Why didn't the
we
uncle
separated? She went her way to survive, and I went my way to survive.
You just teamed up.
Like she started hanging out with gays and lesbians and fucking theater people.
Is she a
and
lesbian?
I went over and hung.
Is she a lesbian?
No, she's not. She's not a lesbian. But I actually hung out with her for a minute because I didn't have any friends. That's just when I started drinking in 6th grade.
Oh, nice.
When I started drinking. But before that, I started hanging out with her. And I went over her the friend's house. And one of the fucking dudes had a room of mattresses because he had a party the night before. Oh. I guess that's how the gays do it.
They just fill a room with mattresses and fuck?
Yeah.
Is that how the gays do it?
I don't know. That's what he had.
Sounds fantastic.
Yeah, he tried to bang me. But I don't blame him. I was hot at that point.
Oh, yeah.
I want to ask you why the uncles didn't get involved. You had 5 of them.
Dude, were they all scared of Billy?
Nope. I don't know what the. I think
you
it's
probably
that.
Didn't say anything to anybody.
I think it's that fucking Irish Catholic. My mom just wanted it. Everything. Just forget about it. Just forget about it.
Was it your mom's brothers?
My mom's brothers. Yeah.
That's my fault.
At the end, I remember she talked to them and. They actually, my Uncle Tommy, who's a big motherfucker, actually
with his
came
shoe
over.
and a garbage pail lid.
He came over and fucking. I talked to him. He came over fucking.
Come here.
Gonna fucking. Billy wasn't the guy. He wasn't a tough guy. His father was a fucking animal. His father had like a fucking anchor tattoo. That guy.
Would you like to see Billy now? Would you punch him?
I've seen him. I saw him. I was working at Grossman's Bargain Outlet, fucking folding up indoor-outdoor carpet, and he came in looking for an Electrolux.
Cake there.
Did he know it was you?
Did he know it was you? This weekend, though. Fucking close.
All right.
I know, Banana's a great club.
Did he know it was you?
I fucking walked away, dude. I walked
Really?
away. Yeah. This was when I was 18.
You don't get beat up in the store. How embarrassing.
Yeah, that's true. He probably would have punched you.
No, I heard he got really fat. He had to sell his
That's
Corvette.
what Billy's saying.
He couldn't. Why would you be sorry? What are you going to not say that?
Fucking Jimmy.
But yeah, he had to sell his Corvette because he couldn't fit into it.
Couldn't fit in his bed anymore.
Yeah. That was his dream car, too. I remember when he had the Monte Carlo, he was, I'm going to get a Vet someday. I'm going to get a Stingray or some shit.
Yeah.
Then he finally got his Vet, and he got too fat, and he couldn't fit in it.
That's fucking
That's funny.
That's good. That's some justice. How old would he be now?
Dude, I don't even know how old he was.
Approximately, how old do you think?
This was 5 years of my
60s.
He's got to be in his 50s.
Yeah.
Because my mom was young. I mean, my mom had my sister when she was 15 and me when she was 18.
Jesus.
Okay,
Yeah,
you're
she
running
was
to
a
him
fucking
now. Would you
slut.
say anything now?
Fucking whore. Just banging Vietnam vets.
Oh, fuck.
She never wanted you to pull out. Your mother liked it deep. She'd say, fill me with the tapioca, Paul.
Oh.
Mom, if you're listening, 'cause that's not Jim Norton, that's Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you saw him today,
I probably wouldn't. He has a mustache. That's why, dude, when I turned to you, he has a fucking mustache.
People have mustaches.
Yeah, not anymore. Fucking, no, they don't. Who has a mustache?
See, I have this too.
There's not many people sporting the mustache.
Nobody sports a mustache. I'm not saying it looks
It's
bad.
trying to
on
come
you.
back, and it's sort
Steve
of.
Carlisi.
Yeah. We should get Steven Singer in here. Maybe he could give you.
Yeah, have Steven come in and at least sit down with his lovely.
Yes.
What does he do?
He sells jewels.
He's from Steven
Oh, the
Singer
Black Diamonds?
Jeweler.
Black
Yes.
Diamonds.
Black
out of Philly.
Diamonds. Yeah, I heard about this guy.
Can someone bring him in?
Maybe he could give you one of those roses that are dipped in gold.
No, I was going to buy black. I was actually going to look into buying black diamonds for my chick.
We only invite him in because of what he brought with him.
I only
Some
buy
eye
blood
candy.
diamonds. I want to
Me
know
too.
that somebody suffered for those.
Exactly. Is there a
motherfuckers.
handless shorty attached to this?
I want someone hobbled
I want a
digging
guy
out
with-
my diamonds.
I want a guy with one eye that was burned out. Yeah. I want the diamond in his eye socket.
Molten lead poured in his eye.
Steven Singer, how are you? Good to see you
Steven
again.
Singer. There he is.
Hey, guys.
Take a seat. Make yourself at home.
Bobby was abused as a child, so we figure he needs something today to make him a little happier. And he knows about your black diamonds there, Steven Singer.
Isn't that great?
Yeah,
That's terrific.
I actually heard a commercial about him. I was going to buy my wife some black diamonds.
So pays to listen.
Jesus.
My girlfriend doesn't like jewelry, and I gave her this is true. I gave her the
say
black
that out
diamond
loud?
earrings. She really fucking loves them. I mean, honestly, it was like a great gift.
It's a great hit, man.
I didn't
Something
admit that they
different.
were given to me for free either. I'm like, well, you know, baby, I just thought you might like these.
Easy come, easy go.
Yeah.
Me a bag of shells.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is exciting.
Yeah.
Well, it was
It
before you got in
is.
here.
This is yes. This is better than the homeless shopping talent game.
Yeah, that was
homeless shopping talent game.
Yes. Well, it wasn't originally the homeless shopping spree, and then went to the talent contest.
He doesn't even know what he sponsored.
No. I know. I was there, and I don't know what I sponsored.
Your homeless lawyers fucked it up game.
Yes. It was very exciting.
Are you getting a response from?
We are getting a wonderful response, and I'll tell you one thing now. You have some unbelievable fans. We probably got.
Tell us about it.
I would say upwards of 1,000 emails, and it says something to the effect, listen, I don't know if this shit's any good, but I'm just getting it because you sponsor O&A.
See that?
That's what you want.
They're loyal.
Right.
Perfect, yeah.
It's very, very nice.
It is good stuff, though. It's like, it's easy to say it's good stuff when it is. If it wasn't, I probably wouldn't say it because you're a sponsor. I'd just go, yeah,
whatever.
But it is good.
I appreciate that.
What is a black diamond? Is it better than a regular diamond or a blue diamond?
No.
Good question. This is like an infomercial question.
Explain to us why.
Explain to us how you cook with this.
It is a diamond that is all black in color, and it's just something different. It's a little bit more unique. It's just a little bit unique, but it's much more abundant. It's not rare like a blue or a pink diamond would be, and they're very affordable. Yeah.
Steve from Major said it's a diamond that's too lazy to sparkle.
There you go.
Holy shit.
It's a diamond without a job.
God damn.
Jimmy, what are you doing?
I'm trying to take a photo of Bob Kelly's non-bulge.
Oh, Bob.
You don't have a bulge,
you have
Bobby?
A bunt.
Yeah.
Down
it's
there.
Not it
stinks, Bob.
Dude, my dick. Let me tell you how small my dick is.
Oh my God, there's a girl in here.
Yeah, we got a beautiful girl in
I'm
here.
sorry.
Why don't you at least say hi to the beautiful girl?
Why? He's not
Bobby?
being sexy. She doesn't mind how she sees a little black diamond earring. She can handle talking about his dick.
True.
I have making a small comparison.
Say hi to the girl.
Hi, Miss.
Get to know the girl.
Hi, how are you? What's your name?
You're
Bobby's
talking
really
to the
good
twink. You're talking to the twink
and
like
blowing off the hot girl.
like a mad person.
You're good at getting to know people. Why don't you get to know her?
I just was saying hi to her. Hi, how are you? What's your name?
She was asking about you when we were outside.
What's your name, sweetie?
She said, "Is that Bob Kelly?"
What's your name?
Leanne.
Yeah, that's. What's your name?
Make her pin down like
What's your
that
name
to
again?
talk to us.
I didn't hear. Turn. Go ahead. What was it again?
Leanne.
Leanne what?
Don't get
You
your
Italian?
last name.
Yeah.
Someone will steal her identity.
Leanne from Steven Singer Jewelers.
Yes.
That's great. Is this your
this your,
employee?
This is my crack assistant. I bring a good-looking girl with me so I can get in places like this.
Steve, let's
It
get
works.
into this. Is this your side piece or what?
Oh my
This-
God.
Side piece.
Don't make
This is what I tell everybody, like I make pretend. But,
Ooh, this.
you know,
now
Kenny
this
just
is
tried to hit on her. Kenny told her he has a place at the Borgata.
Oh boy, don't say that.
Oh
Kenny.
my
He did.
God. That
Now
ass.
Kenny's got to explain.
I do.
Oh, was I not supposed to say that? Was that supposed to be a secret?
Kenny, were you hitting on Steven Singer's side piece?
She must have me confused with somebody else.
Yes, of course.
He also told me I was good looking, so listen.
Yeah, I was talking about how handsome and charismatic he is.
Yeah.
I hate that ugly bitch.
Holy shit.
He's just trying to save his marriage.
Thank you for the warm welcome.
Well,
yeah, really.
Only the best for you.
right here.
Wow,
I appreciate
I gotta
that.
say something
It's all
right
nuts.
now, and I'm looking from a distance. The website does not do those roses justice.
Well, let me tell you about these pieces of crap that we brought in. First of all, thank you for inviting us in again,
Oh, we
which
didn't
I really
invite you,
appreciate.
Stephen.
What happened?
force you.
E-Rock? How do we get in? Somebody invited us.
Not really.
No?
Jimmy?
Wow.
I want my gift.
We're going to get to the gift giving in a minute here.
We did bring gifts, actually.
Yeah.
But these are, it's a real rose, and I heard you guys ripping me the other day on the air.
What?
You're saying that I was spray painting them?
No.
And I tried to get in. You're in the friggin' Cosmo channel or something like that. I called the damn hotline. You said, if you're listening, call. So I call. You hang up on me.
Right.
And you're talking to the goddamn Cosmo channel. I don't know what the hell you were doing there,
Out
back
of the
and
curve,
forth.
there's a silhouette.
I
It was roses.
just said that after January, because they sold out
That's
last
true.
year, before even January ended, and I said, and then you'll be stuck with your own rose trying to spray paint it and give it to her, pass her off
Right.
like that, and she's going to break up with you and have sex with your best friend.
That's true.
So
But listen,
you could spare all that by going.
These
to
are real
IHateStevenSinger.com.
roses. It's a real rose. It's dipped in 24 karat gold and
How
preserved
is
for leather.
Done. How
It's
is it
magic.
done? I want to know how it
Well,
doesn't
first-
burn the rose. Is
First,
it molten?
First we have a secret process, but I can tell you that we paint it with a special alloy, so they can take the heat. Then it's dipped in copper, and then, and only then, it's dipped in gold. So it adheres to the thing. And then the ones with, this is all gold, 24 karat gold, lasts forever. That's the classic Valentine's Day gift. And then we have them in colors. We have the red, and the leaves on this are enameled. And for some reason, chicks dig these, and they like them, and they collect them.
Green and the actual top petals.
Yeah, so it looks
red.
like a real rose. And
you know what? Yeah, they could put that at their little desk at work and be like, my sweetheart loves me.
Well, here's what happened. This whole thing was an accident.
Wow, you could kill someone with this.
Yes. It's like a weapon.
I just look at
God,
it
really?
as weaponry.
Hit it on the table. Let's see if it...
Yeah. That's...
Well, you could break one open. I heard that you wanted to break. You didn't believe it was a real rose. Feel free.
No, it's beautiful. Why would I destroy something beautiful?
Well, I've had people do it before. They want to see what it is.
Can I see that?
Yeah, exactly.
Can
Give
I
it to
see that?
Opie. He'll break.
Right.
What?
No, it's
I never get to see
beautiful.
anything.
This is great. This is the I'm sorry I fucked your sister gift.
Well, the great thing about it is you get credit for it forever. You know, you buy real flowers, which are very nice, but, you know, after a week or 10 days, they're gone. This, it's there. The hanger is like herpes. It lasts forever. It's a gift that keeps giving.
That's great.
Yes.
They're both really... Can I feel one? I want to feel one. I don't know which one
The
I like
rose?
better. I like
Yeah.
them both.
Oh, he was pulling his fly down.
Must have heard our Twink segment with
What is
Bob
this,
Kelly.
Platinum?
Yes. We have them in 24 karat gold, and that is in platinum.
Wow.
Platinum's better.
I want
don't know. I like them. Platinum, no platinum.
Well, the people put all the stuff together.
I like
nice.
the gold one. It looks like silver. I like the gold one.
They put these, you know, you get one, but every year we have different colors, and people build a bouquet of them, and it's kind of a nice thing, and it's an easy no-brainer for $59. How can you go
And
wrong?
you know something? Yeah, $59. My God.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know, we
would
ship
think
it
it's
right
gonna
to
be
you
a lot
in a
for you.
beautiful box. There's a little message, a personalized message of love. We make it idiot-proof.
In the continental United States,
Right.
Hawaii.
We're too
can go
stupid to ship
screw.
anywhere else.
They
You want to know
can't
something
hear us in
funny?
Alaska and Hawaii.
Last year we
here comes the
shipped in,
funny.
where do we ship? To Canada.
Yeah.
We shipped several hundred, and it cost us $150 to ship every $60 rose. So we lost about
that's great.
Yeah, it was real
Good
genius.
strategy.
Yeah.
I have a brilliant idea, Steven Singer.
Yes.
Take a picture of me
So
holding
we
my rose.
quickly decided not to do that anymore.
Hey, Steven Singer, why are we on your website? I kind of take a look around the joint. I think
you
got
are on our
pictures.
website.
Let's go to Steven Singer's
Why don't you go
website.
into the media partners and take a look, and you'll see your beautiful logo
right, let's take
and
a
your
look.
pictures.
I've heard we're not on the website.
But I got a bone with you. I don't think I'm on your website.
Oh, damn.
Matter of fact, I think I
Better
saw my
be.
competition on your website.
What?
I believe that's
Get
true.
out of town.
Now that you bring
No
it
way.
up.
Another picture.
No way.
I'm
All right.
fat and gay in this.
Look, I have nothing to do with that, Steven
I'm gonna
Singer.
avoid that.
By the
Take
way,
a look at the
what's-
media gallery and see if you're not on there.
By the way, what's on the
Media.
other corner?
The other corner
Yeah.
is our competition.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
Oh, well, fuck that.
Right.
I can't believe that.
Exactly right.
I see. Now.
Wow, you guys duke it out across the street
That's
like
it.
gangs.
That's right.
Gang, 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 yo.
That's it.
What is this technically called, this type of rose?
That's called a rose.
No, but
That's the technical name.
Oh, I see.
Technically called.
The technical
No, but I mean,
explanation.
Like, what's it called, the process? Because it's like...
It's preserved in 24 karat pure gold.
But is it outlined in gold?
That one is the leaves are enameled in red, and then it's all etched and outlined, yes, in gold.
Hey, we
That
got
is correct.
we got a fan that actually went to your website. Let's go to Tom
Okay.
in
This is the
Kansas
one?
City. Tom.
Hey, guys.
Welcome aboard, Tommy.
Hi, Tom.
I am a
What's going on
fan
today, Tom?
of
Where are you
this
calling from?
dude. He is the best. I ordered earrings on his website, and it came right away. My wife was ecstatic. It was awesome. This guy he's the fucking man. That's all I can say. He's the man.
Thanks,
I love
Dad.
this
I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much. From Kansas City. Look
Very
at that.
nice.
Look at that. Shipped right there.
We've turned into the home shopping network.
Amazing.
I know. What are we, some kind of superstore?
Now,
or
meanwhile,
something?
you see the picture of you guys on the website?
Yes,
You two
I
handsome
do.
devils?
I do.
So you accuse me wrongly.
And it's right above the station that fired us.
Yes.
And then below
Well, I think
that
you used
is-
to. We used to
below
have
that
you
a
there
problem we've
before
had
you,
for years.
And
Yes.
below that
And
is
then-
the Howard Stern fist.
Above that is Elvis.
Yep. Well, listen.
Elvis is doing all right down there in Philly, right?
Not so
There's
much.
another station we were thrown off of,
Yeah.
and this one and that one.
How many stations
Nah,
have we been
it's good.
thrown off?
Quite a few. Well, thank you, Steven.
Well,
Singer.
they
Look
made
at
me.
that.
I made sure you guys have a. When you re-up, you're getting a lifetime deal here.
Oh.
I talked to Mel, and that's it. I said, I don't want to do this again. I said, these guys are great. I want to make sure they're here. even though you gave him a shitty studio here, not like an XM. But
Thank
listen,
you.
it's, I want to make sure you guys
Steven
are here.
Singer said that, who spends a lot of money with Sirius.
I am a big-time believer and sponsor. And I'll tell you something, your fans are like mental patients.
You really
they
don't like
are
our
really
studio,
into
right?
it.
Not
like.
The studio?
Yeah, the studio's too small, right?
It's a little small and a little underwhelming compared to what you used to have at XM.
To what we deserve.
And right, men of your high caliber should have a little better studio.
Yes.
But listen,
Thank
at
you.
least you're on the air. At least I can get the signal. I'm happy about that.
Bobby, anything else?
I'm gonna. I think I might get some black diamond earrings.
There you go.
I'm gonna buy. Are they expensive?
Nope.
I'll
start under $200.
They all start, but is that?
No, they're nice. They're very nice.
How many? How many carats is it? Half a
You can
carat?
get a carat total weight for $229, and then we have beautiful ones with black and white diamonds that are $279.
Yeah.
$289.
Are they hoops?
We have both. We have hoops and studs.
Hoops.
What do you want? A big triangle? You got a Jamaican girlfriend?
Yes.
So what's the price? You know, the price
for you?
Yeah, for me price.
For me. Well, I got to make a commission for Ope. He gets 10%.
Oh wow, when did that happen?
Anthony gets 11%.
There you go. That's
so
that's
add 21% to anything you're seeing there.
Bobby, what about Jimmy? Does he get any?
Jimmy gets it for free.
Bobby,
he gets the inside track.
I need a box for my gift.
I want to know why you're not talking to the girl. Is she icky or something?
Oh no, the girl is.
Is she icky?
No.
You want us to bring the twink back in?
We bought
she's gorgeous.
beautiful roses for all of you to give to your.
And those are the wonderful
significant
gold
other.
boxes they come in.
Yes. They look like bricks of gold.
They're not just special for us. These are, you get them, everybody will get them.
Everybody will get them, and when we ship it, we'll ship it with a beautiful gift card with your own personalized message of love. And we make dumb guys look smart.
Thank you, Sam.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Listen, your listeners are going to love this. After Valentine's Day, you're going to be thanking you and say, for only $59, I got hooked up with this big time, and I'm getting credit for it all year round.
And just make believe it costs a lot more.
Exactly.
You could say that to her, yeah. Like, hey.
Yeah, they don't know. They just say, look, it's all gold. That's got to be thousands of dollars, right?
Pure gold. You know how much gold goes for these days?
But this one's actually
that one's platinum.
It's worth more, right?
That one's platinum.
Right.
That's a sample of that. But listen, but we have them in all the colors. They're on the website. They really do look better in person, I have to say. But I love this because it's an idiot-proof gift. It's something that doesn't cost a lot of money. Very quick, very easy. All the guys love them. And it's a great thing.
So you can say that.
I'm not giving you the rose, Sam, you faggot. I want this on a box.
A flower for you, my dear.
Wonderful.
That's beautiful.
All right. Is there any rose in that box?
Do you have a boyfriend? Is he big?
Is he big?
Yeah, what does he do?
What does he do?
Yeah.
He does website stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Exciting.
Oh, this is actually
just like being a radio host.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, it's different, man.
You go gambling at all? You go to the Borgata? You have fun? You like
Love
that?
the Borgata.
Do you?
I do.
I got a suite up there in the water club.
Everybody in this place
But I
has
really
a suite,
do. I have a
apparently.
suite in the water club.
Do you?
Yeah.
There's no gambling in the water club, though.
You could just short walk through the shops. Then you could look and, maybe buy something and then go gambling.
True.
And then we could go back to the room and.
Are you in love? Watch Anthony fucking pass out face first
into a fruit plate.
And you could watch me sleep for 36 hours with a wet rag over my head.
Anthony passes out on his face with his arms down by his sides. He falls asleep like he was like fucking. He falls asleep much the way RFK fell asleep on the kitchen floor.
Oh shit.
But besides that, it's a great time. It's a great time.
Yeah, guaranteed to have a fun time.
Bring the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
Yeah, you can watch that while I just try to get
bring
my hangover.
Yeah, bring your Kindle. Fucking Anthony falls asleep with his shoes still on. Fucking cigar still lit.
A gun on his stomach going up and down.
Poker chips coming out my ass.
Oh, he's still fucking worse.
Are you still gambling? Big time?
What?
Really? Yeah, up or down?
Blackjack!
Yeah, Jimmy witnessed my gambling technique.
It's called being a
week.
ritualistic fucking addict. He was if he had if he had like an ace down and he needed a face card, as the card came out, Anthony would point to it and go, Blackjack! But only if he needed a smaller card. Like, say he had 12 shown or 13, or say he had, 14 shown, 7. he would go, 7, please. And if he got a 7, he would go, thank you. But more often than not, it was, that's not a 7. Why did you do that?
I do. I yelled. They had to get a pillow and bring a pillow for me to punch and yell into because
Who wants to say hi?
I cursed like crazy.
This broad wants to say hi.
What?
You want to say hi?
Hi.
Who is she?
That's what's her name?
She's a friend of mine.
Oh, yeah?
For real?
Yeah.
It's Jimmy Norton.
She's a friend of mine.
You're lying.
Hi, how are you?
Well, you're not lying.
Good. Yeah, no, I know.
Hi.
Who are you?
I'm kind of like trying to be like the sports girl for the first word.
Okay. Are you interviewing?
Yeah, I was on today.
Oh, good. How did it go?
It went really good. It was fun.
Really?
Give her the job.
She's really hot.
I say it.
Yeah, she's actually a real sports fan. Like, she loves she listens to FAN and Joe Beningo and all that stuff.
Do the Jets have a chance against the Colts?
I'm picking the Colts Vikings.
Get out!
I'm not a Brett Favre fan, but that's just one thing. I'm actually a Giants fan.
Wait, so who do you want? Who do you think's going to the Super Bowl?
Colts Vikings.
Colts Vikings.
But where do the Jets fit in?
Yeah.
The Jets have to fit in.
I really respect their defense. I think they're great, but...
What are you looking at as far as a score, then, this game?
Close.
You think it's going to be a close game?
Yeah.
You think it's going to be high scoring, low scoring?
Low.
Low?
It has to be
See,
low
I
scoring
took the
for the
under.
Jets to win.
I took the under and I took the over on the...
What will be the final score?
14-10.
That's about what we were saying. 17, whatever, within range.
How did your on-air stuff go?
Really good.
You were happy with it?
Yeah, I got to just like talk about, my picks for the weekend, and they let me kind of just say whatever I wanted. So
Good time to actually audition with a lot going on. And
yeah, they might have me maybe next week, like go on the street and talk to people and see where that goes.
on the street. Boy, this company is desperate. They're putting the girl down. They're turning out the friggin' girls.
Pimping the girls. Jesus.
Yeah, you remember I told you I had a friend who wanted to work for Chris's channel a while ago, and
I remember you said that. Where
This is your friend?
Yeah, she's very good.
Oh,
you like Jimmy?
She's nodding. Yes, not
Yeah, we're
saying
friends.
yes.
Yeah, we're friends.
Yeah.
Talking to the mic. You're supposed to know what this is about.
Yes, I'm friends with you.
Fucking hope.
What?
She's a little nervous.
I'm sorry.
Come on.
Would you like a rose?
Oh, take one.
Thank you. It's really good luck to get a rose, so maybe something good.
It's gold.
Not from a gay
it's
boy.
gold covered too.
Well, they spray paint them gold for
Not
everybody to
spray
make it
paint,
look like it's something.
It's dipped in actual
what?
gold.
Thank you. I love it.
What?
See, look at this. See?
Aw.
See, look, Steven, you're getting a great reaction.
Isn't that nice?
That's the owner right there.
There you go. That's from Jimmy. He eyed you up as soon as you walked in. He said, she gets one.
Yes, a rose for you.
Well, congratulations on your audition.
Yeah.
I hope you get the job.
When will you
I'm
know?
an uninvited guest right now.
What's your What's your favorite sport?
Baseball. Don't laugh. I'm a diehard Mets fan.
Oh, Mets.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, I can handle that a little bit.
Very tough. I had a tough year in sports.
We got a
Giants
Phillies fan in studio, Steven Singer.
Hey, but listen, the Jets are in it.
You re-signed Shane Victorino. And
Yeah.
Joe Blanton.
Yeah, we all know that.
It's true.
I knew that.
I didn't.
I didn't either.
Well, good luck.
That's why I'm trying to be
What about hockey?
Devils.
Devils. We're going to kick their ass tomorrow night. Playing the Devils. I'll be at the game.
I got offered box seats tonight for the Knicks-Lakers game.
Let's go.
The Skybox, whatever it is.
Dude, let's go.
Turn it down. I got to.
You have a spot at the cellar?
I got to work. I'm working on a piece for.
Can I have
for
'em?
TV. Yeah, I'll ask my publicist if they're
I'm
still
not even
available.
kidding, man.
That's why Norton's successful and not, the rest of us are fucking floundering.
Kobe Bryant lights up the garden.
Yeah,
I would
but
have took those
if-
tickets in 10
If
seconds.
they said, "Hey, Kobe, Norton's performing. How about you give up the game?" He'd go, "No, I got a game." Well, what's the difference?
Dude, that's a big game.
He'd
though,
go,
man.
no, he wouldn't. He'd go, who?
First, he would say that.
Kobe Bryant loves the garden. It's a big game.
Yeah, I don't. It's like I would love to go. If
You
I
always
didn't
say
have to.
yes and then give the tickets away.
Yeah, you should
Or don't
always
show
say
up.
yes.
It looks even better. You look more Hollywood when you don't show up.
Nah, I don't like to do that.
Whose seats were those supposed to be?
Yeah.
No, it's supposed to be in a box. Nobody would even notice.
Yeah, they do. Give them to Opie. He would have loved them.
Yeah, I would have
Could've
loved
traded
them.
him for.
I really would have loved them. That
No, I
game
didn't.
in particular.
I just turned it down. You
I
know
don't
how
go
it
to
is.
many
You get
basketball
invited.
games these days.
Holding
But that
back
was
Who
the-
invited you?
8,000 pound.
My publicist from them.
Talk to the sports girl.
Yeah.
Could have given to her.
I didn't think she'd want to go. Plus, she doesn't need me to go. Hot
You gotta-
chicks never need guys to get tickets for them.
You got a boyfriend?
Seeing somebody.
So it's brand new, huh?
Sorta.
Yeah, you guys texting each other.
Yeah.
Does he hit you?
Texting thing.
Does he Billy M you?
Oh God!
Did you ever wrap a phone cord around you and hit you in the gut because the pasta was cold?
No, hasn't happened yet.
Who gets to who gives the say whether you get the job or not? Who do you talk to? Who's the boss?
Mike Babchick.
Yeah.
Do we like that
Do you know
guy?
who that is?
Yeah.
He's awesome.
You know who that guy is?
Mike
He's awesome?
Babchick?
Yeah.
Should we talk to him for you?
Yeah.
Didn't we
Maybe,
meet him
you
on
know.
horriblenames.com?
Ask a sports question. Come on. Let's get into this.
Who do you think is going to win the Laker-Knickerbocker game of this evening?
The Lakers, for sure.
Do you think Kobe will make a lot of points?
I think he'll make a lot of points, but I think his back is bothering him.
How is Kobe's dribbling in comparison with some of the other players?
Dribbling.
Her.
Should we be ready for a Shaq attack?
We heard Shaq has a little weenie.
Yeah, I heard Shaq does not have a big penis.
Yeah, we hear he has a little
I
one.
wouldn't know.
I mean, it would be huge if it was on like Sam or
Not a
somebody.
shock, but she's doing sports.
She would have heard that though. I mean, she probably.
Yeah, why not? You gotta fill time with some silly stuff.
But you know, plus if
I'm sure
you
Kobe
do sports as a woman, you have to go into the locker room.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Have you been in the
have to
locker
be in the
room?
locker room, and these guys are walking around with this stuff swinging out, and
Have you seen that?
I haven't seen that, no.
You
that
want
wouldn't
to,
bug you though, right?
You want to, right?
Probably not.
Bobby does, and I'm sure you do too.
When I went backstage,
What?
when I went back to meet the Patriots, and
Yeah.
Brady and Belichick.
Was Belichick a
Yeah,
dude?
Wes Welker was standing next to me with his hog hanging out, and I was just looking straight. I was just trying not to look at his hog.
you
But
can't
there was-
see it if it's in your mouth.
Oh, see.
Wow. Whoa.
Oh, come on.
You're
man.
right.
But there was a bunch of girls,
Just-
journalists walking around, no big deal, doing interviews with 5 dudes with their things hanging out.
Yeah.
They're called penises,
great.
Bob.
I call them, but when you abuse
They're
by them, you call them things.
That's true. That's true.
Fucking Bobby.
It's a good point. Big bad monster.
Yes, or as Bob knows them, the throat coaters.
I liked it.
Thanks, so. All right. I liked it.
All right, cool. We're all agreed.
Any other sports stuff for this girl? Maybe we get her a job.
Yeah, if he needs one for sports.
Do you like MMA? Into that, or just regular old good boy sports like baseball, football?
Sports?
Hockey?
No, I like,
You like MMA?
I like
Do you know what MMA is?
Do you like boxing?
a little bit.
How about golf?
Not really.
Good.
Ping pong?
Not really.
You hear about Tiger?
Although I was,
What do you got?
Playboy girl of golf last year.
You
That was
were?
fun.
You were?
Got to be in the golf scramble. That was fun.
What's your take on Tiger Woods if you were doing a sports show?
I think he's,
What?
he's ridiculous.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Well, you're asking a girl.
Yeah, but you're going into sports. You know all these
Yeah,
guys.
you
You're
gotta-
banging 20 guys. I mean,
He
what are they
just
going to
got
do?
caught.
You know they all
Yeah,
have
he got
cookies.
caught.
Do you think other athletes cheat, or is this just an anomaly?
I think most of them do cheat, unfortunately.
Have any of them hit on you?
They must have.
Yeah, here or there.
What'd you do before you're trying out for this? Like, what's your
Oh, I'm a
gig?
makeup artist.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you smoke Newports?
Is that
I don't smoke at all.
She's very healthy.
is that how you met
Jim
Jimmy?
knows I drink a lot of green tea.
She's
do you?
obsessed with
Yeah.
green tea.
Oh, really?
And vanilla.
You poop good.
Fascinating.
I'm a healthy
God,
nut.
Yeah, that's good.
salad shooter. I bet, right?
Yeah, and she likes vanilla things.
What do you mean?
That's right.
Vanilla
What do you mean,
things.
vanilla
Equally
things?
fascinating.
What's a thing? What kind of
She likes
things?
vanilla.
Like what? Just a vanilla stick?
I don't know. Vanilla beans.
What's vanilla
candles,
things?
Vanilla perfume, all that vanilla stuff.
So anything vanilla you like?
Yeah.
Vanilla.
Vanilla.
So when will you know about your job?
Well, they already want me to come back.
Okay.
So in 2 weeks, I'll be doing that thing outside and then talking in the studio again. So it'll be right after Super Bowl.
Are there any women on that channel?
No.
All right, yeah.
So they need you.
So it's nice, yeah. They're trying to come up with a name for me. That was part of the
Oh, you come up
We
with
can do
one.
that right now.
conversation today. So I think Sports
boy.
Girl is winning. They were going with like Sports Chick. And
I would
all
go with
different-
Susie
But I think they're
Snooze.
taking-
Nothing with chick.
I don't like
Nice,
that.
my
I
friend.
don't like that. I was
Staff.
definitely, not happy about that.
Yeah.
So maybe you can think of something.
How about the sports babe?
Did you hear
I
that
think
one?
that came up.
Yeah.
I'm sure it was very nasty.
How about sexy?
Oh, Jesus, Steve.
Sexy. Sexy. All right, now with the scores, sexy.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Hey.
And coming up with scores, won't bang Russo.
Yeah, I think he'll do just fine.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, you got a nice
Hoping-
voice, too.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's very
I really
sexy.
want to do this. So.
Yeah, people say it's your voice sounds very nice over the radio.
Yeah, most sports girls have that tranny voice. All right, next, the Lakers.
Oh, what's her name there?
Susan Waldman.
Susan Waldman.
God.
Susan Waldman. Oh, goodness gracious.
Most girls can't catch a football like me. Shut up.
Roger Clemens is coming back.
Wow.
Whoa, she does
Let me close my
impressions,
eyes.
too.
Let me close my eyes. Do it again.
Wow.
Do it again.
My goodness gracious, Roger Clemens is coming back.
Yeah, not even close.
He does these impersonations. I swear, you would think it was the real people.
I hope I don't sound like that.
No.
You sound very cute.
Sound.
It works.
Nice.
So.
Good luck.
A little shy for a sports
A little
girl,
shy.
though. You know, because like a lot of sports girls are in your face, kind of like,
I'm very enthusiastic and passionate about
Yeah?
it. That's why I'm here.
You can handle the callers when they call you up and abuse you about, your picks.
I'd say we give her 5 minutes
yeah.
right now. Why don't you sit down? We'll put the
5
headphones on and we'll
minutes.
do fucking
Did you
some
see the
sports
time?
calls. We'll do
I'll
some
listen-
sports calls.
What do you
listen
think of
from
Mike
my car.
Francesa? Come on.
He's very smart.
He's a bore.
Oh.
You think he's boring without Roosevelt?
Z.
I'm a Mad Dog person.
All right, so you
That's
think he's...
why I listen to Sirius.
That's right.
He's a horrible bore without...
He's boring. He's smart, and his picks are usually correct. But can I listen to him for a long time?
Does he have ratings like they used to have or no? Is he
Yeah.
Is he still doing
I
ratings?
heard his ratings were really good.
Yeah, Mikey's still doing
People
it.
just leave it on.
welcome on a Sirius satellite radio because we need a little vagina in the studio. See, that's my impression. He does sound like that, right?
Yeah.
Look crazy? There's a little speech impediment. Just a little bit.
All right, let her go
Czar
before
sound
this
like
gets ugly. It's good seeing you, sweetheart.
Really nice to be here.
Are you good? Jimmy, are you good friends?
Yes.
Really good?
Yes.
All right,
She's a friend of mine for a
it was
long
nice
time.
meeting you.
Thank you
All right,
so
sweetheart.
Good luck with the gig.
Good luck with the job. Good luck. I hope you get it.
Have fun.
Nice meeting you. Take
All
care,
right.
sweetie.
That Sam Cannell shut that 800-pound door. Poor little guy.
Very happy.
Our door is broken. Ron and Fez have talked about it. I was laughing listening to him driving home the other day because the door is ridiculous. If you try to just use one arm to open it, you look like a pussy because you can't even open that fucking door.
I didn't even think about that. He was holding that door open the whole time.
And did you see him? His body was at a 45-degree angle.
I did it.
And he was using all of his weight. Yeah, Danny?
He's got just a little bit. It's not bad, but he's got a little layer of sweat forming on his brow.
Yeah, I know. Look,
You're glistening, Sam.
And his cheeks are flushed, his little red cheeks.
It's a very heavy door.
It is very heavy.
It really is.
I mean, that doesn't say anything about
Steven
me.
Singer, what do you think of the sports broad?
Yeah,
It's cute.
Yeah.
Very nice. I always like when a girl does sports. I think that's cool.
Yeah, you
If
think
they
it's
know
kinda
what they're
hot?
talking
Yeah.
about, I like it.
Yes.
If it's real.
I don't like the female sideline reporter. Not a fan. Not even Pam Oliver. I'm sorry.
No.
Nope. Nope. Okay, that really
That went nowhere.
Let's get the fuck out of here. Steven
Yes,
Singer.
the weekend, goddammit.
Oh, my God. I have one announcement. My late show's tickets in D.C. are on sale in Virginia. The statetheater.com. They went on sale a half hour ago. Early show is sold out. And the late show will. It's March 6th. And thanks, Steven Singer, for these.
Yeah, Steven, these roses
gold
look
color
all right,
roses. They're
man.
really
Thanks for
nice.
having me in, guys.
They really
I
are
appreciate
nice.
All
it.
kidding aside, they look good. They really do.
I really appreciate it.
I'm going to give one a
thrilled
love
to be
buzz
here.
so he could defend off muggers because this is definitely is a weapon.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a weapon. You just sharpen the bottom of it on the sidewalk.
Oh, fuck, it's
and it
like
got
a-
a nice shank.
That's it.
Yeah.
A golden
It's a shiv.
shank.
Bobby, I want to thank you.
Thank you.
My friend.
Thank you, Opie.
I want to thank you.
Appreciate everything you've done.
Bobby, I
don't do
apologize. I told you to shut up.
I apologize for fucking bringing my child into this. You're a good
What are you
friend
kidding?
of mine.
I
love the
love
childhood
listening
shit.
to your
Sorry.
childhood stories.
The visual of you walking in with the phone cord wrapped around your sister's neck and your mom doubled over in pain from a gunshot. I'm gonna take that with me today.
You know
Bobby.
what it is?
And go, you know what? My life isn't that bad.
I can
It could have been
Wait a
worse.
minute.
I can
It is.
appreciate it.
Your life is that bad.
Not after
you have
hearing
the
that
same
story.
fucking stories,
Not
Opie.
after hearing
You
that.
have the fucking stories.
All right, we
I
might
got
have shared
some
a few
stories like
while
that,
fly
too.
fishing. What can I tell you?
When that spaghetti hit the wall and ran down the wall, I was petrified.
Yeah, but at least it hit the wall in Bobby's house. It hit him in the face.
And the phone was wrapped around his sister's neck.
Right.
So, yeah.
And the
Wow.
foot came through the door.
That hurts.
Right.
That must have been such a shock for you. All of a sudden, you're sitting against the door, and then you're flying. Was there just a big foothold? Did you see his foot through the door?
Yeah, but the thing is, he had nothing to really say when he came through. All that work. When he came through, he was just like,
just mad.
Fucking.
But nothing good to say.
Shook his finger again.
What a prick.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
What are you going to do is right.
Fuck them all up for the rest of his life.
Can we end this show on a good note? I want to turn people on to the latest photo from Miranda Kerr.
Wow. Oh.
Have you seen the latest photo as you wrap up get your stuff together?
I know. I definitely.
I don't know what site, to be honest with you, Dan. I think if we just Google, we might be in good shape with this Miranda Kerr shit.
I know she is.
She's fucking laying. You know who Miranda Kerr is, Bobby?
I have no idea. Who is it?
The latest photo of Miranda
Thank
Kerr.
you, Steven Singer. My rose and my backpack.
There you go.
Holy mother of God!
There you go. That is Miranda Kerr right there.
What's she from?
From heaven. What do you think? Victoria's Secret.
Shit, where is that?
Miranda Kerr.
What side is that on?
Egotastic.
She's
Egotastic?
nude on the floor, papers around, her glasses are off. What do you think, Bobby?
What do I mean, I don't know. I mean, what the fuck? Oh, shit.
I know it's a girl, which is a little icky to
They're not, you know.
you. You didn't pay any attention to the hot
Don't
blonde.
say you know.
Turn the page a little bit.
Where's the twink?
She's got a boyfriend. I don't
Where's
wanna
the
fucking-
other picture? Is
And
there
the
another
twink
one?
supposedly isn't gay, but it didn't stop you.
Another one
Danny,
down
turn
there?
that page. Let me see what she looks like. She's smoking, but I don't even. I'd fucking come too quick with that.
She's how old is she?
Seriously, I've had girls like that, and I had to do that pretend like I'm
in her 20s.
Like you don't deserve this.
What's the matter,
fucking
Jimmy?
them, like fuck me hard. No, you don't deserve it. But in reality, I'm gonna come in 3 seconds. That's why I gotta slow
You got a
fuck
problem
you.
with that, Jimmy?
There's something I don't like about it. I don't know
What?
What? Her head's too big. I'm telling you. She's fucking too skinny. Her head. Look at her. I'm telling you.
No, it's wonderful.
No, it's not. It looks. Her
Bobby,
fucking
what's wrong
body
with this?
is way too skinny. She's
What's wrong with her?
I want to have her on her belly and play with her shoulder blades like they're tits. That's how skinny I want them.
What's wrong with her, Bobby?
There's
Holy
nothing wrong
fuck.
with her.
Come on, look at that. That's
She looks
ours.
like she's too skinny. She's pretty. She's way too
She
skinny.
looks like a praying mantis.
Yeah, she's weird looking.
Yeah, but I like that.
You're
now.
weird looking.
I like that
I'm
skinny.
You're a
atrocious.
weirdo.
She's just not. No.
He goes, I'm atrocious.
But like she looks good there, but she's too skinny. And when she lays on her stomach, it looks like a big head has been put on a child's body. It just looks weird.
Oh, no, you really made it hot.
Yeah, she's.
Some guy, I would love to give credit to these guys tweeting me.
Chip C.
But their fucking names are ridiculous. But this guy writes, 800-pound studio door. What brand is it? The Eric Nagel?
One last one under the wire. For old Nagel.
That door is so heavy should be a barn in here or something.
All right. Thank you, Steven Singer.
Thanks, guys.
Yes, Steven Singer.
Thank you, Steven.
IHateStevenSinger.com or 888 I Hate Steven Singer.
Right.
Just wonderful stuff for Valentine's Day. Get your girl something good. IHateStevenSinger.com.
Bobby, Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey. That's where Bananas Comedy Club is, and that's where you'll be tonight.
Actually,
tomorrow night.
the club. I like the club a lot.
Yes.
They're really cool people. And tonight, one show. Tomorrow, 2 shows. Saturday night, 2 shows.
And do we start the countdown before fly fishing?
It's coming, dude.
March or April?
We're going to be going in March
March.
to the Roscoe Pico train up in fucking Roscoe.
I picked the place we sleep at.
No, I'm not
this
staying
time.
at a fucking bed and breakfast.
It's better than that hell
No, it
motel.
isn't. It's a fucking bed and breakfast. It's someone else's house.
So?
Bed and breakfast suck.
They blow.
I want to be able to leave my stained undies on the floor and have some fucking El Salvadorian woman clean it up.
I don't want to talk.
Clean it up!
Forced to talk to people in the living room.
Yeah.
Hey,
Watch
how
what
was
I
your?
wanna watch.
How you get any trout? Fucking shut up.
You pop porno in the VCR. There's old
What
people just
VCR?
around.
There's no VCR in a
Nothing.
No, because they want you to
like
talk.
At the,
the main room.
Yeah, the main room.
They don't have
You go
that in the main
downstairs
room.
and
They
just-
want you to just have tea together.
Fuck that.
And some little cookie thing.
Ham and biscuits,
Right, little-
and then go into the reading room and play fucking Jenga.
Get out of here.
Stupid bread and
Bread and
Breakfast.
bed and breakfast.
Why are we still here?
Exactly.
Because we're trying to impress the blonde.
Yeah, I don't
And
think it's
she's
working.
not even paying attention.
Not working.
She left a long time ago, even though physically she's here.
Yeah.
All right, Jimmy, the plugs are in. Everybody's good?
Look at me.
Yeah, my show's on sale now for March 6th.
All right, Virginia. Guys, have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday.
Ah.